point, Snoopy is actually their guy for those opening duel win rates. Over 50% of the time, he's the one going out first and getting them. So I want to see a C maybe join him in that aggression.
They said Boston couldn't win if it came down to search and destroy. That wasn't true against Minnesota, but today you're playing against Attach, who has shown ice in his veins for the Vegas Legion. Let's talk a little bit about the old man and the young studs he's got alongside him. Purge, Geo, and Nero, showcasing some of their best Call of Duty to open up Major 2.
Yeah, I think they made a great change. You know, it's a structural change bringing in Geo. Everybody's played so much better. Attach and Nero have been the stars of this roster. Their control immensely better 2-1 this split, and they've really mastered Rio. Like, they're 2-1 in Rio Hardpoint, 1-0 in Rio S&D, and it has just made their map pool so much better headed into a lot of these series. And you're gonna see when we get to map modes here, like, they're gonna square. Like, I don't exactly love this decision to play Karachi
Rio?
S&D.
Ah, we pussy.
That's the only map that Boston has shown any life in Search and Destroy. So we'll see if it goes their way. And the interesting thing about it is Vegas actually picked that map in this series.
Are we going to 5, Allie?
We could. This is very much a series that could go to 5 simply because you have the Boston Breeze that are very solid in respawn but struggle in search and destroy. And then on the flip side, you have a Vegas Legion that are very strong in search and destroy but struggle in respawn.
All right, it's time to get our scuff pick'ems in. Let's make it official. And first off, congratulations. Name was still in first place 4 days running at 54 and 25. He's about to be wrong. I'm locking in Vegas Legion. You two are going Boston, right?
Yeah, I am going Boston.
Oh, you are? Okay. Are you breaching
I'm
it?
going Boston, but I don't feel good about it. Like, this is a good series.
Fans, are you with me? All right, they're going Boston as well. I'm right, y'all wrong. Let's
I feel like Boston should, like, the way they looked against
his beard and one of his best friends alongside him
Nice
today.
thumb up,
How
thank
you
you,
doing, Mr. Tunn?
Oh,
Thank you,
one of his best friends. I
Good,
don't know if
good,
Chance would
bro.
call me one of his best friends. What do you think about
Make
that?
me a better one,
You know,
Goon,
I
if
don't
you
like
want
being
to
put on
talk
the
like that,
spot,
boy.
Tom, so I'm just going to hit that with it. I'm going to plead the fifth, actually. More American references for you.
Thanks. It was sailed directly over my head, as you would expect. But we have a very good game on our hands here between two teams who are kind of fighting in that mid-pack at this moment in time, an important one that can carry them both in different directions when it does come down
roasting my brother
to our
players work.
standings. But it should be a banger nonetheless. Set up very, very nicely with the maps that we have. It's very, very hard one to call, which usually
Let's get
means
this going, man.
we
Let's
get
get
a
this going.
good
Come on, give us a
series.
good match.
Any feelings one way or the other at this one? Chance?
Snoop
I
said he
think
was
it's a
feeling
difficult
good. I
one
didn't
to
talk to
predict.
Evan this morning. I don't know how Evan's doing. Came match up the last 3 times they played. I didn't get a chance
Obviously,
to
they've
this
been
morning.
pretty
I'm
consistent
kinda
across the
late.
board, but like when there's differences,
Let's see how they play, man.
I think that Vegas might be a good call, but
Joe's also
it is
decides
going
to
to
lock
be a
in, boy.
battle. Like, these are
Joe,
the
bro, you're
types
not
of
Anakin,
series
bro.
that I think
Change your
are
picture,
almost,
bro.
like,
Be like,
underappreciated by the community, just for how much could potentially be on the
Well,
line.
you're a
Like,
kid.
both
Be
these
like
teams,
fucking Luke
2-1,
Scott. Try to be
winner
Luke.
of this
Try to be
gets
Luke.
Winners bracket, you get your 10 CDL points, and like these are your bubble teams for champs, and either one of these teams win it, they do cross that top 8 threshold. Obviously, plenty of Call of Duty left to be played, but these are the guys.
Ooh, Jill got bad time, man.
100%. Some games are a lot more winnable for teams
Aesom's gonna have to get here and pop
like
it
these
too.
players. And, well, I mean, both these teams for both the opposition are a nice potential victory that could go their way. But either way, it's a good start for the side of Vegas Legion going over towards P1. P2 control is going to be there for Boston Breach. But I mean, for you on either side, I mean, this is maybe a bit of a loaded question I'm asking you at the beginning of a hard point. But anybody in particular looking out for either roster to really pop off to help the team get a win over the line here today?
Well, you can pick your poison on either direction, but Geo and Nero, I think, are going to be the go-tos. Geo, just because he's looked like a shooter, great example right there. Fantastic when it gets to see him on those potential flanks. He doesn't actually block the
That
spawn,
Alfonso was
but
dude,
he's
Alfonso
gonna
was
be
so
certainly
good,
there.
bro. No
And then
bullshit.
Nero
You can never
inside
see
the
that guy
point.
fucking
One of
church
big
cut.
gunfights that you have a 44-point lead going into the new hill. Obviously, you saw that 5 spree popping up as well. Potential cruise missile coming through for the new man on the squad.
Really good start.
Ooh.
Perfect example for you there. I can't believe it landed as cleanly as it did. Look at the P2 control still there for the side of Boston Breach.
That was a mean iron, I can't lie.
Pristenko trying to lock it down.
Evan's
Good
getting
hold
back.
so
Sounds locked
far.
in. Twin, what the hell you
Finds it back,
doing?
but was a very good hold over towards P1. We're seeing teams find a good amount of success over towards that side. Break potentially coming in here over from the front side of red now. You can see it. Geo pushed up towards the bus stop. Isn't going to find anything. Priester will find the cut. Good hold so far for Boston. Starting to expand.
Oh, shit!
Can't let that happen.
Oh, Chafo!
P3 rotation will be locked in. It's a really good hold from Boston.
Oh, hell nah.
Awkward Bowman's a nice little
hell nah.
She's playing with fire, but hey, he's gonna get it done. And I mean, we had Geo on a 5 spree, potentially looking for a cruise, maybe attach his turn, but that's a long-term game. Right now, though, the impact it is gonna be on this new time. A potential 4 versus 3 over, or actually Slasher wants to play for attach, and attach is gonna win it. So Slasher might be feeding streaks. In the meantime, his team is getting picked apart. He could have had the man advantage on the break. Instead,
I think he ran out of ammo.
you get shut down, and you got to regroup over by a Coop and try for the break once again.
Very good job from the side of Vegas Legion, especially on that scrap time and now to set yourselves up over towards the new hill. I just here to watch
kind of want to see Snoopy win, but I like it. Evan's my dog, bro. Like Evan is really my dog.
Priester Asim combining well. Gio's there to answer the question. Nero just chilling as long as he possibly can, but Gio with the crispies again. Eventually the break will come through. 23 seconds is what's going to be on offer for the side of Boston Breach, looking like they're going to lock it down. A really good job over the last 3 hard points, to be honest with you, for Vegas Legion. Yeah, okay, they didn't get the majority of the time over towards P2, but you take a good chunk of it away from Boston Breach and find yourself with a rotation over towards the next hill. You take those all day long. Fight over towards the bridge side now. Gio really lighting it up so far, singing 9 and 4.
Might have a lock in.
10 and 4 himself, though.
Bro, he's
so
Puerto Rico, bro. That's my dog, though. Travis, my dog, though.
Scrappiest of scrappy hills. Over towards P4 we go.
7 years too, like that's my dog.
It is a bit of a
it's hard though. That's
crazy
your blood,
right?
though.
Both teams rather on every corner of the minimap, just about, at least like surrounding the hill. But Nero was playing off the time, so picks up a big 2-piece. Can't quite get the third. The read was absolutely there, and I mean, look.
Let me look at Snoopy's arrow. Why is he having a back game?
Looking for one of his own. And Asim, cruise missile or not, as he's going to be hunting it down. He's doing enough of a job.
Bringing it back though. He got turned on. He wants to get it back in blood.
You can already see he is very focused on this rotation. Meanwhile, at the scrap time, still a bit of a battle. It looks like Vegas might come out on top to keep that.
Trying to get him on
P
fucking 4 on this map
is just important on this rotation to try to keep track of these players. Nero behind enemy lines.
Maybe you can finesse a little bit.
This is that count to 4 moment, and based on Asim's play, he's aware that someone might be behind him.
Nero really is going to be the catalyst for any potential
someone's got to give here. It's a Nero race. Someone's got to give. Someone's got to fold.
Slasher over towards top 3, trying to hold it down from there. Asim already curious that the push could have come through. Now Nero snaps into action. Asim, is he going to get the timing? Not quite. Nero will find the kill. Now you have to think about attach, maybe working on something over towards the diner side. Spawn still coming in over towards that side, but it's looking like Boston Breach holding on for quite some time here. Attach is going to shut this down pretty quickly. Cruise missile.
That's number 7 wins his gunfight. He has to win that gun.
On the cards now for Vegas Legion. Spawning over towards diner. Nero finds another really good job from Nero, locking down this side of the map. Should be some good time for the side of Vegas Legion.
It is quite literally just his presence keeping these players at bay. Boston had to send an extra few players around the flank just to go and pick them up. And I mean, credit to Boston, still wipe him off the map. Asim responds. He loses that 1v1 fight against Nero. It puts him on the back foot. Immediately comes back and slams and gets his team the scrap time. So Boston right back in the game. The spree continuing.
You buy Streaky, bro. Streaky, fuck the bush. You Streaky,
ready to shoot. And again, that cruise missile battle. Streaky players. He's already got one. So yeah, make the investment call on this one. Get these guys at least away from P1. Call this out to your team. And then win one gunfight after Asim out here making plays. Unfortunately,
that's tough. But that cleared out of the map for his team. But number 1 wins his gunfights.
Still collecting that time.
We love the thought. But Boston Breach do a really good job over towards the final hill of the first rotation. Find themselves in a lead after Vegas Legion had a cracking start, and well, they will get themselves back in towards P1 where they managed to soak up around 40 points.
That would have been a great streak even if he died.
Now it's about for Boston. Can you find a break? Can you stop these points being soaked again?
He's playing really good, Chafo. He's doing a really good job picking his gunfights and like
towards the back
playing like
potentially here to do something
Roddy at the same time.
On the cards now for Boston to try and find something in this rotation again.
He played super right at P3 to guarantee the streak.
I was gonna say, just looking at it,
what's going on, my boy Landon? How we doing, Landon? What's going on in the house? In the chat, what's going on?
Still looking like towards the old direction. So
we'll love to see the
time. Maybe a bit of an unfortunate moment with the spawn outs coming through, and
what do you mean the time?
That is going to punish him, right?
The hill time. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Landon. That's just the game, man.
Play ratty and
you see what I'm saying? Like right there, perfect example of what Asim is. The way
for the moment, by the way. So Asim right now on a blinder, and of course in the time, Boston back in the game, nearly tied up. Priest addition out. Serious damage on 3 different players. You know where the push is coming from. Everything. Guns forward. No one flanking. Gunfight's coming through. Attach wins the first inside the hill. Vegas there for the break. And is it going to be clean? Slash last man standing. He's going to fall too. Vegas get it done. Pushing these players back.
Great break coming through.
This is really close for how bad Evan is playing and how good Asim is playing.
Time that Vegas Legion managed to get.
No way, I was good. Why?
P3. Boston have brought it back into this game.
I appreciate it. I'm coming through the chat. Feel free to drop a like on the video on the stream, bro. It helps the algorithm, man. It helps the algorithm, man.
No, he's back right. I hear it. He's dead. He's dead. Push up junk if you can. One's gonna be junk. One's already there. One's already there. I'm leading. I stun him junk. I think they fight through all, guys. I don't see him left. Yeah, they are. I get him. I get him. No, I'm holding left. He's top left on me.
Oh, fuck. I have to go rear cross.
One shot dead. I got one. Okay, one more left. He's, I think he's bottom, like snake.
Bottom, one shot. Absolutely near low bridge.
I have her back. He's on bridge. He's front of me.
Absolutely low bridge, yeah.
So good.
On the point. He turned for me. I'm stunned. I'm right next to him. On the point. I got one. Shoot out. Mid-basket. Four. Stand here, guys. I don't have the mid-pitch yet. I'm trying to pick it up. Green, dead. Nice. What's behind you? That's not the left side. Yeah, right side now. You want to grab? You want AC ladder. One shot. Crossing square. Backside. One shot. And team mid. Watch out, he's gonna be around AC ladder, still AC ladder. Top fire. Oh no, AC ladder hit all. Don't run. Back there. Back there. Nice, back there. One team back there. One shot, ran out. You ran off. He's half health in the air. He went square. The top green already. Square this.
That was actually such a big kill for Streaks, bro.
I needed it.
They cannot let Snoop get Streaks here.
Don't stand there.
They gotta shut down the Snoop Streaks.
2.
Damn, that's tough. It's gonna be hard to get up. P5 is gonna be tough.
Missing Nero. I hear here. Brian, green. I put this on. I have a streak for me. I did it.
And as advertised, a very, very tight game between these two, kicking it off with map number 1. Seem very close and personal up against Perch.
Evan
We'll
is
find
getting
another kill.
locked
He's very
in.
much
Evan, what you
leading the
doing,
lobby.
twin?
Snoopy will eventually get taken down. Some good time being soaked here for the side of Boston Breach, and a great break towards P3. Has actually found them in the lead.
It's going to be great time actually to get that break as well. That's with 26
Damn, Boston has given up a lot of time. You really,
and a couple of different
this
spots
number
coming
the
through
gunfight
for
against number 2 was
Boston.
huge.
So Priest is
Yeah,
going to
that's a
fight
huge
real
gunfight.
time and
Humongous
actually
gunfight.
get it. In the meantime, though, Boston's going to be 2 bodies down on the rotation.
This gunfight
Snoopy, though,
could be
comes
so
up,
big.
punch slasher,
No.
the exact same thing. So they might have
Number
been
4 is making a
down
good
on the
play, too,
man
cutting.
count, but they're up on the kills front. And on the rotation for Boston, what an important moment for them to stay ahead of the game. Granted, the Hill's just popping a 4-point lead. It's a money hill. We'll see if they can run it up.
I see him just causing havoc in the back lines of Vegas Legion, who are trying to make their way over towards the hard point, but they've got to deal with the seam. For all that, he's absolutely nowhere near the point. They know they have to shut him down because he's going to flank at some stage, and during this time, Boston Breach is just soaking up.
Oh,
3
shit.
seconds. Nero will find
gotta
2,
get
though.
2, though.
Snoopy
He
just
made
trying to
that
play
play
his
to
life
get
over
2.
towards the backside. If he can find this kill on Nero and get them off the
Good
point, that
job,
would be
guys.
big, but isn't able
Come
to
on, give
help
me a
out.
good
It's a
game.
nice
Give me
break from
a
Vegas Legion.
fucking
30
banger
seconds to
game,
go
please.
here. Over towards the junk kill. Shots are good, but it's going to be a very one-dimensional push. Going to have to come through from Boston. They have to make something count here. Boston will be finding themselves
Snoopy
around
got
20
through?
points behind. Snoopy. He might have found the angle, though. If he can
Oh,
find this
Evan
kill on the
Iron.
Perch, and the rest of
Oh
the
my
teammates
God,
start
Evan
to make
Iron
a
up,
move.
twin.
They haven't been able to.
That Mexican blood,
Only Snoopy here
chat.
for now. 13
Even if
seconds
you start off
remaining.
slow, I promise
Very
you bringing
even
that shit
game as we
back.
go into
Believe
the
that?
third rotation of Ills.
That's kind of unreal, too. I mean, he's over there, like, trying to square up with the Renetti in those moments against Detach. But,
That's not true,
maybe dropping the
Travis.
ball a little bit there
He
is
hasn't played this
Boston. But,
bad
of course, they still do
since,
have that cruise missile
before
in the
the major.
back pocket. Could be great for the rotation or even on this P1 time
Look at
if
this
they
cat.
need it. But for the moment, you got top third control. You got guys in time, so everything is singing sweet. You just got to keep track of these players. And Priesta, hyper aware right
His
now.
last match
Attaches
at the
in
major, not
background
the one
trying to
against
flank.
Miami.
You see the
That
kill
one was
feed,
crazy.
Priest catches them. Now it's just all guns forward. Boston, easy reads right now on the minimap, keeping things secure.
Vegas Legion have had so much success over towards P1, but it's going to be very difficult to get that when you've got Slasher frying like this. A seam will
Had a
find a
contest
kill on
for
a
5
Geo, and all of
seconds.
a sudden Vegas Legion are locked out. Boston Breach can very much win it here. 20 seconds away. Push from Vegas Legion needs to be clean. Priester will find 1 and 2 attached. Need to find a way through. 15 seconds. It's ticking down now for Boston.
Absolutely it. I mean, one flank coming through. Purge trying to make the play. Geo in the back line. Couple trades are gonna be
Oh,
there. Purge gets
shit.
the double kill as
He gets
well.
2?
13 and 24.
Read the
but he
spawns,
gets a
read the
big
spawns,
one,
number
but
7.
Look at those
Number 7 is
spawns.
reading it.
2 in the back alley, 2 over by red. Nero, though. Johnny on the spot. He's ahead of the game. And that's going to be Snoopy inside of the cruise in potentially the final moments.
You gotta kill.
How good
I
is
mean,
the
that's not
inside
gonna
going
get
to
a
be? You still got the spawn up on a pinch. 2 players
Evan's
inside.
going so
Can't
big.
get
Evan,
it
come
done,
on, Evan,
but
make
you
that
get
play,
him
twin.
trapped indoors.
Oh my
He's gonna have
God.
to fight them all off, and that is the kill feed to start it.
There you go.
Oh
He
my,
managed to
Evan,
find the
yo, if
kills
they
he
win this,
needs
it's
to.
because I haven't got
The
that 2
cruise
piece on P1, no
missiles
bullshit.
used and used to no success whatsoever.
Evan's making the
He's
play.
gonna hold it down from the top red side. He was the one that really
gotta
broke
hold your
through
team,
over
Evan, you gotta
towards
hold your team. Just
P1,
one
and he
more
might
fight.
be the
No,
reason
Evan,
that
just run
Vegas
away from
Legion
the
win
team.
this game. Snoopy can find 1 through the front door, needs some help. Asim is there, and he has no backup. Vegas Legion holding
Wow.
it down. It's a 6-point game. Big win from
Wow.
Snoopy. Can't get in time. Vegas Legion
That
hold it
was a
down.
fucking
It's a cracking map
breakdown.
number 1. That Legion will take away, but not without its adversity.
Damn,
Big
Evan in the
points coming in
clutch,
from
man.
Perch
Hey,
over
listen,
towards
he was getting
P1 to find the
cooked.
break. The
He was
rotation
getting
locks
fucking
in.
back
Fights
shots.
fall
I'm
their
talking
way.
mean one.
Vegas Legion take map number 1.
And it was just that angle up top, man. I think it was Slasher from top AC looking down, but that like weird little bit of cover he had. I mean, look, make no mistake. Purge was getting fried. He was not having a good map. He was double negative the entire time. That quite literally finishes the game on a 4-5 spree, and they broke P1 at the final possible second of when they were allowed to actually get that done. So, I mean, credit to Purge. You had a small missed moment, but we get to check it again just to see exactly how the gunny was coming through. But yeah, Purge, he found the right moment to snap, and there it is. Little bit of cover, gunny on the hill, and it was actually a seam up top that just could not finish that kill.
Bro, I'm telling you, those pillars on Karachi. Those pillars on Karachi, bro.
That is very heads up from me.
Damn.
Great gunny there out of Purge. Big moment in the very end.
Yeah, huge moment. It felt like Vegas Legion were fighting off the back foot after the first rotation, to be honest with you. Boston Breach seemed to be leading the dance. Really good map number 1 though, and it sets us up very,
Evan picked up the double pinch right there. He kills Priesta here, and then Austin's a veteran, bro. Austin's making the player. Austin says, we gotta take a long run. We cannot break from the front. He's the first one off spawn. Evan is waiting for that play.
It's so tough, right? You gotta get towards the hill as quickly as you possibly can. You gotta find a break. You can have those panicky moments. It's always a tough ask.
Nah, bro, that was just good finesse. I don't think that was not Asim's fault, guys. Asim and Snoop did a great job bringing them back into that game, like both of them. Like Snoop started off, I'm pretty sure it was like 0.6 at one point during that game, and he has Boston.
You're gonna be able to pick apart so many different moments, right? Boston even had the full setup on like the junkyard hill, and simply could not execute.
Why are we so complaining? You good, bro? What's wrong with this one?
Maybe not quite double negative because of the spree he goes on towards the end, but wasn't really keeping up in the damage, wasn't getting a crazy number of assists, so he was certainly underperforming on the map. Doesn't matter. Got the dub. The Vegas Legion special in that moment, absolutely stealing one away. And I mean, again, that is a massive map and a very big game.
It's just
These
6
two
points,
teams
Travis. They were
for
like
that middle of the pack separation.
100%. Those 2 kills in that break. Stats can't define those kind of moments. Vegas Legion, I mean, for all I said, the first rotation had them feeling like they were in the driving seat. And Boston were leading the dance. Well, that tells you everything you need to know about me. And I'm talking absolute rubbish, but game flow coming through. You can see Vegas Legion very much in the lead the majority of the time, but a very, very close game. And Boston pull ahead. And then all of a sudden,
yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, that's a horrible game, bro. That's a horrible game.
Number 1.
Think about that, Drew. He also got he won a 4 kill streak in the game. Like, imagine he doesn't get that first kill against Snoopy, and the game just ends. Like, that is a lot of damage he got at the end. Like, that is probably like one.
That we were thinking for Vegas Legion. I know it's
1/5 of his damage from the game, maybe 1/6.
They've got to be
a lot of damage for just
map number 2, though, considering Boston's search and destroy woes.
He was lagging. Evan might have ended at 2100 or some shit
last week, so you know,
he doesn't go on that fucking.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Boston, though, it's sort of like a weird story for these guys in Search and Destroy. It's like a map-dependent thing. Karachi is their only good S&D map. So as the game mode, Vegas comfortable to play him, yes, but Karachi S&D is
it was a tough 2-piece, though, Travis. Like, to be fair,
that's a sweet spot. It is a 3-2 record, so it's not as if they are dominant, but it is the only S&D map where they have success. Like, Boston is 0-5 on Invasion sort of thing. Like, that's abysmal, but they dodge it in this series. It's a high rise for the Game 5, so on the S&D front, maybe slightly more optimistic than we typically are for the Boston camp. Of course, on the flip side, I mean, Purge is typically the respawn underperformer. In Search and Destroy, he has been solid for the squad. He is an S&D kid. He's a very strong playmaker, has fantastic comms as well, so maybe a bit more of his opportunity to shine. And I also appreciate the player cams of Vegas after their win.
Who's got the best cut? Who's got the best cut on this team?
Players attach.
Let's give out the best cut award. Actually, and then let's do the worst cut. Best cut, I got Dylan. Not close.
He's been locked in for like 12 years now.
Honestly, I've not seen the man age, though. I know we were saying he's the veteran on this one. That block has not aged a single day since the very first day that I laid eyes on it. Vegas Legion looking very, very solid now. 1-0 up in this series. The Search and Destroy coming up next. You're going to be feeling good, and their map pool is growing chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked about how Karachi is sort of the one good point for Boston. Similar story on the flip side for Vegas Legion. A decent map for these guys as well. And of course, when you do something like 6-0 Toronto on a Rio S&D, that's sort of a shout out to the rest of the league. Like, hey, you might have to ban it against us. Well, that's exactly what Boston does. So maybe one good map in the mix for Boston. Plenty of good maps now for Vegas to work with.
Yeah, Gio's been an amazing pickup. I don't even think the word is good. I think he's been an amazing pickup.
These guys already feeling comfortable.
But like, these guys already made an impact on the work they never had. Like, before this, Vegas had never gotten 2 wins in a row. That's insane.
A squad that have been
That is
on the
like
up and
criminal,
up.
bro.
I mean, I know, Gio's gotten a little bit of love as he's made his way towards the team.
What's
but
good,
it truly
Goofy?
has
Yo,
been
stop
attaching
dick running.
Nero
What's wrong with you? How's up,
lights
brother,
out
bro?
the entire year.
100%.
He was
Over
giving you
towards
back
it,
shots.
We talked about Boston's woes, and well, that will tell you exactly how things have went down over these major 2 qualifiers. That 1 win coming in a map at number 5 last week against Rocker, so an asterisk against it because Rocker always lose map number 5s. But irrelevant of that, S&D has not been great.
Well, in ton, it's the conversion too. Like the stats for round win percentage, it's not great for Boston, but it's reasonable. Opening duel, close to 50-50. You want it above that sort of like mid-range point, but 47% isn't terrible. But if you cannot convert,
Hey, he
the
made,
rounds where
he,
you're
yeah,
getting
he
the
did.
first
Of
blood,
course he did, Travis.
that is a
but,
massive problem. So without question, between
guess
these
we'll
two
see.
teams, that has been the difference. The biggest difference maker, and more of the top teams in the game will hover in that like 80 to 95% range on
Bro,
conversion.
I'm gonna be
That's
really
sort of like
confused
league
as
average.
where
If
to
you're above
rank
90,
these teams, chat.
absolutely
If
phenomenal.
Boston
Being
loses
just above
like
50
3-0,
is
3-1.
terrible. And again,
If they
I mean,
lose
you
game
guys talked
5,
about it.
every
Slasher's
game is
talked about
close.
it in
I feel like we
interviews,
can
like
rank
the
them.
first blood's not the issue.
Boston
It's
beat
the small mistakes they're
Minnesota.
making
Minnesota
after
should have
the
beat
fact
Toronto.
where,
They should have, or they
I
should have
mean,
beat
you
out.
know,
Could have beat
what the
Toronto.
mistakes
Like
might be, tough
then they
to
get
say.
3-0 by fate. I don't
Overcommitments,
know. It's so
sloppy
weird.
comms,
It's really hard
guys
to
just
rank online
sprinting when
matches,
they
bro.
shouldn't be, not
Really,
holding
really
the
hard.
setups, bad comms. It could be any number of different things they've been working on in practice. That has been the primary focus point for Boston. And of course, in the respawn, they have been solid. It might be a tough map 1, but overall, if they can clean up the search and destroy, they will jump right back to contending with some of the top teams in the game. So it will absolutely be an interesting map too, where we get to test again their resolve, their ice, see how far, if they can take this series the distance.
What was Legion who iced up in map number 1? Do Boston Breach have anything for them here in the search and destroy? We stay on Karachi. We change up the game mode. Overall in the season, yeah, okay, it's looking decent. Signed to Boston Breach. Defensive win percentage, they've got that on lock. That's something to keep an eye out as these rounds do go on. See if it does influence which way this map will go. But keep an eye on those first bloods. We mentioned it time and time again. The more you speak of it, 55% is... it's a huge issue.
It's a coin. You get the first blood, and it's still a coin flip on whether or not you win the round. That is not ideal.
Right? You get it at 7.
Big map here.
Like, okay,
Charles, big
poor,
map.
but 55. Eesh. Here we go. Anyway, over towards it. To the side of Vegas Legion to kick things off. Snoopy will be on his own if only momentarily. A little bit
Usually
of control,
plays
pretty
towards
much
the right
immediately
side of the
for
map.
Vegas
I'm
Legion,
kind of
and
mind blown
just
he's
gonna
not
get this
playing
baby down
towards here.
immediately.
Where is he?
Priest
Church? He's
can
in
do very
church.
little about this. No angles.
Priest has
Nice
no
setup
info,
here
though.
from Vegas Legion.
Now he
Boston
doesn't.
gonna have to try and find a retake.
Ooh.
Yeah, get the smoke as well, just to make
gave
sure you
up
get
the
out of
cross.
dodge.
Now
Priest does have the
he has
angles,
no-
so
he
he
has no
knows
idea if he
nobody
crossed.
crossed.
He
So
has no
everybody
idea.
on Boston knows nothing's over
They
by
should have no
P2.
idea 'cause he gave it
Everybody's
up for a
trapped in
second when
red.
they
You got
smoked.
Slasher working the flank.
see if they
so
retake it.
You do have these 4 players trapped around red. The question is, can you actually execute and take them down? You still got tax to work with. Boston, we'll see what they can do.
Time's running out. 20 seconds to get things going. Is Attach going to get traded? Yes, he is. The team will find Gio as well.
Evan gets through.
Nero
Here we
and
go.
Purge now having to survive. So Nova not going to find anything by the looks of things, and Nero will read that one, no problem. 10
that's for
seconds.
the round.
From Nero.
Damn. God
Gunfight
damn.
comes through,
It's a
finds
huge
it.
gunfight,
I don't
bro.
think the time was maybe on the side there for the side of Boston Breach, but irrelevant of that, Nero.
I still think Evan is in a good spot to 2v1 them
I
just
mean,
to get
look,
a kill on
that's also
Obama.
a
and
round.
live.
I don't think Boston actually got the first blood, but that was very quick that they had a 3 versus 2. So they got the man advantage. And then the coin flip after the fact, they did everything right until the part where they just get gunned by Nero. So that is unfortunate. He plays a day 1 spot that we have seen a ton of in the past 2 weeks. And I mean, Slasher was still sliding in. He got a bullet off, but not enough to set up Priesthood for the kill. And that is a painful first round to have fall. Boston, again, #1 team on defense on this map. That's immediately what they lose. They've struggled more on the attacking rounds, but there's a first blood.
Crazy.
So they
Is
do
that an
have
AR?
the advantage.
A bit of a light push.
I got
is
Snoop
what's
on the
gonna
right side of the
catch
map.
Nero
Look at him.
out.
He loves being back red, bro. Or like playing
All
around
of a
red.
sudden, do they know that B is completely wide open? Well, it is, but Purge is welcome to be on the flank.
Evan is like,
Coming
yo,
up
this
from
guy's
Snoopy,
just
nice and
laying
patient.
down,
Now,
bro.
all of a sudden, if you're Vegas Legion, you need to start to kick into gear. Oh, he's got a free fight onto the bomb side. If he wants it, he's going to be able to find a kill here.
Oh, shit.
Gio
Oh!
he can't find the second as well. Attach will find
Austin!
another. No way. It's
That's
collapsed
not
like this.
Austin, bro. He's
Snoopy
disciplined.
now. Makes it a 1 versus 1.
That's a good job juking
Not
out the
going for
door.
the defuse yet. Plenty of time. Snoopy lingering around. Gio spots him
This is a good play.
and goes to chase the kill down. Come down
That's
to
a
the
good
1
play.
versus 1.
That's a good
Snoopy
fucking
clutches
play.
up the 1 versus 2. Big ground for Boston breach that they nearly
That's just a good
threw
2v1.
out of the window. But
The
eventually,
thing right there, Chad, is just the door that he opened bottom mid. Mate,
shout
Gio
out to the
tweak.
kid,
He had
by
no
the
idea
way.
what he
I
was
mean,
doing.
we're talking about small mistakes in search on the side of Boston. Slasher's not the guy I'm expecting to be the ones to make mistakes, but him and Priesta just get obliterated through the smoke. So an awkward moment. They got dished out.
Angel, no, you never told me you got brace, Angel. When'd you get him, Angel? That's a big round, bro. Big clutch out of Snoop, too.
That is a massive clutch and massive moment. Maybe when Gio looks back on and wish he hopped the bomb, but he
Thank
doesn't have
God
the intel we do.
W
So
Mexican.
Snoopy right now.
Guys,
the
make sure you guys
lifeline, the
2-time.
savior
I'm going to
for the
try
squad, but on
ultra
defense,
latency mode next
action
time I go live on
coming in straight
YouTube.
through the
I don't know
middle
if it
of
does
the map.
anything, but I want to try it.
Vegas Legion, Asim's here to meet him. First blood for Boston again. They've been consistent with the man advantages. It has been spicy after the fact, though.
Let's see if we can have another
Wait,
spicy
does Ante play
round.
next? Damn, today's
Those
going
two
to be some
being-
good day matches.
Thoroughly entertaining. Give me a third, please. Slasher locking this one down. Waiting for any sort of push to come through for Vegas Legion. Mid-map pressure was coming in from Purge. He will back down. It's looking like a B hit going to come through. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Try and find the gunfight.
Oh!
Are they going to read it? Oh, Slasher again. Gio just seems to have his number.
Wow.
Ready and waiting for the artillery. Oh, the
Good
cavalry
shots,
to
though.
come
Good
through. I
shots,
should
kid.
say Snoopy is going to find an incredible gunfight over towards Attach. Eventually make this as 2 versus 2. First blood was there for Boston. And now once again, a disadvantageous position.
Ivan's in a good spot
They're
here. This
locking
is
this
a
down.
cheap
This push
spot. I
gonna
think
come
do
through
they
from
know he's Priest is
Just
pre-aiming it like he
inside.
knows he's there. Like,
Priester and Co. Just
Yeah, I
looking
knew
to
he was
try the
there.
first
Wow.
gunfight, they do it.
what the fuck? I wonder how they knew
Smoke
that.
out the rat. And now Gia's going to be able to potentially lock this one down. Good shots on the Priester.
Oh,
Snoopy can't
shit.
find the fight again. Snoopy clutching up for Boston.
Invasion, high rise, invasion,
The
Rio,
lifeline,
invasion.
the savior. We
Wait,
bow
invasion?
down to
Okay,
Snoop
okay.
in these moments. Again, dude, this is just being able to
Invasion,
commentate
I
and
got
just set it
Ravens,
up of
high
like, hey,
rise.
Boston first blood, but does it
Got
really
Optic.
matter? And consistently,
Invasion,
like,
I
not
got
really. I will say, in the
Optic,
actual 2
Rio.
versus 2, though, it was fantastic.
Like,
execution.
looking like an Optic
They
3-1
knew
Travis.
the player was playing the nerd spot under
If they win the first
scaffolding.
map, they 3-0.
waited for the timing,
Probably.
the coordination. I think it was Snoopy that still had the stun. Banks it off the wall, backs the guy on the bridge
think it's
down, and they
3-1 though.
isolate the guy on
Damn,
scaffolding.
I mean,
So
I really
that was
thought
certainly a moment
Gio was
where I
gonna
think
get it back in blood, like, you know what I'm saying? Some back in
communication
blood
completely
shit,
on point there for
but hell
Boston.
nah.
At the same time, though, it was a clear-cut man advantage that they nearly threw away. So again, they just like to make things interesting, but if there's any extra benefit, Snoopy does have the cruise missile. And on a map like this, if you get the bomb planted with the cruise,
Ooh.
it's a
Evan,
guarantee.
what the fuck, Evan? Oh,
And a second for Asim.
here comes Jeske's spot.
Finding
Yes,
them absolutely
okay.
no problem here, Boston. Snoopy now looking to try and find her out as well as this bomb is looking like it is going to go down over towards the B side. Asim can find the first 2 gunfights, not the third. Nero seems a very difficult one at this moment in time. 2 versus 3 for Vegas Legion. It will be a 2 versus 4 if they can convert it. But they'll have to find a defuse and they'll have to find Snoopy. Lingering around the middle of the map. This guy is absolutely
Thank God they
frying,
won
my
first map,
word.
bro, because they are getting
Big round from
literally
Boston,
demoralized
find
right
themselves
now.
with a 2-round
They are
advantage.
getting demoralized.
Looking good.
Oh, hell nah, bro. Poor Dylan, bro.
This man can do no
Fuck.
wrong. Poor attach. That's an MCW. MCW can fry at that range and get the headshot multiplier, but the Rival 9 dominant in a gunfight like that.
This
And of
Mexican
course,
is insane.
you have to be twisted for it. You got to hit the shots, but right now, Snoopy, very clean with it. Cruise missile still in hand if he needs it. The first bloods have been flowing for Boston. They have had the man advantage in every single round played thus far. So again, Karachi, they are thriving. Things look fantastic. They got the clutch when they need to. And now for Vegas, they're running this straight at Snoopy. I don't know if that's the player you want to mess with the first blood, but at least if you get him out of the picture, your odds go up after the fact.
Wow.
And that is a read from Purge. That is the man to take out.
Bro, Evan sprints so
he
much when he
sprints
gets a
like
blood, though. I
Yep.
swear he does it so much, bro. He did it the other day.
Classic.
That's a
Find your way
fucking
over
just
towards it. So
runs it
maybe
down,
only
bro.
expecting one
Sounds
player
Judo.
to be holding it down.
Wait, is
but
number
Priester
5
over
lying?
towards
Like,
the back
or
down
like,
side.
did
He's
he
gonna
see?
need the help
Bro,
for
number
his
5 is lying,
teammates to
bro.
come through and defuse
But
this
Dylan
bomb.
dropped this controller, bro.
Shots
Like,
in,
oh
into a
my,
slasher.
Dylan, brother, what?
He's able to
Like,
not just trade
I
it,
don't
but
mind the
find
play
gunfight
bit, bro.
before he
It's
is able to
25
take his
seconds.
teammate
You
down.
should.
Nero now gonna have to lock it down. He's gonna have to find something. He
Ooh,
does
you're
have
so
some
lucky
help
you
in the
didn't
form
win
of
that
Attach, who's on his way. Seam will fall. Attach from up top. You gotta just stop chasing these players. Maybe a little bit too much. Attach now in a 1v1. Can Priester find it? Time
No
on the
way.
side of the Vegas Legion.
way, no way,
Jumping
no way.
on the defuse.
Oh
Attach,
my God.
You gotta get there. You gotta get there. Is he gonna get
Oh,
there?
shit.
Looks that way. Vegas Legion find the round just.
It's Attach
Two- hey,
at
2 minute
1v1.
ninja,
You know he's got it.
ninja
Was the timing
diffusers
close?
recently, bro. 2
Yes,
minute
but that's
ninjas.
because Attach gets
Way
it
too many ninjas
perfect.
recently.
He hasn't aged today because he doesn't feel stress in these moments. It honestly is ungodly how consistent he is for 1v1s. Like over the course of Call of Duty history, I remember like in Advanced Warfare before I started casting. I think it was Mr. X mentioned how good Attach was in 1v1s. It has been true ever since, and that's a big one there.
What's for dinner? I don't know. It's biscuit. I don't know. I just have no idea. It's biscuit. I haven't thought about it, bro.
Man to kill. Throws his life away after the fact, but again,
something with chicken,
Vegas
maybe
on the board, get a defensive round.
I don't know. It's biscuit. What are you getting? It's biscuit. Maybe you could. Maybe I'll copy whatever you get. What you get? What are you making?
Maybe get away from them just a little bit at 4-1, but 3-2.
Flanking a 4-4 is risky, man. Like it's. He caught the timing though. Caught both timings.
Find more than something. He may well find 2 here if he can get the jump onto a seam.
Good job, discipline. That's good discipline. I like that.
No problem.
That's really good discipline. Not chasing, does not give up the blood. He doesn't even risk giving up the blood.
Hasn't been able to do much for Boston Breach in the last of these 2 rounds. So it's looking like the second one's going to fall, and that's not going to help at all either. Priest taking down Slasher.
This match is too trolly, bro.
Impossible situation of a 1v4. Not gonna happen.
This match is.
I don't even know what was possible in the mini map for Priest to just gun him like that. I think he had to have just gotten like scared by him. I don't think any players lined up. I don't know
Slasher one shot? He killed himself.
Unfortunate moment. Maybe it didn't matter too much because Purge had basically already guaranteed the round.
Wait,
but
Thugs there. What is the bet you have again on this? I forgot the bet you have on that.
He is just sprinting around.
Yo, he just shot
those timings. I mean, he's tried to work those fast flanks before. He's gotten caught a few times, but when it's successful, it is just a guarantee for the round count.
Look at this guy.
All tied up on the Karachi front, 3-3. Maybe a little momentum on Vegas' side.
Okay.
And once again, straight over towards A, dealing with Snoopy again.
Yeah. I suppose if you're Purge, though, you're running through the middle of the map, you get taken down.
Top,
just the first blow for Boston.
He's in a great spot. Literally an amazing spot.
True.
We're vibing. Purge and Cole.
You get info from Priesta here, and then you give Snoop to just make the play. Hopefully he gets a 2-piece. He gets one. At least guarantees one, though, for sure. Here we go. Priesta has to. Oh, Priesta gave it up, bro.
And they're going to find a route through. Snoopy has found himself maybe
Wait,
a
Evans
little
playing
bit
for
more
it though.
passive
Wow, Evans in the
position.
bottom.
Stun check's going to come through though. He'll do well to kill him, but he will be found out. And we'll have to back on down. That bomb is now down 4 versus 4.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's just in like war right now, right? Couple nades landing at his feet. He's got 2 players directly underneath him. Different situation though, by the way. Attach working the flank. So last time all the players for Vegas were isolated over towards red. They do get the first blood, but the flank's coming through. Purge says you got 1. Attach strikes on the flank.
You gotta get 2 on the flank, chat. You gotta get 2. Like you gotta get 2 on the flank.
Run it down. Attach has already done so much playing.
Oh shit.
He's got the setup.
Bro, I'm telling you, like that should be a kill, bro. Respectfully.
The round.
Flawless again from Attach.
It
really does feel like the momentum has swung after those first 4 rounds. Boston feeling confident, but things have changed very, very quickly. A couple of very solid rounds from Vegas Legion as well.
They're just getting blind countered. You know that one thing
of
like
these last 2
you keep doing something.
Which way?
And you go like,
let's
keep doing this.
Huge map in the series.
But the other team is thinking like,
bring it back. Got a great series, but
yo,
if they go 2-0
it didn't work
down,
twice. Or it didn't work this round. It worked that one. It didn't work this round.
Looks like it's
There's no way to do it again.
Towards the B-side. Got to keep an eye out for those nades. They have landed.
That's
kind of
what I assume that's what happened. They double stack B-side right there.
Market though for Boston, setting up inevitably to get some bridge control.
Oh, he got really good timing. Oh my God, Evan.
I haven't seen him.
There's no shot. They're playing off the cruise, and they've already lost the round potentially. Snoopy's gonna be stuck in it. Purge behind enemy lines. You can't find the kill. You got a 4 versus 3.
Next to each other.
You're worried about the Purge in your spawn.
Bro, he was sitting in the middle.
They were next to each other.
Fucking Eric, man. Fucking little.
That is a disaster for Boston Breach, but is it yet?
Moron.
Priester will fall to Purge, but they answer back pretty much immediately. A little bit of fortunate and unfortunate timing with the cruise missile. Smoke down. Push towards the bomb site, coming through an immediate plan. Nero sprinting through the smoke, should be able to deal with the player, doesn't even see him. He's found himself in absolute hell all of a sudden. But a great position to be in nonetheless. Nero trying to survive. Found himself now in a really awkward spot for not just himself, but for Boston as well. If he can continue to survive, how are Boston getting this bomb down? The answer is they're not, but Slasher will deal with him. Bomb now going down.
They get it. Attach ice peeled though, at least catches them for the 2v2. So the main advantage nullified. A little bit of time right now for Vegas to work with. And he might have just found the timing. Attaches underneath. He's got the read on Slasher. And he's got the Gunny 2 and a cruise. Attach has everything he wants. Now he's got to get the round, and it's Geo that delivers it again. Boston cannot execute
Bro,
even when things
this
are
is
good.
Yo,
The clutch
this
factor
fucks the
for
standings,
Vegas,
bro. Like,
much too
who
strong.
is top 4, bro?
I
Who
tell
is
you, I was
top
looking at his
5?
stats
Like,
in the player cam. His
Boston
eyes
beats
were
Rocker,
dialed,
game 5.
ready to go and make that move.
Vegas
on the
might
round.
3-0
Again,
Boston,
We just
like-
saw how Boston used the cruise missile. Absolutely horrible.
Bro, what is
Purge has
going
been
on,
sprinting at you, and he's on defense every round. He finds the timing again. Nobody watching a thing. And I think Vegas might be a little bit better on the execution front. In attach, we trust.
Just silly mistakes creeping out from Boston. They need ironed out pretty shortly because
It's not
honestly,
over, though,
these search
Thug
and
Slayer.
destroys.
You have money
I mean,
line.
I mean, I was
You
about to
gotta
say
keep
they're becoming
composed,
a problem.
bro.
They've been a problem for a while. 5-3 now. Vegas Legion got to be feeling good, and can they use their cruise missile to better effect? Well, you'd almost say absolutely. But when did they choose to invest it? See, has he found an angle, or has he just found an unfortunate moment? Geo will find them. They walk on through. The cruise missile will give the cover and a kill as well. Vegas Legion 4 versus 2. Bomb down. This should be game.
He curved it in through the church double door. It's crazy.
Priest finds one on the purge though. And Soupy with some good shots on the Nero. But you need to find more than that.
And that's a great nade, but there's also no follow-up, right? So a 2v3, you're working for some power positions, but you've gunned these players down. Nearly hopeless. Geo back down, but things right now easy for Vegas.
Snoopy finding some market control. 22 seconds. You need to find some kills very, very quickly. Priester falls.
Wow,
Snoopy
that's good composure, man. I mean, like,
being the talisman for Boston breaching this
Snoopy
map.
was
Can
literally
find anything
taking
here? A
over.
little bit of time in. 1, 2. Attacher surely not going to give him this.
Dylan's not gonna throw this. He's
Got to
too
try and
disciplined.
find something. You're looking for him.
You know not
and
to
he's
try like that, no
nowhere
movies.
to be seen. Attach up top kills the game.
I mean,
Number 2
Snoopy
win
was
for
literally
Vegas
all-starring
Legion.
them. I'm talking like
Cruising
every
in this
situation,
series.
gunfights, on the
So
pinch,
good
making
from
every
Attach
play.
and Co. Punishing Boston every
now
single
they're down
time they
0-2.
possibly could. Kill Snoopy, win the
Why
round,
is
win the game.
this-
Like that's Boston's best map for S&D as well. And as you pointed out for Snoopy, it was either miraculous clutches or it was just a breakdown in every single round. First Blood's effectively null and void. That is a little painful to watch. And I mean, honestly, picturesque of like the mirror images we just got of the cruise missiles, because using them in the exact same situation, it's not a post plant you're looking for. You're using the cruise
12 and
missile to
4,
get the
12
bomb
and 6,
down.
2100,
Boston, they dropped the ball
2300.
instantly because Purge was just flying
are
at
had a
them
really,
on the
really tough
flanks.
game.
Of course, on the side of Vegas,
Yo, don't say
instead
that
the
word,
cruise
bro. Don't
missile
say that
delivers
word.
you not just a
One second,
free
guys.
first
I
blood,
need to do something. Give me a
every
second, please.
second kill
I'll
as
pull up,
well, making the round that much easier.
pull up the
but
Scum
yes,
Watch Party while I'm
attach,
gone. That way
clutch in the
it's not
1v1s,
sitting fucking-
clutches
sitting
in
fucking quiet.
every clutch moment.
What the fuck is it?
Double-digit
Oh,
kills, 12 and 4 performance.
I don't know.
As good as you could ask for. Attach, he has been on
ass
point all year.
Scum got 30K. Ah, shit, I don't even got 20 in general. Okay, okay. This is a king for a
Position where
reason.
they have to.
One second,
reverse
Shot Back.
sweep,
One second. I
or
won't be
they
right
get
back. Give me 1
sent
second,
packing
please. Give me
match.
1 second.
We've talked about it, man. They haven't been good at search.
They've been bad at search.
They
man.
have not been
Pretty
good at
damn
search.
bad.
They are the second worst team statistically in the league at search and destroy.
That's crazy.
You want to know who's
Crazy ass
last?
stat.
Which blows my mind as well.
Who?
Royal Ravens.
Really? I mean, they should have a good search team. Teach, Fellow, Clay, Gwynn.
Boston is now 4-12 in search. The Royal Ravens are 4-13. Chat, we only have 2 giveaways today, so
What
we are
the-
not going to be running one during this series. Yeah, we'll do one during our match, one during the last match.
Makes sense.
Let me guess, you're gonna L us? God, so predictable.
Day 2, greetings from the motherland. Oh, Hector's living his best life, man.
Ooh,
How
I
many
mean,
pounds
that's-
is that? That's a big one.
that's got to be like a nice 7, maybe that might be an 8-pounder. That's like probably 7, 8. That might be 9.
Looks like a heavy
That's a
fucker.
big boy.
If that might be a 9-pounder,
Looks
dude.
like a 9, 10.
That's a big boy.
I was gonna say 12.
That might be a 9er. Caprio at a 10. Are you guys looking forward to go back to a Treyarch game after 4 years of development?
Always excited for Treyarch. Not a single year where I haven't been excited for Treyarch.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. But I'm trying to live in the present. I don't want to get caught up in the typical COD cycle bullshit where I'm already looking forward to the next game. I actually enjoy playing this game. Like, I've been enjoying it, man. Maybe
I
it's because
fuck
it's
with
the
this
first
game.
year I haven't really competed, you know?
I
Maybe-
like playing more than watching though. I will say that.
You like playing more than watching?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, of course.
I would say so. It depends on the match for me. Like, there's certain matches that just aren't great.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the ones that are shit is grueler.
Yeah.
Yes, we do ship to Australia. Thank you. Favorite COD Ghost gun? Either the Remington or, dude, I loved the Tar Meta.
Appreciate you, Dice.
The Bass was
That is
7.
a lot, Dice.
That was only 7? That thing looked like a monster, bro. But yeah, Hector's living his life, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said for my bachelor party, we might have to throw in a fishing day, and Zinni shut that shit down. I'll expose you.
I made a joke about it.
You didn't make a joke.
Hey, listen, man, it's your bachelor. It's your bachelor party.
Yeah.
If you want to go fishing, I will of course go fishing. Do I envision fishing on a bachelor party? No, I can't say I do.
But I will go fishing.
But
if
it's
you
your
want
bachelor,
to.
so if you want to go fishing, we'll go fishing.
You're telling me you wouldn't like 5 hours out on the water somewhere, 90 degrees, light beers being consumed, maybe a couple stogies getting lit up, some fat ladies, catching hogs, dapping up the boys, throwing one of us into the lake. Oh,
I think there's a time and place for that, and I would enjoy that. I just don't know. It's your bachelor party, but I don't know.
Bullshit.
I say we go to Vegas and have a blast for 2 days.
No, man.
2 days. I mean, you're not pitching in a damn dime.
I don't want to go to Vegas.
Nate Shot's paying for it all. Let's fucking go.
Whatever you want to do, man.
I mean, if we go to Mexico, Mexico has some great lakes to fish at. That's where Hector is right now. Look what he's catching. Some absolute fucking hogs.
Yeah, we can. Realistically, we can because my passport isn't fully expired yet. So we got some time.
Sure.
You have to get that ASAP.
Yeah, Monday I'm going to do it. You have to get that ASAP.
Mario with a 5. When is the comeback?
I'm actually upgrading.
Also, my
right
girlfriend Candace says, "What's up to Methods?"
Good one.
Copyright strike incoming. Yeah, okay.
Candace?
Okay, little bro.
Much love from Dienda Distic.
You see my damn boy? What'd you do,
Germany.
Chris?
Loving to watch party. Keep it up. I'll be hanging out.
He
with
just came
Nate
back,
and-
so I left the, I left the king. I have to leave the brother up. You know what I'm saying? Not really my brother, but let's see what crazy DM me. Fuck the crazy DM me. Some funny shit, probably. Oh shit. Okay, wait. I was trying to see this, Jay, because I saw a tweet literally before I got up about a spinning kick. Potentially the knockout of the year. Let's see this.
Under 30 seconds to go. We'll see what Sopai has left.
Sopai's done.
Oh!
Sopai's done.
Oh my god. Holy fucking shit.
You got a QR code. You can scan it, get your tickets, get some sunlight. It's going to
What are
be
you talking
down
about?
in
What
Florida.
is Laszlo
You have
tweeting?
high expectations for the vitamin D. And again, whether you want to watch your favorite team perform well, or if you want to watch some chokes on the main stage, you will have all the options available to you. Just make sure you get the tickets. Even the Challengers event,
Wait, Drew, I don't
just
see it,
got
Twitch,
announced
Drew.
for Miami as
You
well.
just
So
lied. What is wrong
shout
with
out
you,
to
bro?
the Heretics, fantastic organization coming in, getting big things done. I'm very excited. And
Wait, Drew, are you watching the card right now, Jay?
Yep. Just keep rolling in it.
That's a beautiful. Yeah, I mean,
sorry,
it-
son. I was going to throw it out there. But,
it's not even only how beautiful the knee was, Jay. It landed it flush, bro. It landed flush. It landed in the perfect spot to knock someone out like that.
No relevant of that. Over to observation we go.
It couldn't have landed more perfectly than
And
what it
is this
landed
the
like that right
potential
there.
bounce back now for the side of Vegas Legion? It has to be. Out for Vegas Legion, for Boston Preacher. I'm here. I mean, look, Chance, the records don't necessarily fill me full of confidence for Boston, but they have had opportunities. Map number 1 was close enough.
I like
they
that,
had
Jay.
Opportunities to turn rounds into something in the
He
search
lagged
and strive.
out really,
If you're
really
given the
bad 2 rounds in a
opportunity,
row.
map
Like
number 3
really,
can feel
really,
confident
really
that they'll be
bad.
able to take it.
Like something
Well,
that
I
like
mean,
you would do
saw
in
the
ranked.
stats,
Drew.
right? Fantastic.
Or, like
on
I would do in
defense.
ranked
It's a
too.
defensive-heavy map. So
Let me give you an example. It's like chasing it. You know when I'm top heli on high rush, and I like see a guy underground, I just fly out him.
A little bit of action for Vegas.
He did something like that bit on
Split push effectively
Karachi.
coming through. Purge is going to be annoying living inside a Rollins
Something like that.
wall. Maybe be the main action heading over towards
Damn, bro,
B.
Jay. You must love your job, Jay. You must love your fucking job. I'd love my fucking job if that was the case.
1.45.
One of my favorite things to do is talk to you guys about MMA. That shit is the best shit.
And Purge doing an annoying enough job that the B capture is going to be a guarantee, and you still have a little bit of pressure to push up the map, look for some extra kills, and well, Geo, free kill number 1. I would assassinate that guy every single time, but that is reason number 37 while I'm not a pro.
I'd love to hit another 36
good shots, bro.
There's maybe another day, but Geo will fall over towards the laundry side. But yeah, you're very right. That pressure can come in from Vegas Legion. Look at where they're setting up now. Boston Breach gonna have to hold tight here, Chance.
They're doing a pretty good job just to stay alive again. On
these
Asim
won the full-time sub. I thought it was
Snoop. The pressure around A, the opportunities are going to be there. Every death, though, a bit of a dagger, and that is everybody falling one by one, like dominoes. And
he doesn't have
attached
daddy.
0-1 so far in the round.
You really want that kill. Like, it's a humongous kill to open on the map for his teammates.
At least he is only going to be a nuisance. His team a little bit desperate to get out of the spawn. Asim's going to fall, so the floodgates down that B street going to be open. Small window of opportunity.
Okay.
And, I mean, attached. In that moment, Snoopy just doesn't know where to look, and here you go. The A hit could come through.
Preston has to find a way to get involved right there, like
to break something open over towards A. Get shots coming in from Asim.
He chased the guy.
Boston will hold tight again. They will find 3 kills again, but once more, there is one player lingering around. But for how much longer, I'm not too sure. Purge is taking plenty of bullets. Should be dead to rights, and there you go. Boston clear it out. For Vegas Legion, now you're going to try and find a breakthrough. Next couple of kills, super important.
If you're just looking at Snoopy's positioning, right, that is a picturesque example of why it's so difficult to work the flanks, because you are going to get spotted. It does not matter where you go. It is easy to watch the, again, 37 reasons why I'm not a pro and 36 cuts you can watch on this map. Here inside of DVDs, a little bit of damage done, and again,
is your chance the volume too loud?
Things are feeling great, but Priesta Snappy is going to get traded, but right now, just looking at the minimap, it is difficult for Vegas to sort of find that clear-cut opening over towards A. They're getting picked apart on every cross
Austin
from every
has 2
direction.
engagements? Wait, I need to see his arrow. Number 3.
Players coming off spawn.
He's holding
A street.
Slasher, not a bad play.
The seam, and you're not dealing
crazy
with
though.
those
This guy's fucking
down
12.
with the pistol.
That's fucking
Vegas
insane.
Pressure on the map, yes. Execution on A, no. They're struggling to get anything done.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle. You're finding position well, and you may well find an opportunity again. Gotta find this gunfight if your Snoopy has found a lot so far. 10-3 from him. Next couple of gunfights, absolutely crucial. Here we're inside the pot. Here stops the time. Here we go.
You gotta kill Evan here, bro. They cannot let Evan get on that point. You have to let him get on the point with a trophy, too. Oh, Evan Chaldok is his status teammate was there. That's a dog shit play, Evan. Oh! You gotta live. Gio cannot die. Yeah, Gio, no one could have that right there. They get both on once.
But you will need to find just a little bit more. The shots in are good, but if you are Boston, you hold it down. If you're Vegas Legion, you gotta get the Nike zone and get on one and knock it out. Opportunity there for the side of Vegas Legion, but Boston Breach shut the door every time.
Yeah, big plays from B-Dog as well. That 2-piece, make no mistake, might have saved him in the round. The wall bang on point, the follow-up kill. All things considered, though, that small mistake, that window of opening that Vegas actually found did give them an extra tick, an extra little segment, which could potentially go a long way. So not quite a standard round, a slightly better than average there on the side of Vegas. So it's not a lot to work with, but it is absolutely something.
Bro. He does not want to lose this.
Austin gonna have to push
Let's go, Master Crazy. How we doing, little birdie? Crazy scrimmage today, Crazy. I assume, no, right?
Obviously, Trophy's gonna be out and about, so keep it nice.
Evan is Purge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, bro. I keep forgetting that I'm kidding.
Everybody else playing.
Evan is Purge. And if you guys hear me say Evan at any point, I'm talking about Purge. I've just known him for like a really, really long time. I'll try my best to call him Purge.
To have a look, though. Don't want to just give this one away. Snoopy's been really good here for Boston Breach. Had a really shaky start to map number 1. We're sitting at 1-7, turned it around. Obviously, they weren't able to get the done. Same can be said over towards the second map. Was really the shining light for Boston in what has been a dark series so far, though.
I predicted Boston. I predicted Boston, I predicted Optic, and I predicted LAG.
Vegas Legion also on their way. Keep an eye on Snoopy, though. He could be the one to maybe break coming on through to find a flank. Or does he just hightail it over towards the A side?
I wonder what Seattle do if they lose to LAG today.
Snoopy will find 2. Purge is to answer back.
Like if they lose bad.
It's going to go Boston's way, but not if Purge has something to say about it. Slasher behind enemy lines, but good clear up from Legion.
Yeah, Vegas actually just did a fantastic job of basically ignoring Slasher. Don't deal with the treehouse push. Just go through like DVD, just sprint straight at him, make him ineffectual, and yeah, Slasher can't get anything done, and now you're dealing with the spawn trap. Purge lighting up the kill feed as well. He's got the cruise missile. And it was a slightly
It's
better
a bad situation now because you can't really hit B Street. You lose the next wave, it's over.
If you can shut down those
If
zones,
you streak
that
here, like
might
this
be,
round is
honestly, the game in a moment like this.
By so many picks.
Pressure on Boston to respond, and if you're in a situation where you're roaming towards,
I really do wonder what they do, Chris.
Like
No, like I genuinely do, bro.
Ideal.
They're in a weird, hard spot to win.
In their spawn.
The shots from Purge making me do my best Owl impressions over here, over towards the B side. Fantastic work to break it open. It was him who found 3 kills and then put Boston into this blender.
Number 5 has to pick.
We can find a run through the middle of the map potentially. Attached now will be there to lock it down, but he is going to get taken down. You need to get a touch of your Boston within the next 3 seconds. Got to jump and you got to go now. They get it. But is the damage maybe already done? Looks like B is going to be secured. So if you're Vegas Legion, well, okay, you've done a really good job throughout the majority, but you'd be
only time what's all right.
That you managed to lose that, considering where you had Boston, who have given themselves a lifeline.
And you just had Purge in a spot where he could have made the big play, but also sort of got neutralized over by the tractor, couldn't find a kill, and the timing does not go his way. Nice wall bangs there from Nero, but more or less back to square one. 44 seconds, so not a ton of time to work with, and Nero getting damaged before he falls as well. Again, with only less than 40 seconds on the clock, time is of the essence. The more Vegas slow them down, the better.
And their surge got so bad too. That was like their like main highlight they had before. Bro, I hate when the stream lags, bro. Like, why are they doing this? Who is streaming, bro? What kind of internet they got? They might have the worst shit, bro.
Pushed out over towards Bridge and attached, decent damage, but players alive and side of Cafe. Boston, this is your one good chance. A bunch of players grouped up right next to the zone.
I agree with you, Travis. I think they gotta drop 2 people.
Here we go. Gets gunned. Attach some really good centering coming on through. Will help find the 3rd, and that will be the round. A better hold from the side of Vegas Legion. Made Boston really work for it, but for Boston, at least you did get a hold of B. It wasn't looking like you were going to at any stage during that round. Page tried to shut that down, was able to slow it down. But Vegas Legion, good defensive hold. It is a tick advantage towards them after 2 attacking rounds.
Yeah, I mean, this is the invasion.
Did anybody catch Dune 2, by the way? I heard like all the reviews I see on Twitter is literally like, yo, this shit is gone like
Vegas,
best movie of the year.
Again, big opportunity to demoralize and
I saw names. I think the name is tweeted out. I'm like fucking hooked on this movie.
Just a little bit. Great news. Purge still has that cruise missile. And you might be able to create a window of opportunity on the attacking rounds to use the cruise if you'd want to. Maybe better to play a little bit safe and keep it for the defensive rounds just in case. But you see the idea from Purge. Might be late to the round, trying to pick up an extra flanker and make that bolt over towards that A zone. Meanwhile, his team focused on B. Just a single cap right now for the moment, so it's going to be slow. But still playing for kills. No one's died yet. 15 seconds in the round, and Slasher and Priesta finally able to get those first few kills. That play that Purge was trying to make down A Street, you had Priesta just more patient.
Big gunfight actually going to go on over towards A Street. Priesta now going to try and put a Vegas Legion up before they can even get out their spawn. Will get dealt with. Good shots coming.
I saw like Haggy say though, or like I saw someone say on the flank, like dropping Illy was the worst mistake ever in CDL history.
From Vegas Legion so far, one play's going to come through.
Why are they role playing like Illy got dropped? Like, bro, they obviously didn't drop Illy.
Unless it's an absolute miracle play going to come through from Boston.
I haven't watched Dune. Thermo, that's what I'm asking. Thermo, like, has anyone seen it? And how good was it? Like 1 to 10. Don't spoil though, Thermo. Be a real one. Be a real one.
We do have one player behind in his team who's going to slow things down here. Vegas Legion still have to dot their I's, cross their T's if they want to make a push over towards A side.
Purge, yeah, is going to fit. Finally got the trade. Took a little extra time to get it, but waiting for the angle to get lined up for him. But this is for Vegas. Again, they have the cruise missile. If you manage to find that small window of opportunity, if you get in that A zone, the cruise missile could be devastating. For the moment, though, it's looking like they're going to struggle to set it up. Attached last man standing on the mat does not stand for long. Right back to square one.
9?
In your spawn and working through the B Street. Boston keeping pressure up on defense.
Is there a movie you could compare it to, Thermo, that is in Marvel?
Vegas again, a long way to go. Minute 20 seconds. 2 good pushes to work.
Like in regards of how much you enjoyed it.
Can Boston keep themselves alive in the middle of the map? Sometimes it is just about playing your life, slowing them down. Gio going the long way about it. Pre-step there to clean up. Can find the second as well. Got a lot of help with both those gunfights, and he didn't need any for that one, but isn't able to make those bullets land again. Boston Breach just seem to find flurry of kills when they really do need it. Looking pretty grim.
You can all Boston have to do is make sure they do not give up any more takes on it. Like 0 takes on
all
it.
of a sudden you can see Nero has found a gap through the defense. Next couple of gunfights are massive. Nero not just finds a gap, he finds 2 alongside of it. Slasher needs to find more than 1 here, realistically. Vegas Legion will find their way in towards A. Remember, they have that cruise missile. There's potential
they're
in
gonna
this
get 3-0,
push.
guys. They might get 3-0,
on the point
guys.
as well.
This is
So
a bad
Boston already
situation.
feeling the heat. Slasher's
Number 7
gonna
dies, though, so
fly.
now
Priest
it's
gets
not
that
bad.
blood.
Now it's not bad.
Slasher does not die. Has
The problem is
gunny
getting that
with the
tick, bro.
pistol.
Now
It's
they gotta
enough
get
for the trades.
They gotta get
Still a tick is
they
coming
gotta have to
through,
win
but that
this
is a big gunfight win by Slasher. A little late to the play, but he executes on his
You don't
job.
remember
Attach
what,
gets sniffed
Thermo?
out as
Yo.
well. All things considered, though, for Vegas, I mean, on the tick front, it's great. You're up 8-3. You now have a massive advantage in this game. 22 seconds left. Round's not done yet, but I think with those kills from Asim and Snoopy, that should be good enough for Boston to win the round. But there's the battle, and then there's the war. The bigger picture right now for Vegas, they are looking good so far on Invasion Control.
It's very classic Invasion Control, isn't it? A couple of potential opportunities for these attacking
Can't
teams.
give out these streaks, bro.
It has been
Evan is also
difficult
front.
to find a road
He
through,
wasn't
but those
talking
ticks
about
are going to make a
ASIM,
difference.
bro.
You feel our 5th round is, well, it's feeling like
Kills are gonna matter, Craze. Kills are gonna matter, Craze.
Maybe try and find something here. on your
If it
defensive
ties,
side.
if it
Of course,
ties.
it's Boston now with the lead. Boston.
I don't think it'll tie, though. There's no way they get 2 ticks. Their fucking offense looked horrible, bro. They could have got a little spawn shot the last time they played offense. That's when they were on offense.
Under offer, but I think the equalizer, the only difference between these two teams here in this round is the fact that Purge does have that cruise missile if they need it. But realistically, those ticks over towards their attacking rounds have put them in a really, really good position, albeit behind, and it is going to be an hit coming in through the side of Boston Bridge pretty much off the rip here. Going to try and get something going almost immediately. Trophy out into the point you go. Slasher can answer back, and the kill that came through from Nero, but attached Geo making it work.
He's got to make an individual god play.
The other side of the coin. Happen over towards A. I say that though, Snoopy will find 2 and keep it going.
Oh shit!
He doesn't have a trophy though. Sun's gonna hit him. That nade is gonna miss actually, so doesn't
He's gonna get the skill.
It's only a 1v1 gunfight for Snoopy to win, but he cannot get it done. Hero, maybe the hero in that moment for the 1v1 gunfight.
You cannot die to him.
It's a little bit safer than they
the
needed
spawn
to
trap
be. But
is,
Boston
they have
still the pressure over towards A, so like a guy like Attach right now
posted
posted up L-triggered on this B zone. But maybe just a 1v2 gunfight. Number 8's having the turn because Priest is getting the kills. And number 3 and number 7, it's Slasher versus Nero in the kill feed. And Slasher's going to lose it, and so does everybody else on Boston. Snoopy, the hero of the search and destroy, finds the timing again to get behind enemy lines.
Crazy, bro.
And what does he decide to do with this play? On the zone, he goes after he gets the kill. And so for Vegas, they are so far out of the picture. Snoopy, again, it's 1v1 gunfights that if he can pull these off, the opportunity is there. Tommy's not going to go his way. There's the trade from
Evan's not de-ticking, though.
Staying ahead of the game on defense. Making sure no funny business is rolling through.
Boston have to be careful here, though. For all they have made
this isn't
going
to be a good situation, guys. That second tick, they could end up tying her, Crazy, low key.
Really have a lot going on over towards B. The lives are not in your favor either.
This might be a tie, bro.
Can they
Evans got to get there. He didn't de-tick. Evans got to get there. He's
got
to get there now. The second tick comes in. Oh
really
shit, they might tie.
More progress coming on through, but Vegas Legion, you need to hold this down, and they are still having success at B, but they are having no success over towards A. This is gonna go. Priestess locked it down.
He got off streaks.
Yo,
they might lose this round.
Vegas Legion, have they crumbled at the wrong time?
You streak here, bro, streak here. Streak here, get mob control. You got to streak, Evan.
Right?
Oh, he's in the mix. He can't streak.
He's in the mix. Up on defense, but Boston have done the hard work, right? They've done the more difficult
Snoopy cannot die. Snoopy can't die without getting a kill.
Fresh on the
He's got to get a kill.
Well. 14 is plenty to work with, and you get pressure up the map, and Snoopy's finding the kills. This is Operation Stay Alive right now. If you get a 3-man down, yes, you stack the point, and well, that's not going to be quite the moment. 2 on it for the second. You got to watch these flanks.
Yeah, you can't die there. You got to hug the wall, Twino.
Down Slasher, and is that now the opportunity for Vegas Legion to pounce? 55 seconds remaining. Lives truly in the...
I mean, number 5 has to scam. Dylan has to scam. He has to literally lag out.
Everything just comes to a stop.
Dylan's controller has to literally die mid gunfight.
Think in Vegas Legion. Shots come through from
gunfight, no trade though.
Snoopy. Asim can't get out after that kill into Geo as well.
Didn't scam. They lost.
And everybody else has done a fantastic job over on the other side of the map, and all of a sudden this push in over towards the B side. Starting to look good.
Oh Lord, this might go game 5, Thugslayer. You're alive, Thugslayer. You are fucking alive, my brother. You are fucking alive. I'm telling you, bro. It's never chalk, bro.
Being annoying, slowing him down. Is that going to be enough to help Snoopy? Feeling the pressure, going to back off the zone. 30 seconds left.
How is this winnable?
You don't have a lot of time to play with for Boston. They're waiting for the reinforcements to roll through. Priesta electing to go on the
Wait,
flank
Priesta's
as
flanking.
well. Nero shuts it
Priesta
down.
flanked?
Snoopy up top. He's 1 HP. Boston are
Priesta
struggling to
flanked?
get this done.
Oh, it's been so tough. It's been
What
looking
the
so
fuck?
likely, but Slasher's the only one who can find a kill, and he gets punched to death from a touch. Vegas Legion looking like they're going to hold on. One more opportunity for Boston Breach. Priesta needs to find a route through. The stun comes through, so does the utility. 7 seconds, gotta get a touch.
Priesta
first
flanked?
to Snoopy, and this might just be the dagger as Nero gets the cut over from dark side. It's one play
Bro,
left.
Priesta
Dealt with
flanked?
Round number 5, we eventually go. Oh, that got stressful for Legion for just a second, but they managed to hold on.
No, guys, the
Hey,
game.
this
How's
is
the
like
game
a
should have been
big
over, bro.
W,
It was
small
only
W kind of moment
Purge
for
and
these
Treehouse.
teams. Maybe the good news for Boston, Purge did have to invest that cruise missile, so that massive piece of utility no longer on the table. That is a small W for Boston, but for Vegas, that's just a hard commitment. They never like fully committed to defending A. They'd consistently send one player back, maybe two, to try to get him off the zone. And I mean, as you pointed out, Ton, just the chipping away effect that Boston had is good enough for one zone. But because Vegas never overcommitted, they always had players over, pushed up towards B, over by Square, over by Tractor, getting these cutoff kills. Still able to ice up. So big moments for Vegas, and Nero having a great game as well. Him and Purge right next to each other in the kills column, and another split push right now for Boston. Kills going their way. Trade back and forth, but
crazy.
the
Vito
zone
Rio.
not looking very open.
Boston
Priest
Vito
is
Rio.
gonna fall, and we go back to the old
Wait,
standard.
didn't they? Pretty sure Boston Vito Rio, bro.
Slow and attached, doesn't want to give it away.
Let's say Vito
and
Rio
it's
S&D.
not
Maybe the
gonna
Vito
make
Rio
it easy.
S&D.
Finds the extra kills, and now for Boston, again, you might just be stuck in your spawn.
Yeah, Vegas Legion very much concentrating on a few more members towards that A side.
They're about to get embarrassed.
When things do get up and running, but now
Thank
all
God
of a sudden
Ace
everyone's over
Ace
towards B. and
Ace
they
lost
are
that gunfight.
forcing Boston
Literally
Breach back. Close one's
zero
gonna
chance of
start
winning the
coming
round.
through. Attach needs to try and hold it, but if he does, it could be massive for Vegas Legion. 2-0 up in this series on defensive side. When it comes down to invasion, is everything you could possibly want. Good shots coming through from Nero, but not quite good enough to finish it off. And it looks as if Boston Breach are going to find a little route through here. Seems going to find a way onto the point. The kills starting to fall their way. But falling their way as they're backing up towards their spawn. For all Vegas Legion,
They either
lose those
vetoed an
gunfights,
insertion
not
or
the end of the
hardpoint. Grace, I'm pretty.
Well,
Might have been.
I'm calling
maybe
cruise
something.
missile squad. Yeah, absolutely. They're
I
going
thought
to
it
be
was,
stacking the
maybe
point.
they vetoed an
Everybody's
insertion,
going to have
triple.
to scatter. 42 seconds left on the game clock for the moment, but the time is going to tick down. You might not get a kill, but you got a double flank rolling through for Boston. Can you even read this in the moment? They just have pressure all over the map. Purge wins the gunfight, not just one, but two on the flank. Last player standing for Boston on the zone. Priest and Slasher for the moment are delivering, but the pressure is still very much on.
Oh,
They're
Slasher's
kind of
just done
tweaking though.
such a good job.
They're kind of tweaking
That
though.
first gunfight was massive, and he finds it.
And next year's Optic
Alongside of
Carolina.
it, you get that extra time to get yourself over towards this A
But
side.
Pred
Try
has
to
never
find some
been in
kills, but it's only
TJ.
a Seam
That's
who
all
can
I'm.
do
That's all I'm
so.
saying, Grace.
We stay here with a bit of map control. The only thing is for Vegas Legion here, you have been forced back, but that's a big kill from Nero. To lock it down over towards that side, but he's only alive momentarily. Priester finds it, so mid-map control still being fought over. Pushing and pulling between each other. Purge might be in trouble here, and all of a sudden there's an
bro,
opportunity
this
now for
is
Boston.
looking
If
like
they
a
can get
movie
across the road,
situation
you
right
have
now.
to
Number
lock it down
7
if
loses
you
that
do. You
gunfight.
need to
Number
find
7, let him get through, bro.
absolutely nothing.
Number
Boston
7 is
have a way
chasing
through.
it,
They're
bro. You
inside
better
of it.
win that gunfight fast. You gotta
Only
go,
one
baby.
body, though, right? They're still playing for the cutoff kills. Priesta wasn't able to make it over, and Nero wins another gunfight in these clutch moments. Holding the cross, it's only
Oh,
good
he got
enough
the
for
gunfight.
damage.
Good job,
The man
Evan.
inside
Good
the
job,
zone is gonna
Evan.
fall. Boston get wiped out, and the one moment they might have had gets stuffed. They got to recollect, and I mean, give it the old college try, but Vegas have been clean on defense. 42 seconds left of game clock.
That felt like a moment in this series that really could define it. Or a Boston
you gotta
Breach
peek, Evan.
gonna make something of this push. Slasher is able to find one. The flank's starting to come through. Dealt with by Purge, who is just chilling out right now if he can. Geo on the point. Boston poised to try and find something, but Geo just ain't missing right now. Boston get cleared again.
It's over, right?
Priester the only one over towards the backside. Slasher will find one on the other after respawn. You gotta get rid of Priester here. If you're Vegas Legion, but if you're Priester, you've got to find something. And then everything else, you are the only one who can be anywhere near to try and find a push. He's going to find one kill. Going to try and hold his angle if he can, but Purge might just have stuck the final dagger in. Vegas Legion, can you hold it? Boston, you got to get the touch. No chance at
Where is
all.
Chavo?
Vegas Legion clutch up.
Oh my God, Nero's throwing up the 3-0.
Convincing.
Nero is throwing up the 3-0 against Asim.
Vegas Legion.
Oh my God.
Very
Nero is throwing them the 3-0.
Towards the end as well from Legion, but they will be feeling good about that. Boston had your chances, did not take them.
And who doesn't love a good old defensive shootout on Invasion? What might have been the longest control game of the year. Vegas on point. The number of clutch gunfights, by the way,
Vegas
that Nero
Legion
had in
3-0
that game alone, pretty outstanding, in all honesty. And Purge was right there with them in the slaying category.
Evan 35 and 25, almost 6K. Nero 6,200.
Missile at one point, able to really stack the odds in your favor. And really not too much to say about the stats on Boston. You just got dished out extra offensive rounds. There's only so much that you can do, but in a battle between these two teams with so much on the line, it is Vegas that come out on top. They might very well have just guaranteed themselves winner's bracket going into the new major. And of course, they still have plenty of matches left to play in this stage. So chat. Points they just got. They've now bumped themselves up. They're in the top 8 range. They're
look at Jarrell, bro.
Of the bubble.
Yo, that's exactly what I imagined Jarrell look like, bro. No bullshit.
Early matches, but didn't matter towards the end.
Did not matter at all. 3-0 for Vegas Legion. Got to be feeling good. Wonder what the desk are thinking of Boston at this stage, though.
Jarrell. Oh boy, what I say? Ooh, we Jarrell.
A sniper rifle. It's been a minute since we've seen that. Congratulations to Vegas Legion. Nero at the end, though, showcasing some swagger. I feel like there is a change in the tide in the Vegas camp right now, and it all started here in the Major 2 qualifiers with a young guy doing some of the objective roles, Nameless.
Listen, man, this team, they're so exciting to watch. I mean, they were down and out in that map 1, and it comes down to a crazy play. We got to show some love to Purge. He's having a tough one, but he calls game, goes crazy at the end of that first hard point. And
can you pause that? Walk me through it live. I picked it out. It's our scuff play of the game. End of game number 1. It's the hard point. Nameless. Ali didn't think this was a big deal. Explain why it's so
crucial. This was massive. So, this is the end of the game. They have full control,
full hold of this much. It's just so tough to shoot through that pillar, bro.
He finds a kill on the hill, shimmies on the pillar, and absolutely guns a player up top AC. If he doesn't get those kills, this game is over with. There was nobody on Legion close to P1. He has to get that 2-piece. He does it, and then he stays alive. The rest of the entire game gets over with the transition towards red, stays alive, forcing them to all funnel through Cab Alley and back hop wall. They end up closing that game out, and with that momentum, they go into that search and destroy. Even though they go down, it's still Purge making huge plays in S&D as well.
Do you think Boston is particularly, I guess, sensitive to situations like that? Are they emotional players? Would a loss like that get in their heads?
No, absolutely not. I think for Boston Breach, you forget there's some world champions on that roster who have been in these situations before. They just had a really slow start in that map number 1. They came back a little bit during the second rotation, but like we just broke down the play of the game. They lost that final rotation over to the P2 side. They sent no bodies over there. They were committed on trying to win on P1, and unfortunately,
you'd have to have
didn't go their way.
At least not this stage.
Today, and he joins us live. It's our monster winner spotlight.
Oh, we're gonna have an interview with you because this fucking dog.
Maven, Merc, everyone was losing
this
their minds.
Fucking
what
dog.
Is your job on the team right now, and where do you feel you were most clutch in today's match?
I think my job on the team really is I'm kind of the in-game leader. Me and Dylan attached, we kind of bounce off each other. So we try to keep everything under our control. We know that the game's flowing, try to communicate to our teammates what we need to pick up, what they need to pick up. And I don't mind getting in the hill. I don't mind doing the dirty work. My teammates are gross, so we keep winning. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Purge, congratulations on the win. As we head into kind of the middle of Major 2 quals right now, where is Vegas Legion standing as, what are you guys most confident in, and what are you working on moving forward as we get closer to Major 2?
I think our control and S&D has definitely been improving. We've been focusing on that in practice. I think our hard point's also very good. I think we just have some inconsistencies that we just got to work on, and we're probably gonna focus on that going forward.
Sure.
What was the biggest difference in your guys' gameplay as a team when you switched over to a sub? Like, how's that transition been for you?
Honestly, I never used a sub before this transition, so it was a little difficult at first, but honestly, I think it's paying off. I think I can make a lot of plays. I think I'm way more comfortable, way more fast on the sub. I think I was making a lot of not very good plays on the AR, so I think it's working out so far.
Definitely in that game.
My dog.
Yeah, he was frying. I want to ask you the dynamic between you and Nero. Nero obviously plays at a really high pace. How does that work between you two? What are your guys' discussions like after series?
I let DK, that's what we call him, Dylan, I let him do what he's got to do. He's insane. He's one of the best players in the league by far. I try to just call out for him, let him know what he needs to do. I just let him go kill stuff. I'll get in the hill for him. And also shout out Mama Nero, her birthday today.
Shout out Mama Nero. Happy birthday. Purge, final question for you. We've seen the Challengers Elite going down. We've watched matches happening that are going down on Wednesday and Thursday. Which teams, which players should we look out for? I know you used to beat up on these kids last year.
And Challengers.
There's a lot of good players. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Yeez just because we won Challenger champs last year. He's been grinding the Challengers, never got his shot. He's a good player, and I hope he gets his chance one day.
I love that call. Thank you so much, and congrats on your 3rd win here in Stage 2.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Vegas Legion, for now, is currently in the 4th seed.
Ask
Atlanta
him about
still
the
has
cut.
a chance to win their 4th
Yeah,
matchup.
is that Jerose in the chat? Yes, sir, chat. One of the youngest up-and-coming players is in the chat right now. Yes. Oh, my bad.
And of course, Gamer G is taking us down south. Where are we headed next, Allie?
We're heading to Miami, and Miami Heretics are hosting Major 2 tournament. Make sure you scan the QR code and get your tickets now. We have been sold out for most of our majors, so make sure you get them early.
Texas, Carolina, coming up when we return. This is the Call of Duty League.
Jerome, bro, you not saying, bro, like, you not saying, bro, like, oh my God, what's going on, Jammer? How we doing, Jammer? Yeah. Girl, who bought you that chain, boy? You better tuck it if you see Thermo, boy. You better tuck that chain, bro. Thermo about to snag it, boy.
Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
All right, chat. Let's end the prediction. I mean, let's switch the title. Yo, did the volume just cut out? What the fuck happened? Oh, okay. Yo, bro, like, his production is horrible today, boy. No music, nothing. He says the sound of my voice. Do I sound white? Do I sound Mexican? Let me look up the stats. I want to see if they were like, what was the word? Stats from the series. Shout out to Breaking Point, man, for these brothers always cooking some shit. Let's close out Jerome's pick. 1.16 for Dylan. Evan with a 1.0. Yes, sir, Evan. 1.0 finally, boy. Yo, Mason was getting back shots. He was giving... Yo! The fuck? 12k damage for 0.84. What the hell? No team shots maybe or something? I don't even know. Yeah, he had a tough series, bro. I'm impressed in that. Snoop was frying. Snoop most damage on the team. They just gotta close out those rounds and search, and then in the hard point, they can't lose a game like that, bro. They can't get two-pieced off P1, especially playing it where it's so tight. Boston got optic. Damn. Boston got optic and face. They might need to make another change. God damn. I don't know what they do though. Like, let me see. Actually, it looks crazy. We should have had a schedule while I was waiting here and doing nothing. They play optic Friday first match. Yo, tomorrow's gonna be a banger. Yo, tomorrow is a banger. Yo, tomorrow is fucking gonna be some good ass matches, bruh. Yo, Thieves got Rocker, then they got FaZe, and then they got Vegas, yo. Who else they got? LAG, they can never beat LAG. Toronto, yo. Yo, Thieves might not win another match. How does everyone tell me this intro's not cold? This intro is cold as fuck.
The party's just getting started here in the CDL studio. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Puckett alongside Alley Cat and Nameless, and we're about to see a rivalry. Clayster against Optic. Carolina taking on the Green Wall. Let's start here with Optic, a squad that is 3-0, but their wins haven't been clean. They did get a 3 over LAT, a 3-1 over LAG, but that matchup against Rocker, they got exposed for the early part of that match.
Yeah, they had a really, really slow start versus the Minnesota Rocker. I mean, it was over an 100-point loss in that map number 1. The search and destroy was a bit closer, but again, I think it's more impressive that they were able to take that round 5 in that Karachi. I mean, Shotzi had an insane
James,
map.
How's our little brother Drone looking? James, is our little brother looking good or what's up, bro?
So, if anything, this smells good things for the Green Wall, that their team's mentality and they're able to not back down or give up in the middle series even when they're down 0-2.
Yeah, you know, I think for Optic Texas from stage 1 to 2, you know, we talked about in the pre-show, they had some clear objectives that they wanted to improve in this one. It was like fixing our man situations in search and destroy, which they have done. When they get bombed down, make sure they're able to close out those rounds. They have done that. They've won 2 straight S&Ds, then also improving in control. A deeper map pool now. They've won in Invasion and Karachi. So Optic have accomplished some good goals. This is a true test, though, as well, because Carolina has been good at HP, but they're going up against Optic. Strong hardpoint analytics, 23.9 points per 60 seconds, ranked second in the league. They're basically top 3 in every single HP metric that we have.
15 points per break chance. That's a pretty cool stat. Shout out to Easy Mac and the crew from Breaking Point behind the scenes.
The highest attack win rate.
You're the favorite coming in, though, right? Everyone in the chat is expecting you to take down the Royal Ravens. Where are you vulnerable, if at all?
You're definitely vulnerable in the search and destroys. You're an extremely strong respawn team right now, and you've been showing some good looks when it comes to search and destroy.
Shotzi got a cut. This is 3-0.
Incredibly deep, and when it comes to the
Shotzi just got a cut. I see the fade. Fresh fade right there. Y'all can see it if y'all get cuts.
So there's opportunity for Carolina Royal Ravens in this series.
This might be a 3-0.
In those map 1s, once again, Chris touched on the fact there was a lot of 3-1 losses, a reverse sweep versus Minnesota Rocker. They are not showing up in these first hard points.
All right, start off strong. Might be the key here for Optic. Against Carolina, it's not always easy, especially if Gwyn gets going bright and early. The rookie making his name heard around the league with his SMG play, but I felt like this guy coming in changed the game for the Royal Ravens. Foe has upped their comms, and with those call-outs, they're starting to frag out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all these individuals, like, they have their moments on this team. Gwyn more than others. I mean, he's the young guy who's just taken over, and, you know, their hardpoint, I think they're, you know, top 4 hardpoint, top 5 hardpoint team in the league. Like, if you omit Invasion, they're 9-4 in the remaining map pool. Yeah. Some great metrics there. One of the best at breaking. Like, this Ravens team can be disgusting. Or can they get good at search and destroy, though? Like, they don't get bombs down, and when they do, they don't win the round. They don't get first bloods, and when they do, they don't win the round.
How can you tell he's
well.
Walden?
So it's like fundamental S&D.
I thought that was like
better, and I feel like that's so confusing to say. When you look at this roster, TJ Alley and Clayster should be much better at that game mode.
Yeah, they should be much better search and destroy. When it comes to Monster Energy pregame, that's going to be their biggest weakness in this series, and a team in Optic Texas that's been slowly getting better at that game mode and already strong in respawn.
I don't think that's a 4-day cut. That looked like a Wednesday cut, Jay. Wednesday cut. Is that 4 days?
They're not doing
3 days.
anything
That's
with
3
them.
days.
They're bottom in the league right now. So, and
Thursday,
also
Friday.
they're terrible in Invasion, even though they have good hard points.
I guess that is
they
4 days.
actually have a really deep
Damn,
map
Jay knows
pool.
his cuts,
The problem, though, is they cannot
it's like you used to be a barber or something.
Texas because they are disgusting.
I was trolling.
Yeah,
you lied.
Allow a map like Invasion.
You lied out your ass, boy.
Okay, I can't wait for these maps and modes. Let's take a look and let me know, do we get to that second search and destroy for Carolina's least favorite map?
Carolina gotta win map 1. They gotta win map 1. They gotta win map 1.
I'm actually surprised Rio did actually make it into the series, so that's kind of a head-to-head battle between both these teams, as instead they got rid of Skid Row. I think that map number 2 is going to be the big teller for the rest of the series.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like it's a crapshoot. It's tough. Like Invasion, Carolina's 0-6 on that map, so game 2 is extremely important because we get to Rio. You gotta favor Optic's chances there. So I mean, this is a bit of a weird series. You're gonna need a miracle if you're Carolina. It's a bad matchup for sure.
And I think Alley Cat may need a miracle to catch up with our predictions. Let's get them in. Pick'ems. I'm gonna be opening things up here. Optic has 2 invasions in the first 3 maps.
Shorty 50 and 30. She don't know COD.
Optic Texas.
A 3-0 is crazy. I am actually trying to catch up and taking a little bit of a hot take here. I'm going to go with the Carolina Royal Ravens.
Oh, shoot. Royal Ravens. Wow. Carolina, the control room is applauding back there. All right, where are we going?
I'm going Texas 3-1.
3-1 Optic and the fans.
And what away, Jay?
Yeah, turning green. There you have it. We are locked in. It's time to send it over for a fight in the sand with Maven, the biggest Dune fan.
Hey, it was awesome. Dune 2 was fantastic. I'm going to try not to use many references. We're going to focus on the match. But, you know, you heard them talk about the fact that, you know, the hardpoint's been great for Ravens. But, you know, you're 0-6 on Invasion. Why is Invasion map 1? But, like, Optic's going to ban Karachi, which they're good on. Yep. Rio, their only other map they're good at is going to make it in because they have to ban Skid Row to counteract that. So, like,
come on, Pesos.
Rio.
Oh,
Optic are better.
You mean
so
she don't know COD?
That's your other like hardpoint you play.
Yeah, I mean sub base is there. They just don't have to play it versus Texas, right? So that's just it. I mean Carolina, early success for them in hardpoint was through that sub base, but they opt to go for invasion, maybe trying to improve on it. But yeah, 0-6 on the year on this map number 1. It's not good, but. Hey, this is what this Optic matchup does to a lot of teams.
Oh, no.
Exactly. I think that's a good
What the hell does Gwyn got on his head?
That's a very good respawn team. It makes it difficult. You're not going to get the cherry.
I can't tell if they did him dirty or they did him nice.
Even get a lot of favorable sets across this, but
I think
we'll see.
I think it's nice, right?
Now, one thing to note, though, even though they're 0-6, the one advantage maybe I saw when I was just looking through some of the stats.
I can't guess because they're going to tweet out selfies like somebody else.
Where we've kind of gotten off a little bit of slow starts.
Nah, Optic's laughing. This might be a 3-0. Yo, Kenny's dying. Kenny is fucking dying. Nah, it's 3-0.
You're 2-1 on your map 1s. You've come out
Chalk
with a little
up
bit of passion.
I was gassing it up.
Never going to lack passion. Maybe you catch Optic with another flat start. You can come out and strike first on invasion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a good goal. Maybe the real hardpoint's getting a little bit better, Carolina. I honestly, these last couple of weeks, like after Major 1, there really hasn't been a team outside of, I don't know, Toronto that's really dominating. Optic have had really close matches.
Probably.
Yeah, but even they've been to, you know, some game 5s.
True.
You know, Carolina sent them there. They just had one with FaZe.
Good point.
You know, for this Optic team, they've had some close games. FaZe yesterday's had some close games. So I'm just, again, just curious to see how this goes. But taking a look at hardpoint for both of these squads, it is a close one.
Yeah, no, it certainly is. We're looking at Major 2.
It's a close one. Okay, we're going to see right here. We're going to see right here how close it is.
Carolina, you know, a team that I don't want to say you desperately need a win here because you're 1-2.
Yo,
you could go to 1-3 with this, but you get to the sort of the soft part
of
your schedule after this, right? You know, we showed it earlier in the broadcast. You'll have
why does Gwyn look so mad, baby? You're about to play COD for money. Lock in.
Here and you've got 3 ones that.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had TJ's Jordan growing up. No bullshit, the exact same one. I think every Mexican did. Every Mexican.
Yeah, it looks a little different right now.
They would love to be 2-2. Yeah, 100%. And then on the other side for Optic, you're 3-1. You're trying, or 3-0. You're trying to, you know, stay undefeated, trying to catch up to New York into Ultra, obviously there. So yeah, there's a lot at stake here.
Does Gwyn look like the guy from Toy Story? The guy with the black shirt that was
some of the interviews, whether it's like, you know, you have a tough map here and then we're working on improving in this. Maybe so Dashy talking about the Karachi, or you know, Kenny wasn't feeling well. They're talking about the slow starts and what they're trying to work on. Like I think you've been, when they've been interviewed, where you heard them talking on stream sometimes, like they know they haven't been great. Like they haven't been this lights out team, even though they're 3-0. I kind of want to see them come out with some fire. Just honestly shit on a team 3-0 and just come out and show what you're capable of. Because we haven't seen a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm sure the Green Wall would love to make a statement like that. But yeah, we'll see if they can do it.
Because of his cut, bro.
Going to that invasion hard point to start. It's been a solid one for them throughout the year. And
I don't know, bro. Both of them just got a haircut this week, though. I don't know who's going to win this shit.
That's a lot of losses.
Yeah, he's got his cam out.
It's a good amount of reps.
No, I know. It's what we'll always say. Like, oh, it's true, but you play it a lot. Like,
yeah. So maybe you'll find one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you look at it with the 2 hard points. I mean, it's hard to be favored in this series when, you know, Your search hasn't been good. Your respawn's been what sort of carried you a bit, but you're playing against one of the better respawn teams in the game. Like, there's not a lot of like windows for Carolina to dominate. This is what I was talking about. Like, listen, could they lose to an LAG? Could they lose to a pair? Sure. But if you could get to 2-2 with this match, if you're able to do it, you got a good chance to get the winners. And you know,
what happened with Italy? Listen, everybody knows what happened. Jammer, people don't talk about it because, you know, by all means, you know, like no one knows for sure. But like we all know for sure, he was the best player on the team. And then he did an interview, and in the interview, he looked really, really tweaky. We'll call it tweaky. He looked really, really tweaky. So you know what I'm saying? They dropped him, and I assume he's getting
swept by New York.
some
You're
help.
2-0 in the series. You would love to close that out. They lose that round 5 on high-rise control. It's just sometimes
they didn't even drop.
Let me
show that word drop. They benched him. They benched him. He's still getting paid. Everything is okay with Italy. He's just getting
That's just, you know, looking back now, it was an early match within.
Are you pulling to any World Cup game? Nah, probably not. It's
certainly become a different team.
Wait, they're gonna be in Houston?
No. I know you said they had some close series, but they're more of a threat than we thought after they got double bopped out of the major. That's for sure.
Well, I think everyone. We assumed, right, very much that they were going to bounce back, right? Their search and destroy was fantastic. They just had to turn around the respawn, starting to do that now, and then even their S&Ds still, they just beat FaZe in 2 of them. So I think just looking at both these teams, the big thing is their search and destroy, and then for Carolina not to plateau out in the respawns. We talked about how good of and solid of a respawn team they have been. It's just like, when are other teams going to catch up? Will they plateau? We'll see if that happens, but just taking a look at our Major 2 standings so far. We're on week 3. Optic trying to get up to 4-0.
Wait!
Surprised they are Vegas Legion. They just won another match sitting in our
Miami's 0-4? Oh,
so
hell no.
Yeah, you're going to be right. You know, if you're 3-4, you'll maybe be around that 7th or 8th seed.
Well, thanks for hanging with Joe and I, and thank you for your patience at home.
I think I'm gonna lock in my bottom 4 teams. If Seattle lose today, I'm gonna lock in Seattle. I'm gonna lock in Miami. I'm gonna lock in Thieves, and probably.
It's just tough. I wish, like, you know, with having, you know, the city-based stuff and having the home fans, how cool they've been. It's like, I wish Miami was under a better stretch now. I wish Boston had been in a better place going into their majors. You always love like the hometown heroes to maybe
Travis,
make a little bit of
you
a
can
run,
go back though, right, Travis? SBski is in the chat. What's good, brother?
Miami right now.
Yeah, we'll see if they can turn things around. But yeah, make sure to scan that QR code. Come see Maven and I on the beach.
I'm gonna be sweaty.
Play some spike ball.
I've been working out a month, Joe. I'm down about 10 pounds. You're going to see me on.
We're proud of you. You're locked in.
No,
You're locked in.
I'm still skinny fat, but I've been working. We're going to get there. Yep. By this summer, dude, I'm going to be sexy.
You're going to be an athlete.
Absolute athlete. Unbelievable. 6'3", just glistening on the beach. Woo!
Maybe the next Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
Oh, dude, that'd be incredible. But okay, unfortunately, our technical issue is still being worked on. We can't get the match started yet. We're getting into it as quickly as we can. But as we work through things, we're headed to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Here we go, bro. Chat. 2-minute break. 2-minute break. It better be 2 minutes. They said quick. They said quick, by the way. Yep, 2 minutes, by the way. Yes, sir. I got the production and team. I got them here. They sent a little 2-minute break. No CDL TV for this one. I apologize. SBski, did you work today, SBski? How was work? If so, SBski. We're chat. The green one's about to come up next. Yes, sir. Specifically the game, of course. Tomorrow, Toronto versus FaZe. Good ass match, chat. Good ass match. Dude, they were on 3-1. They just lost like so many rounds. Damn. Bro, I need to tweet out for a brother or a sister to watch these games with, bro. Let me get a coast. I'm being dead serious. I don't know anybody else that streams matches though. I gotta think about it. Probably someone who has an idea of COD. I gotta check who watch parties matches that I could watch with. Because bouncing ideas off each other, especially when you're watching and like two people speaking, is so much more entertaining and entertaining to watch than watching one individual person, no matter how funny you are. Crazy. I'm always down to watch,
welcome
Crazy.
back. We're getting ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. I think our problem has been solved. I think just waiting to get butts and seats now for the players is someone might have stepped away, but then we'll be ready to go. And this match, hopefully it'll end up being a thriller. I mean, talking about these teams, you know, they've both been susceptible.
All you gotta do is ask Gump or Zumo. Wait, what do you mean? Flat off, crazy moments.
Yes.
I don't know.
We've cast a lot of Royal Ravens, and they've had some insane.
I don't know,
ones as of
fucking
late.
bro. You can't ask Scum. Scum is in Dallas.
But,
that would be chalked.
I don't know.
Even if we're friends, like I'd have to be in Dallas every weekend.
It's just a hard matchup.
But
yeah, no, it
which
really is.
No bullshit. I would dead ass do it. My
you
aunt
know,
lives
their
in
strengths
Dallas.
have
I
been
would
in
drive the
response.
3
That's where
hours.
Opti strengths are. And it's
If
not
Scum
like,
gave me the opportunity, I would
what do you
drive
say
there
with
every
Opti? Like, can you
Friday,
beat them in the circle?
5 a.m. Get there, stream from my, take my shit, set up my shit, stream, go to the facility, go live from there, stay at my aunt's house, sleeping on the floor or whatever, on the couch, it don't matter, and then come back if I could do that.
Rules, and there's a camera usually on their setup, and there's a camera on the players to show there's no funny business. I think one of the cameras went out for Clay, so now the one that's on his face is now on like his PC or whatever. So that's what they were trying to solve. To see if they found another camera quick, I believe. But we should be up and running in just a moment. But thank you for the patience at home. This is how our best of 5 is going to play out. The invasion, again, you know, that's going to be Carolina's pick due to the difficulty.
I mean, I'll DM Sam. Let me DM Sam. Only one that I can DM.
They are 0-6. They get a Rio that they're strong on, but we think Optic likely stronger. The search and destroys is just, I don't know. Neither team has been terrific, but Optic has been improving, and I don't know. I don't know if we've seen anything out of Ravens yet to be like this search team started to develop.
The invasion S&D is the only one that's interesting. They're 3-0. That's where this matchup. If you get to the game 5, this is where you can.
I'm a DM Sam and I'm a DM.
That's true. Carolina fan. Map number 2. Both teams are 0-2. So maybe you're testing your map pool if you're Optic, trying to find a little bit more success. It feels like we've been playing a lot more high-rise search, across the league. Some teams just trying to throw that in there. You look at FaZe, you look at your New York's, Toronto. So that's just going to be a map where maybe come major time, teams are trying to have as much practice as they can on that map.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked about a lot in your experience as a player, or even since you've been commentating or on the desk you were for a while, like sort of watching the trends as they change, like maps in especially in like a control you mentioned over the years. That'll like have a drastic shift at one major, right?
Yeah, it feels like that happens often. I feel like we saw in the qualifiers, the major one, it was just like invasion every series, it felt like, right?
Yeah.
And you're starting to see some more high-rise controls come into play, right? Because you have these different control play styles where invasion's a little bit more slower, a little bit more strategy and teamwork. Karachi's kind of like Pure 4 Deadbeat's done. So maybe high-rise is a little bit more of an even matchup. So maybe some of these teams. So yeah, it happens like every single year.
Well,
go through trends.
I've heard that it seems like the camera situation has been solved, or is waiting on a lot to get started now.
I DM Rasim.
With Dashy on your screen,
I DM Rasim, I DM Sam.
He's been terrific. Statistically,
sadly, can't DM the king. You know what I'm saying?
He's really been the one leading the way. Just from, we were talking about raw slang standpoint, like a KD standpoint, he's been the guy. Because due to some of the early struggles in series, the stats aren't really all that pretty for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, no, I mean, he kind of very similar to like Cell, right? You'll just kind of, I don't know, be looking away from the screen, you look back, and he's +8, right? Like at 20 and 12. That's going to look really good with 2 minutes on the hill.
Yep.
But just putting damage in long range, one of the best shots in the league, if not the best. Guy has an unreal ceiling.
Still, who was it in that? It was the Terminal S&D that got like 4-bulleted off that like the mid-haul heady. Dude, I saw Dashy. Like, that was like one of the cleaner kills I've seen. I can still like picture that in my head perfectly. Yeah, no, he is definitely one of the better shots in the league, that's for sure. Once again at home. Thank you for your
good
patience.
looks.
For those sitting on Scum.
Good looks,
Craze.
Craze. I didn't even think about that. Am I a moron?
I know you've been waiting.
Good looks, Craze.
Shout out to the couch.
What is their name? Who is it? Trey? It's Trey. It's Stocksman. I'm gonna get Stocksman, bro.
To kick it off. The best
Good looks. I forgot about that. Those guys, man.
Versus Carolina, who's trying to regain a little hard point stretch and really just get a win on this map. 0-6. We'll see if they can find one here. Gwyn getting involved early as he starts out 2-0. Felony with a double, and it'll be some time in the hard point now for the Carolina Royal Ravens.
Yeah, you know, Gwyn just maybe trying to hit a nade out. TJ playing a little bit around that the spawn there. He's able to find one. It's a nice trade from Gwyn off spawn, so they're going to control the right side of the map for now. Some early time, 20 seconds before we start rotating over towards P2. Gwyn just with that rival already, 6 engagements on the map. He's just going to try to find as much time as he can, but you can already see Shotzzy and Dashy just going to try to rotate, control Treehouse and that street to get set up for P2.
They are set up early, but one of the first dominoes will drop, and it's instantly followed by a second. Shotzzy and Dashy torn out of this one. Clay sitting it forward, able to take his one.
Yeah, I just gave him the good looks, Craze.
Thank
you, Craze. Real motherfucker.
Sent back to spawn for Optic.
What's good, Bob? How you doing, my brother Bob? Yes, sir. Right in time for the good game, Bob. Let me lock in. Let me lock in.
But now you've got kind of this 4-on-4 bashing each other outside the point. Nobody actually able to get in and soak up time.
Yeah, I mean, kind of worst case scenario there for Optic, right? 2 players, as soon as the hill pops get taken down, you then see Pred has to rotate through. He gets caught broken as Kenny's setting up for the hill. So you're not getting the time if you are Carolina, but you're setting yourself up here for a very
I'd
strong
like to see
P3.
number 8 take a long
Optic
ride.
doing a very good job fighting at the tank, getting through.
Take a long ride here from A Street.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if you're the team pushing right for the break, if you lose that first player, maybe it slows you down a little. If you're the one set up, suddenly people's heads are on a swivel. You're having to pick up something you weren't before, and it just unravels so quickly. And that happened there for Optic for a moment, but now they fight back in. They have that close spawn. They're able to do that, and they'll be looking for a lead change. However insignificant it is.
Dude, I just clicked on.
They're tied.
I was DMing somebody saying, "I first thing I see someone getting knocked the fuck out."
You're inside the point, but. Like, who's that lurking in behind? It's kind of TJ. That might have a chance to play spoiler.
Well, yeah, he's off spawn. He spawns Palace side, so just behind enemy lines. And Optic knew that. A couple of players were looking for him towards that tank street, B street, but not able to find him. And he's going to wrap all the way back. His Shotzzy taken down back.
Not playing better now, bro.
You have Kenny back there, so maybe one more chance at this if you are Optic. Nice shots there.
Hell
yeah,
no, that's a haircut,
dead here for Carolina. They get 1 player off the hill.
You get 24 seconds of that early time. You get a little bit more of a setup. It doesn't fall apart right as the hard point pops, so you at least enjoy some of that time. But what was the stat we saw, which isn't one I've really seen us use all that often, but sort of the points off of a break, which was 15 seconds for Optic. You get a break here, it's going to turn into about 20-25. So you get a solid break to stay in this.
Fellow is about to say,
no way just transition works out.
Yeah, no, great job by Optic. Honestly, flipping the map and then also getting the rest of this time to pretty much tie the game up. So they do a very good job. That's behind Kenny and Dashy. They rotate over towards that P3, but now focused on this P4 middle courtyard. And again, both teams just kind of playing for map control. And if you've been watching the qualifiers, you've been seeing this very more often, and it's just how difficult it is to find time here, but trying to set yourself up for that P5.
Yeah, it's like everyone was sort of focused on the rotations, rotating right side, so it's like there was like no spawn open, so it's like they're spawning Palace and they're spawning behind this Palace, and it just ends up being kind of this mess, this battle. But now you get what looks a little more normal. You have Optic kind of spread across that mid-map in the hard point, pinning Carolina Royal Ravens back at Palace, starting to enjoy some of this time. Is Kenny now on 5 in a row, looking to get one more and maybe a streak. And we'll see if he'll be able to do that, but some comfort for a moment there for Optic Texas. Kenny, there it is, Cruz earned.
Yeah, able to earn it. They're just taking their time right now because they know they have P5 spawns. Just trying to keep Carolina pinned behind that 50-yard line. Pred with a big one there on the fellow. He's just going to back on up now, reposition. This is exactly what they want. A chance here for Optic Texas to get a big chunk of time.
Yeah, and like you were talking about like P2, like that first gunfight is when they lose, and then things start to unravel. Now Pred, Shotzzy getting going, winning these early gunfights right as the hard point pop. Getting a bit of separation between them and the spawn for Royal Ravens. And enjoying some objective time and enjoying some beamers there. Shotzzy rips Glenn off the box. He's now on 3 in a row. Pred finally drops, but I'll tell you what, he did his early damage, set up this hard point.
No, he did it. And a great job by Dashy. You kind of see the comms with the arrows. He just backs all the way up to make sure that they do not get those back parking lot spawns. So Shotzzy on 5 in a row is cut down 15-8 for Shotzzy. Carolina maybe find some of this time to keep this game close.
And, well, to be fair, the one thing, too, with Carolina Royal Ravens, which I didn't actually look at was, you know, they're 0-6 on this. What is it since the spawn change? Which I'm not sure of. That's one thing I forgot to check. So maybe they're thinking a little more confidence here. Maybe the spawn change, they're able to get something done. They're still battling in this one, down 17. 16, I can't do math.
Yeah, you win 16 and 11 with this rival on 4 in a row. So you still have that cruise on Kenny to work with. So now he's gonna find 5, but Shotzi's gonna take him down. So big kill out of Shotzi. Stops the cruise from coming in.
My opinion, Chuck. Gwen's been the third rookie, man. It's been Snoop, Lynch, and then obviously he is
all
third.
just grouped up around.
Yeah, and trying to find this guy.
Yeah, everyone just looking for him, and he's getting multiple.
He's at 6. That's a cruise from just being behind enemy lines. There's 3 players at P1.
You just said he died off a 5 spray about 7 seconds ago. I mean, now the guy's on 7.
Shotzi over there.
He is erupting. 22 and 8 out of Shotzi. It keeps going. 8. Backing down from 9. He was getting double challenged. He's wisely going to reposition for now. Streak in hand. Teammates enjoying the time. Felony finally able to kill him, but he got loose.
They're just hoping behind that spree in that play, you can maybe set up here a little bit earlier towards P2, but not gonna happen. Carolina do a good job recovering. They're gonna have a nice push here, but Optic in control of P2. Let's go to a listen-in with Optic Texas.
Come to the guy pinching. I make out, call up again. We're gonna be cross on. Pinching, left front, last time, challenge. Last guy, right pillars. He's on me, I'm reloading. Make good. Watch your big guy. I'll stun an 8, Stun, dude, don't try. Two runs at time. I have an 8. On the tank, TJ, ran. Go in, weak as fuck, go in. On the tank, go in to TJ. Nice, get that time. I got a cruise. Hey, one more. Where's he? DVD arches, watch out, DVD. Watch out, DVD arches, one more close. Left play to the left, I have a glide. Right, already went right. I have a glide too, You should come middle left.
3 glides. I got cruise, you guys want to hit streak here? Nice.
There's 2 right. We go left.
Right there, they have 3.
Hey, let's go left together. Make it Johnny. Still play to the left. Broken head, you guys. That was him. That was Clay. I killed Clay. Yeah, probably chest. Okay, let's push it left. Alright, I'm gonna glide here. Go. You guys push it off. Every single one of you. Closely guide you guys is like back ass. 2 back ass. Go.
Yeah, 3. Kenny has one apparently. He said he had one in the comms.
I'm trying to guess.
He said I have one too.
Streak this one. Back ass. I'm living.
Counter streak though. Counter streak.
Let's get down. Streak. Oh, okay, that's fine. Hey, once white car. Look at the cross. White car, can't see him. Yep.
This is bad. They're double stacking time.
I'm saying a lot back gas, bro. Play spawn kill me, bro. Stay off gas, AJ. He's spawn killing right street. Mark street dead. Nice job, bro. Back gas waiting for you guys. Place money minus. We do have put forward.
You're really going to see the power of the streaks on full display there. A moment ago, you had 4. 3 on Optic available, 1 on Carolina Royal Ravens. You get 1 called in for Texas. Instantly answered with the cruise in from Royal Ravens. They used theirs to secure some of this time. And suddenly a chance for a lead change. But Kenny says no, sir, as he gets out of that.
Still anybody's game, though, Chas. Still anybody's game. 2 more cruises, though, on Optic. Keep that in mind.
I mean, listen,
1 on Dashy, 1 on Kenny.
Where Carolina, they have street control, but Optic fight on through. They're able to earn some time. So it kind of all comes down to P3 for me, right? Last time, it was the final 20-25 seconds. Optic were able to catch. That was the difference. This time, you get the full 40 to 50 points out of Carolina. Now they are in the lead. And you have 2 minutes on the play clock, so that might come into play as well.
Another cruise coming in after Kenny's able to get 2. So you get them out of the time for now. Dashy's in. I believe you have 1 more cruise left for Optic Texas. But they were in a tough spot. You're kind of pinned back palace. You've got all the map control for your Royal Ravens. It's a big sequence there. Kenny's able to get 2 as he spawns up. You get 1 with the missile. It gets you out. It gets you out of palace. Now you're looking to make some plays in the backside of it. Shotzi loose once again.
Yeah, he's able to find, he wins another one-on-one, of course, as he has been. This is really the Gwyn versus Shotzi show. Both of these players coming through, and as you said, yeah, spawns flip, but Fellow, the last player lurking.
They're looking for Fellow. They are looking for him.
Keep them off a spawn. Are you going to even check this spot? So when is he going to go? Maybe wait for his team. You see all the arrows just kind of looking around for Fellow. Well, he is going to pop on through. There is the kill on the Pred, playing his life now. Great patience out of Fellow.
He had to be. He was the one guy in a position.
Oh!
Stays up, tosses it back, tries to challenge. Dashy's there, prone and will win it. Gwyn, though, trying to bring it back. 172.
28 and 19, 31 and 17.
They are in for now. Great job flipping out from the palace spawns and getting some time. And despite the waiting and lurking felony, they're turning this into time. 20 seconds left to go on the point. Only 90 seconds on the play clock.
And we're going to go to a Carolina listen-in very quickly to see how they can deal with that into this game.
DVD or not, Fred? DVD, Fred. Top shots on me, Dad. Nice. That's a spawn. I'm getting a SMG right now.
Let's comment like that.
Negative. All weak. It's done.
He's
hitting small. One shot, Fred. Absolutely. That old Dashy. One shot. I got him freezer. Mid tank. Shotsy. Dashy old. Kill me from mid. Dashy old in the hill. Old in the hill. He's left me, Dash. He's front DVD. They don't time. I'm just staying down in time. He's close right on me. He might slide on me. Blue tank, back blue tank. Blue tank on you, weak. I have a tro. One with me. Beat down. Beat on. Let's go. Blue tank. He's mid. Four. He's spawning gas, right? They should be. I might split him. Look for split. I'm looking for fire tank on me. Fire tank going. It's on fire tank. One split on us. I'm looking at SND. I'm only looking at SND. I can help you. Yeah, he's behind you. And he's behind me. Oh my god. Cafe challenging. Cafe dead. Cafe mid tank somewhere. Mid tank. Left side. One shot, Ken. Nading time. That's that time. He just drove down. One new on me. Brandon. I hear you on you. Brandon. We're gonna have to pinch around here, guys, okay? Yeah. Kenny was on the left side.
Fake ass calm. These not one shot.
Brandon Cafe weak. Kenny's laying down beat on. Kenny one shot laying down. Nice. I'm behind them. I got one.
Two pumps. That's two pumps.
My favorite part about that is like you get the 4 down clean, right? And they're like, we should be spawning him gas. And Clay goes, I might split up as he pushed forward to the street. Well, you sure did.
Yeah, I mean, that just happens, right? These players know all this, but again, it comes down to sort of this P2 setup. You heard there from Fellow, we're going to have to try to set up this pitch. That is going to be a big 4 dead for Optic. You have Gwyn now up the street. He's going to be the first man for Carolina. 19 more seconds needed for Optic to close out this map. It has been a back-and-forth battle between these two.
Shotzzy leading the way, 36 on the board for him. A monster performance on it.
Shotzzy going for the 40.
Before he drops 6 points.
He's not going to get it though, 20. This is over.
25 left here to get it done. Might be able to do it now, just trying to stay up. Also take the chow is Dashy. Ball game. Map 1 done. A heater from Shotzzy.
That could have won the game a lot easier with how many streaks they had. They just didn't even use them.
They're the favorites in that mode, and they get it done. But I mean, you were scrappy if you were Royal Ravens for a lot of that.
I mean, you had your chances. If you were in Carolina, I think you're probably pretty frustrated with that. I think both of the P2s before this last one that we had, that's got to be a little bit more where maybe, you know, you're not earning a lot of time, but you got to keep Optic off of it, right? Because that allows them to get back in the game. And then the first P3, because you saw the second P3 that they were able to cash, and that gave them the lead. You have this set up, you play through the first couple of hills to do it, and they just lose some key gunfights, and that, well, it could be part of the story. Gwyn goes off. You see the rest all negative. Clay at one point was 6 and 15. He struggled, finishes 15 and 32. Not the best game from him, but as ugly as some of this scoreboard was for Carolina, they still only lose by 50.
Yeah, no. You managed to stay competitive. You have your opportunities, like you said. Unfortunately, you're not 0-7.
They also could have won a
hard point.
They could have. I mean, I guess true.
Also, it's just like the individual moments, they mean more now to change the cruises and the plays that they can develop and turn into. I know there weren't a lot of maybe necessarily game-changing moments. Like the counter cruise you saw for Royal Ravens were really
whoever hit the Shotzzy over for this series is literally about to be licking their lips.
My favorite part was the listed and Pred's like, cruise, and Ken's like, oh, because he just ran out. He's like, ah.
And then right after, I think he's like, Clay spawn killing me. Or something. He was going through it. But you get 3 cruises. He obviously gives you some options. They're all leading to kills now.
I would have been crazy player from Fellow.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know that room that Fellow was in was back there.
Just tucked away.
Yeah.
Just tucked away, and that's one where now you're relying on the communication. They know they're
missing
one. You're calling
the map is just like kind of tough.
I think at Optic, listen, you heard
and
that.
And then if you make one mistake, if you fuck up one time on P3, you're kind of
fine felony. But that was also
giving out
a big
30,
moment.
40, 50, maybe even a full 60.
Kenny got to use the cruise to get out. That might have been the biggest.
Fucking up on P3 is
gets you out, able to flip the map. Then turns in some time on P5, and you get the dub. And it's also big for Optic because, well, you've had some. As good as the respawn
sometimes on P2, which kind of like fuck up P3 for you. Like
you come in, you get that one, you start off on a strong foot.
All right, here's the game flow from that. Yeah, just very close. Optic lead for the most of it, but you see right around that second P3 is when Carolina takes the slight lead. They're able to bounce back at that P5, what you just kind of talked about, getting out of that Palace setup. Yeah, winning the game, but I just think the P2s, the first 2 P2s.
He's frying though. You might need to hold up, crazy. You might need to follow him. No bullshit.
Some time.
To be fair,
it might win this game.
Some of the P2s,
he is fucking frying.
Optic was like the early rotator. He's got some clutch kills. If you were Ravens,
I don't see them winning hard rest against Optic.
I
just don't see
a lot of chances. Yeah,
they have to win that first
round. You want to keep them back, pinned back Palace.
Yeah, it's just they couldn't. It was just
they
like
gotta win the second map.
I think
or they have to win that first map.
I think you looked at me during the one listen-ins, you're like, there's like 2 minutes left of the play clock. Because a lot of those P2s just turned into like 4 people on the other side of it, nobody in the point. And yeah, you'd like to at least get some of that time if you can. But what did it end up being? Like a minute left on the clock at the end?
Yeah, it slowed down a lot, like what the game clock did. Yeah. Everybody was on the hill at that point.
that helps. That helps. As we get through map 1, we get ready now for Search and Destroy. And this has been one we've had question marks around for probably Royal Ravens for this team. Just expecting improvement.
We on it!
See if they can do it. And
shit, me and AG got both tired. Motherfucker got his fucking hands out his back.
Phenomenal Search team, but
I think if you're an Optic fan, this is where you want to see the most improvements. Yeah. You trust this foreign respawn. It's showing off a major one, and yeah, Search was obviously their weak point, but throughout the qualifiers, it has been better. But you're going to one now to a high-rise
what kind of card
Search and Destroy where both teams
I can see Travis having a buzz cut,
no attack the difference there for both of these squads. 12-6 there for Optic.
Jero had the hair that I imagined, like TikTok hair.
Victories.
Yeah, we already talked about their attack, how good it has
Craze had the hair I imagined. Nemi had the hair. Honestly, I couldn't have imagined Nemi's hair.
Off of those first bloods and locking down that site after the plant.
Actually, need to make it a point for my barber. Good looks, pesos. Good looks, pesos.
Carolina, we're hoping some of these, past S&D kind of stars with Clay, Fellow, TJ, some of the historic moments they had that you're able to find some of that. I just kind of figured this team, I saw like a fellow come in, I'm like, all right, it's going to start.
Well, that's why we were excited, right? Because they were like beating really good teams in respawn. And we're like, they'll figure it out in Search. Hasn't happened yet.
No, yeah.
What's good, swag? How we doing, swag? What's going on, brother? How we doing, little Brody?
But high-rise Search and Destroy, 0-2 for both teams. You mentioned kind of leading into this.
Swag, who are you talking to, though, bro? Are you confused?
It's always tough when you're
confused, bro.
You're Carolina going into the series, and the first 2 maps you don't have a win on.
That's a good point.
It's not usually ideal, but that's the position you find yourself in.
And this man just had a monstrous map number 1, Shotzi. And this is a map where it's one of his favorites. He could get lost here.
Oh, he's Spider-Man on this.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It could be his playground.
First blood to Fellow is
everything just exploded.
Yeah, it's just a Michael Bay film at the start of high-rise rounds. You sort of wait for the explosions to pass, and then we get into it.
Well, and one of the explosions found Kenny, so
yeah,
Kenny's gonna be off this round as the frags hit. The barrels goes off for map number 1. Clay, all
that movement. Second chat, I'm booking a haircut. I apologize. I am booking a haircut. I'm being that serious too.
50 seconds remaining of the round, and in the 3v4, Optic still looking to get this bomb planted. Can they find an opening? Shots.
Bro.
The guy looking to do it.
I get it, bro. You got a nice cup.
Open brand assist. He's able to get it there through the tower. Now diving across, still staying up. The man's finessing. He's a dolphin, half spider, half kangaroo.
Oh shit! We blind.
That doesn't work, Joe.
Just leave him. Yeah.
But he's alive, and he's using the dive right there.
Bro, Clay,
well, Pred with the rival,
That's a frustrating situation, bro. Gwyn could have just chased him.
Can you turn into a round when maybe behind that Gwyn kill onto Shotzi, you give Fellow a chance?
10 to go. You got to plan if you're Optic. Fellow will catch him. Able to get away for now. 5 to go. Pred's chasing. Those fights are fun. There's a fence. You can't lock on him. But he dances.
Fellow's too icy. Fellow is too icy. 2v1 on a T-Fel.
Professional player look like me.
They're important, though, because that's how you get the challenges done on this map, okay? Demos. Those count as wall bangs, all right? If you need a tip out there, there you go. But I will say, I mean, if
I have no idea. I genuinely have the same question you have.
You saw the rivals kind of
because of the way that Pred was standing. I don't know. No idea.
Kind of just melted him, and then we saw it there from Gwyn's point of view on a Shotzi.
The difference between the pros and the average player is usually when that happens to me, I lose it, I just keep shooting. I never like stop to recenter or stop to reposition. I just keep shooting until I'm dead, and never goes well. But you find those spots on every map. And the explosions continue to not go well for Optic Texas. First it was Kenny, now it's Pred.
They want to get active behind this. They put good damage into Fellow, and then Clay loses the one-on-one as Kenny just waltzes up the street, takes down 2. Gwyn shooting dead bodies.
That's one
on accident.
That's one way to turn the round around.
On accident.
Kenny's taking over. That's 3. He's working on an ace. Won't get the ace, but he gets 3, and that's a big 3v4. You lose Pred instantly, and Kenny just waltzes up. Takes out 2, gives them numbers.
And again, it's like the way these first bloods are coming in, it's not like there's quick trades. These are first bloods where 5 to 10 seconds passes, right? Like there's not a trade that's coming in because they're nade kills. And I mean, round 1, they almost lost behind the first blood. So this is
some of the
fundamentals we're talking about with Carolina.
That's just tough, bro. That's literally just, you picked the favorite in that match, too. I think he has a 0.4 right now, Travis. Are you sure? Someone said he had a 0.5 for his map, but when I saw him, he was 14 and 30.
In round 1, but
he had a 0.4, dude.
Can you manage to not explode in this round if you are the
No
Texas
one grabbing
side?
the bomb.
You
These
blow up to-
motherfuckers love it, bro.
It's time. First blood. Does it with a gunny. Dashy's gone. 3 first blood now for Royal Ravens. You got to close this one out.
Yeah,
that's clean.
What's getting very aggressive.
How are they
Obviously, we're going to see it from the contact, but he
give
just
him
hits
shots. He kills him right here, like.
Now Clay playing his life. He's got some pressure from Shotzi and Pred.
Gwen looks left, wins it, looks right, can't get the last. Pred, 1 versus 4. And it's a round now to Carolina, and well, you've gotten 3 first bloods. You're up 2-1.
I mean, if I'm Optus right now, I might sit in my base for 10 sessions. Like, seriously, like, I mean, first 10 seconds of the round have not gone well for them throughout all 3 rounds.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not sure they've made it with 4 players up for like 3 or 5. It's real quick. Somebody's gone. Ugh.
It's tough to do that on like defense, but especially on offense. Let's just hang out here in this office for a moment.
All right, well, it's defense, though, you know, so.
Maybe we got a trophy.
It'd be tough to do. Does anyone explode? Does anyone get picked?
The bottom blue hit. The bottom blue hit. Anybody ready for it? Hello? Anybody ready? Carolina. Oh, hell no.
They're getting aggressive through blue. You already have Shotzi. A good spot watching this cross. He's got some help from Pred down low. So kind of a back-to-back rival setup here. One player gets through. Who was that? Gwyn behind enemy lines again. There's another first blood. Clay able to get it, and then Gwyn right on top of him. On it, Kenny. So now it's a 1 versus 3
I still think I'm going to win this map, though, Chad. I still think I'm going to commit to my pick.
Advantage scenario fall apart for you if you're Royal Ravens. The rest of you have handled business. 4 rounds, 4 first bloods, up 3-1.
Yeah, I didn't see. I know there was a smoke beat on. I didn't see where Gwyn went through, where he hits behind everyone.
Clay is frying now. Travis talking all that shit.
It's Clay that actually gets the
People
first
are
blood,
forgetting, Chad. TJ has not lost to Pred.
But you see the instant follow-up there from Gwyn's POV. I mean, you can't be expected to come back man down every round. You got to start to get some opening picks here for your Optic Texas. Is there any? What do you do? What do you change? I mean, it can be so tough, especially on a map like High Res.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen it from different players, different teams, POVs. This could be a map that just gets away from you.
First blood for Optic Texas, courtesy of the fucking map.
Usually it's Clay who's doing that. It's not. It's his team who wins. So now it's a 4-on-2 for Clay and Fellow.
Oh, that's one way to get numbers. Okay, all right, that's just green wall magic, I guess. Optic Texas now, 4 versus 2.
He not see him?
He didn't see him. He does not see Kenny. So bomb is planted. He does get the kill right afterwards, but objective is down. It's going to make this tough, or is it? We're into a 2-on-2 as Clay trying to finesse, and he has the read.
You can't lose a round when Gwyn jumps off the map.
It hasn't happened yet. Has not happened yet. It's a 1 versus 1. Clay versus
They pull up Clay's camera.
Clay on 4 in a row. Looking to clutch. And now getting that bomb planted, so much more significant. Time is dwindling. He's behind. And Gwyn tries to gift them around Joe. They still lose it.
Oh, I love it, Travis. Yeah, they just got 3 before though. Like, that's
There's another
funny.
one there for Optic. You have the 4 versus 2.
That was a 2v4 with bomb down. What the fuck?
Listen, we talked about it where you get a kill, not a trade right away, right? You can kind of finesse. There's all the different levels. Maybe someone's not in position, but with bomb planted, I'm telling you that one's done.
That's what I thought.
What's going on?
I don't know. We've casted some wild S&Ds lately.
We have. Oh, okay. Well, same story. Optic's still looking for an actual first blood. They've had advantage for a moment, but did not end up mattering. Clay on 5 in a row and 1 away from a streak. Clay, who struggled in that map 1, having a big map 2 here. He could be a difference maker in search and destroy. Play with a confidence you'll rarely see.
Shotzi's going to try to hit this time, but this time it's
first blood now for Royal Ravens, and there's number 6 for Clay. Cruising.
Those shots are so funny, bro.
Cruz
He
going
that has
down.
ran through.
He's got nobody near him, so Kenny might find a freebie. He will. And no one's near him, so the comms will be coming through. Then Gwyn gets caught trying to get that trade. As now we're in a one-on-one.
TJ, Pred. He gets eyes. TJ spots him.
Oh.
Down to 64.
Oh!
Pistol hits.
We know about their 1v1 record.
Insane Renetti
No
shots for
respect.
TJ in the one-on-one.
Catches him lacking.
These shots were like, okay,
Catches
into
him
the pole, right? So
lacking.
these
He
are
was so
nutty,
one-shot
dude.
too.
Like through
Wow.
the railing.
It's the fadeaway.
That boy has
Yeah, it's
the,
a little
that's the
bunny hop
pioneer, man.
fadeaway
That's
as
the
he drops.
pioneer,
That was
man.
disgusting. Royal Ravens keep it going. Now up 5-1. The search and destroy sauce hasn't been there for him, but it's there right now.
Man, might be playing more high rise. That's why you're seeing it in the series, at least so far for Carolina. See, can Opti bounce back, try to find the first blood. Yeah, I mean, it's, outside of Gwyn, it's been all Ravens.
Yeah, I know we've said about 10 times, but yeah, I'm going to keep saying until they get one.
Travis, when I got a bad feeling, they're just get back shots
Jim
from the next two
can't finish it.
respawns, bro. It doesn't even matter.
Shotzi's starting to work underground. I think he's got a teammate with him. Felony trying to find info from up top. He is finding bullets. Gwen, another first blood. This one, the first time you really had instant trade, though, with your
Yeah, we
optics.
just died to the barrel.
From Shotzi, because he was dead. So Shotzi, from the grave, able to find a kill.
Their first bloods will come in magical ways, Joe.
Because now you have a 2-on-3. Kenny thinking about
I was thinking about to say that angle that he's playing is such a bad angle.
Number situation equalized here by Clay.
Wait, Gwen's the name of the female lead in Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
She'd be disappointed.
Why?
Because Gwen fell off the map like Spider-Man would do, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. 20 seconds now to go. They're looking to close it out. Two versus one. President, the last guy up. It feels like 3 straight rounds trying to clutch. Couldn't come through on the 1v1s.
How is he going to clutch? There's 50 seconds left.
Clay,
Here's the plan.
1 versus TJ. Now a 2 versus 2. Little time to work with. Recoups bomb. He gets spotted. Clay gets the kill. It's a search and destroy victory.
Masterclass. An absolute fucking masterclass. And you see Gwen with that fresh cut. TJ. I don't know when the last time TJ got a cut, but a lot of smiles on the side of Carolina right now. Up or tie the series at 1-1. Back shots in the search. You see a big moment from Clay, 2v4, a big 1v1 from TJ.
The game turns around a little bit, but you can't play the entire map without advantage ever.
Well, the one round you do, you have a 4-on-2
Can a brother go piss? Like, don't judge me. I need a piss. I'm gonna drink some
when
water.
there were some opportunities there for Optic, they just don't shut the door on Carolina. But props to Carolina. I mean, you're gonna look at these stats.
I need someone to let me know what's for dinner, bro. I'm being dead serious. Like, you know, what's everybody getting, and put me on. Look at that. That's what Zinni's doing right now.
9-3 for James Eubanks out there. Had a big time clutch.
Fast food, restaurant.
5 and 6, the best from us out of Ken.
You know what I'm saying?
Both teams 0-2 on that map. Now Carolina claims their victory.
I will be right back. Give 1 second. Just take over. Take over.
0-3.
I know they got an open couch.
Great plays out of Carolina, man.
Yeah, good plays out of Carolina. But all right, ladies and gentlemen. Ravens got 6 of the 7 bloods. Okay, so yeah, they were just blooding every round. It's hard to win search when you're getting blooded every round.
Yeah, boy, Gwyn was finding holes for like...
Dude, like Swiss cheese out there. He was finding those holes, man.
Every time.
But, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is giveaway time. We're going to be giving away a Scuff Optic Evergreen Reflex for the PS5, ladies and gentlemen. Only available on the Watch Party. It is no longer sold by Scuff. You can only get it by being here. That's pretty hardcore. Code word Optic in the chat. Use code SCUMP or methods at Scuff checkout for 5% off of your next purchase.
Optic in the chat. Got to be in the twin. Come on. Watch Party exclusive Optic Evergreen. You want it. You need it.
Next up,
at least we get to see a real hardpoint.
We have Invasion Control.
Invasion Control is not a great watch, but we do get a real hardpoint. So hopefully the boys come out firing on Invasion Control. Carry that into the real hardpoint.
Correct. If we're looking at map modes and records here, we are 10-5 in Control. The Carolina Royal Ravens are 4-8, but they do have a new roster. They're 2-2 on Invasion. We are 3-1 on Invasion. I'm just excited to watch Rio, man. I said I wanted to watch Rio. Carolina steals the search. We thought Carolina was gonna get one.
Yep.
They get a map. They take the search. Now we got a control coming up. Male with a 5. He said that map needs to go. I like high rise.
Flew into Newark.
I like high rise search personally.
When we flying to port space, baby, we ain't going to York.
Lonely at the top, but at least I'm on some red shit. Big dunks for that cake mix. Oh, chat. What's everyone doing today, man?
That's this shit. GT, this is stick shit.
Get in while you can. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the events map for AAC.
Oh, why you look at the future schedule?
You ain't gonna do nothing, Andrew.
Is it?
I mean, it's definitely distracting. Is it not for you? No?
Gotta appreciate the arts.
Cake mix.
I mean, I like music.
You gotta appreciate the arts.
I do like music.
It's not low key, Jarrell. It's straight up, boy. Yo, look how Scump is sitting. That's how I sit. When I'm watching matches, that's how I sit.
Can't hate the player.
Can't hate the player, ain't that right?
Optic in the chat, folks. Come on. Optic Evergreen Reflex PS5 controller. Watch Party exclusive. No longer sold. You have to win the giveaway to get it. Optic in the chat right now.
Steven with a 5. He said, aren't the Ravens the bottom 2 team in search? It didn't look like it. Yeah, but that's their overall record. I believe I want to say they're 3-2 with their new record or their new squad after that map. Something like that. Hype for Miami. I hope it turns out as good as Vegas. Casino action? ? I got shadow banned on my ringer yesterday trying to get it to level 50. Don't cheat. You got to stop cheating.
That's not how that works, Twin.
How do you know if you're shadow banned?
I think you can't get games or something.
You just can't get a game?
I don't think I've ever been shadow banned, so I don't really know.
Riley, how long we got?
Flew into Newark.
1 minute, guys. Get your submissions in. Drop a like on the stream if you don't mind. Completely
what if
free.
I
Helps
edited
us
myself?
out.
Like
we got 6.
Next time they go live, like I just edit. Like I get a green screen. I set up a couch and I just sit right there. Like and like we set up my mic. I'm fucking. I'll be some role playing shit. I'll be literally role playing. I'll be crazy hopefully. Crazy ass role play. Live from the couch. Oh my goodness, that'll be my title.
Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much
more.
Do that
Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now. The Call of Duty League is brought to you.
You are not a part of the team, but yo, Cardi, bro.
Energy.
Look at your picture. He does not know you, Cardi.
Hello and welcome back. Map 3, ready to get going. Invasion Control going to be up, tied up 1-1. If you're joining us late, welcome. Hardpoint victory for Optic, dominance for Royal Ravens there in the map 2. This is all for the major two
Herm FaZe versus Toronto tomorrow to break or to tie the longest CDL win streak in the history. The current holders are Atlanta FaZe from 2021.
They are wild.
Yeah,
will Toronto break it tomorrow? I guess we'll find out, right?
For free.
Yeah, tickets on sale.
Scan the QR code.
Yeah, I might be charging more than the price of the event ticket, though. You're going to be rubbing this noggin.
Well, we're in Miami. I'm going to definitely have to do that with sunscreen. I got to make sure you're protected.
That's true. Thank you, Joe. Protection in most scenarios. Very important. Now we get ready for map 3. Optic been so strong in respawn.
What's good, Wambo? We doing my dog. What's good, motherfucking dog?
Season here now for Invasion Control.
Wait, Wambo, it's your birthday? Happy fucking birthday, my brother. Yes, sir. That's my dog. Wambo, I fucking love that for you, bro. Happy birthday, bro. I hope you and your shorty have an amazing day, bro. You get some good ass food.
Been fantastic.
Yo, I love that, bro. Happy birthday, Wambo. I got nothing but love for you, bro. Make it a great day, but more than anything, continue being a better person.
Start on offense now, you've been
better boyfriend, son,
The
friend.
best offensive team. Can you
Happy
strike
birthday, bro.
first? No trophies awarded with for either sides. Makes for some unique scenarios early, but you have a little bit of a split. Number 8 and Dashy. He's going to be on the other side of it.
AG's pissed off that I 1v1.
Fred, nearly taking out everybody. You get your first bit of progress done on B, though.
Well, behind that, Clay almost finds 3. So Clay does a really good job to take down Pred, but then also finds Shotzzy in the spawn. So he's able to just...
Yeah, watching this map can be a little bit,
right? At least get them out of spawn
kind of
for
kills
free.
dope when you come from like a good search and a good hard point.
That was going to be a real tough moment after Pred got 2, but you're able to solidify. We hop up Pred right as he gets that kill. So that was 3 through for Optic.
You see, like, so many gunfights like that where you kind of have to get caught.
Clay's answering with one of his own. And honestly, that multi-kill ends up being big because you're about to finish the point. 2 people spawn out.
If you have not wished my brother Wamba happy birthday, man, please do.
You don't have an instant onslaught.
That's our fucking dog, man.
Clay's sort of stabilized the map both times here for
Carolina. They
do lose B. But then on the opposite end, it's been Kenny 2 pieces that have opened up the attack for Optic Texas. They secure B, now trying to get Shotzzy onto A. He is here.
Ooh.
Diving across.
I thought he got through.
Still very weak, though.
He wins a gunfight? Damn.
And Carolina deal with the first little push over towards A.
Sometimes, you know, offense, though, it's just if you can get a lot of those little pushes in a sense of just really just from the clock standpoint, because Optic have a 4-life advantage. If you can continue to get on A for a few seconds here and there, maybe you can take it out of lives or you can get an advantage, but
how did he get 2?
It's so hard to do.
I think on Invasion, sort of cafe and DVD, because that opens up the routes for your rivals, and you know, you just kind of saw it. Trying to get aggressive in his Optic up to B Street, but instead Gwyn takes down 2.
Yeah, Harvey,
so now
just
Pred has to completely slow down,
I might get
wait for his
wings.
teammates to come off a spawn. Now we're going to start this next push.
Stop at the cafe, get a cup of coffee.
I just pissed me off.
Rent a rom-com and then head over to A and try to
That's
secure
some
the
big people shit.
That's it.
Yo, I had a
cafe. They got their coffee.
My friend's birthday. I'm not going to be able to see him,
but so is Clay's.
I got to celebrate for him.
Able to find one.
I have a one-on-one here near the point. Is the pound should come through. The timing's so awkward as Clay just keeps repositioning around corners. Here's some Chows and Dashy will drop. So you secure it for now. 60 seconds remaining.
A minute on the clock here, though, bro. Optic take advantage of their live lead. Guarantee 2 trades. They win this round.
Not a lot of time, so
it's got to guarantee 2 kills here. They should win this round.
You might not
need
to
give me a
because
second one. It's over.
Cafe control. Every push has started from this position.
Should be over, like unless they scam really bad. 6 to 12, and they're slowing timer down.
Or sorry, if you are Optic. So now it just comes down to lives. Well, Kenny's able to find 2, and that is going to be 4 dead and probably the round.
If you're Carolina, you just make yourself off spawn. Do not allow them to get points. Like you gotta know yourself here, bro.
And now 2 ticks done. Shouldn't matter though that everyone is dead. Shotzzy,
damn, that's a good round.
Find it, you get
that's a really good
view
round.
of why they are one of the best offensive teams in control. Stellar stuff there, and it was just more like
Fellows power just went out, no bullshit.
It
what
was
the
just
fuck
constant
happened?
pressure once it got there. You never really could get that comfortable if you're Carolina.
Yeah, you weren't wrong. A minute with 8 lives. Yeah, that's not a lot of time if you're Optic, but that's if you're
any plans, Juan, but any dinner plans, any family plans, any plans this weekend, that weekend.
Around B-Dom, around Cafe, playing their life.
Maybe like a dinner.
And well, the next set of gunfights went
some
their
cake
way
or something.
Every single time.
If they
when it comes to playing video games, y'all like being more
instead
in the dark like Carolina or like
2 or 3
bright like Optic?
And yeah, really started to unravel there for Carolina. So what can you do to answer back for Carolina? You already given up an offensive round win to Optic, and you're 3 dead here pretty early. 1 player still lurking was Fellow, and he will drop. So that's a pretty clean, like 4 down, which allows you to just sprint up the map if you're Optic Texas, start to try and pin back this Royal Ravens team.
Yeah, he allowed to get Pred, him and Dashy in position to lock down this tank. Nice stun, though, from Carolina, using the slide to watch that cross. Shotzzy, though, just going to reinforce this. He's on 7 in a row, so he's got a cruise to work with. Again, finding another spree. That's what they did so well in map 1, finding a cruise.
And usually, like, I mean, you played Invasion Control, like your sprees and your kills don't usually come on offense. Like, were you able to do that?
Oh, Clay's got 4-shot headshot. I mean, that is a tough. When the 4-shot comes in from the NCW, you're like, how did I just die? Yeah. Because I think he has first shot.
Craze, gotta get used to playing. Gotta get used to playing under the big lights, Craze. I like that.
Hip fire headshot bullets. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, see, back when we had, you know, multipliers that maybe made more sense for the head, that's usually what it was, like the hip fire shot hit.
Maybe a LG? I don't remember, Charles. I generally don't remember, Charles. I'd be lying to you if I said I remember.
Fire was kind of a joke too, but it's Call of Duty. You're getting joked in some way every time you lose a gunfight, right, Joe?
I watch every kill, Jim.
Yeah. 20 to go. You've had nothing to work with if you are Royal Ravens. Clay, though, he had some moments in that round one where he was the difference maker to give them a chance. Getting a kill there, now get them on the point and trying to play from the stun. Yeah, trying to get down as the stun hit him.
Yo, it looks so funny when you get
stunned. Nice play. Yeah, uses the ladder
just
to
die.
Avoid the stun penalty.
Yeah, I can't. We can't. Listen, respectfully, bro. Right now, Alex is my dog, and he understands that.
You have one tick right now.
I can't take any, no matter what you do to Seattle. I can't take anything you do to them seriously currently. I got some ended
map too. In these first 2 rounds, a dominant offense and dominant defense.
Celebrate.
Yeah, you know,
like some Curry and shit. That sounds amazing.
It's like moments like this where
how about Curry?
They're just very clear.
I had like some spicy Madara curry, something like that. It was so good. It was actually the best shit.
A frustrating map too. Obviously, that was a tough one from the optics side of it, but instant answer here. 15-8 for Pred, 16-8 for Kenny. Dashy's stat line. I mean, that's just the position he plays for this squad, but like it looks so funny.
5-7, probably most damage.
Yeah. I was about to say he's probably leading the way in damage.
Probably most damage. Most assists. That's just the way it goes.
Yep, it sure does. Pred.
AJ is pissed
like
about
a
that
firecracker lights it up at the beginning of this round. Gwynn Clay out of it instantly onto the point. Go optic. Texas Shotzi sending it forward. The pace is just there for Texas. You've been on the back foot if you're Royal Ravens. You just can't
TJ's just getting some mean back shots. Fellows getting back shots. TJ passes
slow down the map.
Yeah.
Able to get away, but Fred with some beautiful MCW shots on the Clay off the spawn. That's 5 in a row. And their attacking rounds, yeah, kind of start behind Pred and Shotzi, just opening up the map, staying alive. And that's with this duo, what they can do. Just always having to worry about them when they get to their spots, and they've been in those positions.
Well, talking respawn, well, any mode, the game's a lot easier when sort of your entry guys are winning their gunfights. Like, it makes everything you're doing on the map easier, and they've been doing it so efficiently throughout the course of this map. 3,
that was almost 4 dead and multiple players on day. A quick transition, but they're going to use a cruise. Slow this push down from Carolina off a spawn. But you're about to get a take done, and Kenny's still alive.
And you're up 8 lives already.
That's another cruise.
Yeah, he's got another cruise. You're massively up in lives. You stopped the clock so much here. You still have 2 minutes to work with. Like, you could just bleed this team dry right now, probably from a live standpoint, but we'll see if it even comes to that. Or if you can just get it done the old-fashioned way, onto the point. They are not losing gunfights right now. Dashy beams another. You're on it, you're stopping the clock again, you're making some progress. You have a second player to layer this with you. Kenny in just a second. The one cruise hits a rooftop, trophy out for coverage. Map could be done here with some gunfight victories. One does get through, so only one person on the point. He'll slow down for now. Another chance to retake this. Not anymore.
They're not losing gunfights.
No, this is the fastest.
Nobody on the team is losing gunfights in one of the most dominant invasion controls I've seen all year.
You outslayed.
This has to be a like of kills, right? Like, you can't win with those stats and control, bro.
You don't
too many
usually
deaths,
just
not enough kills.
Outslay and fry like that on offense, on invasion. You just don't. And like, you'll see maybe a team put up one offensive round win, but it's usually like ugly. Like, you battle it out, it's down to the wire. Or like you get a crazy A capture at the beginning. They just beat the crap out of them.
No, they really did.
Just absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah, it's just all the multi-kills. You just saw in the feed. Like, yeah, we were kind of highlighting Kenny and Clay round 1, but like, then that kind of went away. You're going to see 6 for TJ, 7 for Fellow. On the other side, everybody positive.
You know the pop-up after you play a map of like, did you have fun?
They would say no.
Answer's no, it did not.
Dashi had more. I mean, Kenny had more damage than Fellow and TJ
Kenny
combined.
22 and 9. Pred right behind him with 21. And again, you had 3 people earn streaks.
That's fucking tough.
Similar to map 1.
Oh, we were wrong with Dash.
I mean, you can't really do anything about that.
He didn't lead the way in damage, though.
He had more damage than both of them combined, bro. What the fuck do you do in that situation?
Somebody's got 40, someone's got 20, but 20 had the most damage.
Cardi just said, we just won. We just won what? We just won map 3? Brother, Carolina is the best
There's a lot of pressure
Rio team in Hardpoint, bro. It's not going to be sweet lock-in.
He's been criticized at times over the years just due to whether it's been like the lack of wins or individual performance or things that have happened for him. And you know, sometimes he's been relied on so much to put up numbers, but when you've got talent around you and when you're winning your opening fights, like sort of his front line did in this map, like, yeah, you're vibing.
I'm kind of falling asleep, and I still got to watch Seattle and LAG. Oh, man.
And a lot of the highlights are just going to be optic.
It's because the last 2 days I've to woke up early.
Just two-piece after two-piece.
For things that I have to like, I give my word on hopeless
Shotzi,
people.
take your pick.
That's why I got back a little bit late.
What you want to watch, but the green wall went off.
I haven't been home in the like immediately in the morning.
I think you nailed it.
I think what Friday woke up like at
Dominant invasion control.
Back home late.
In my memory.
We played after LAG Seattle.
The most dominant one we have casted, that was just...
I remember like some rounds where like teams have transitioned, but an entire map?
Like 2 offenses of the 3, too.
Yeah.
Like that was just an absolute
I'm not watching that on Blender, bro.
onslaught.
Shit, I might not watch either.
Yeah, sure you are.
I might just lay down right there and watch it from bed like shit.
Props back after map 2, the way that went.
True, because I think if I would ask that same question, where did you have fun? They did not on map 2. No. It was a frustrating one. They were dominated, had some tough like one-on-one losses too. Like that was a little party there for the Ravens side. That's how quickly things can switch in Call of Duty, and the beauty of our esport with different game modes. Like you'll be crying one map, you'll be rejoicing the next. Is you bring it back in that map 3, you go up 2-1, and now you have a chance to close it out in Rio, where both have been solid.
Yeah, and I think, if you're Carolina, a lot of the times I feel like Subbase is going to be taken away from them. They're going to need to find Subbase or Karachi, right? I think they're going to need to find another hardpoint map, and this could be one where you have Gwyn, right? Sort of one of your stars can kind of go off.
You have Gwyn
as a sub player. I feel like this could be a good map for them. We're on the other side.
Biscuit, I thought you were fasting, brother. Like, you literally said to me earlier today you're doing a 7-day fast. You're in day 2, bro.
As many subs as we need. We have Kenny who can run the flex.
Did something happen?
That is the strength of this roster.
Yeah, no.
Did you lie again? Are you a liar again?
Optic looked strong here. I think what the loss was to Rocker, where it was sort of like Rocker beat what? They beat Ultra, they beat Optic. I think FaZe just beat them on it. Like there's been sort of this back and forth with Rio. His teams are gonna, I don't know, rapidly improve or devolve. I think it's just a new map.
Herm, I'm not gonna lie to you. This next series might break the viewership lowest record in history. I'm not gonna lie to you. TJ just turned his lights down even more, motherfucker. Damn.
When he joined the squad, you're still definitely trying to widen the map hole when you have something like an invasion that you're having to play with, and when you're 0-7 on it now, you got to find something. Or does it just wipe for Optic as they continue through the year? Rio Hardpoint overall, 1-1 for Optic. That lost to Minnesota, 1-0 for Royal Ravens. And this is probably, at least when you look through it, like,
doesn't look bad.
As much as it's scary for Royal Ravens because of the hardpoint pedigree of Optic, like, on paper, it looks to make their best chance. Like,
Fellow with a sub versus Kenny with a sub? I mean, I got Kenny all day, respectfully.
Granted, they look pretty good at map 2, despite that.
Yeah, we'll see if it's just a battle of attrition here. Can Carolina bounce back, get us to that game 5 where they are undefeated on invasion search?
Yeah, it's kind of, they've been throwing punches, right? Optic comes out, they strike first. A haymaker.
Right
back when you're on uppercut. If you're Optic, Texas, and then Gwen says, "Daddy's here," comes out and hits with a triple to open the map. Great timing there, Gwen. What I was saying, that was perfect.
Yeah, nice start there. Able to they just line up. He's vending corner.
There's no way Optic is still trying this 2AR shit, right? Like the whole time? Like, there's no way.
But Gwyn continues 5 in a row. Can he find a cruise? What Optic has done so well in the respawns. Can Carolina get one in their pocket? Some nice shots out of Kenny.
I mean, that was a nice shot from
someone has to be a little selfless here.
Kenny, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said from Kenny. I'm like, no,
Dash is not running one. Look how he's
beautiful,
playing.
And there it is, 6 in a row. And he got to the 5 and I went like, what? It was like 25 seconds. Like that was so fast in the hard point. He gets the streak. You take a 38-0 advantage. I mean, that opener, that's just all
checks it.
A triple to start.
Kenny with a sub, Jack. Kenny with a sub.
More time. 2 players remaining here. See where the spawns come in for Optic. 2 players spawn right in front of TJ, so he might be in behind there. But to pick that up though beautifully. Still battling on the point his fellow. Now you got a 2-on-2.
World War II Kenny is here.
Kind of taking the long routes.
I like that, Ken. That's why they're trying the map check. Is that they did change something about the gameplay.
Play out on this map.
They didn't have that before. Now they do.
Able to take down one, but I think you already take this if you are Carolina, kind of breaking up that rotation a bit, but Pred now on 5
slow start
in a
for
row.
Kenny, he brings it back already.
He's able to fight on back, get some hill time, trying to snap, not easy, and Gwyn takes him down, so no cruise there for Optic.
He's getting hit by everything. I don't even know that he knows that he was shooting at.
That's what can make P2 so tough.
Yeah.
So difficult. If you cannot get pushed forward, no trophies down, you're just getting bombarded.
So far, so good.
Hey, Spisky, what happened to the fast
Royal
though, bro?
Ravens, you
literally told me earlier today you were
there on the rotation, and Well, you kind of send 2 through old, 2 through new. If you are Optic
Shotzi just
Texas,
hit it 1
they'll look to
second?
set up a pinch onto
Oh,
this
mind.
point.
They spawned there. I'm
You got Kenny and Brett Eye, Shotzi and Dashy low, and now they'll combine through the mid-map as they go in. Shotzi, so good with the
shots,
openers
boy.
as we just saw. Finding one here, trying to make the things easier for the squad, and Pred with a lovely double.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That is the break in. The spawns are flipped, and Carolina just had nobody middle of the map. So you kind of saw Shotzi, as soon as he jumps that box corner, gets the first kill, they all just fly on through. Now it's Carolina's turn, this time behind Gwyn, who is able to find the double. The contest is there. He's able to find his third. He's up to 12 and 5.
Hello. A kill there for Pred and Dashy. Hardpoint control with 15 seconds remaining. And despite the hot start from Gwyn and maybe a frustrating P2 due to the break, you're right back in this thing if you are Optic Texas. On rotation, they've got position as well and still a player at Old. Pred's still winning fights at Old, finally going to fall. Now you start to spread things out, but as the new hardpoint pops, you lose. What Shotzi drops almost instantly, so there's an opening window here for Royal Ravens.
Yeah, Carolina knows this, right? One player picks up the flank on TJ, who is hitting that route. Couple of players off spawn. Shotzi through boxes is able to find 2. If he has one more bullet, maybe the third. But that's great heads-up play from Carolina, just knowing the timings. But now the hill is white, and it is a battle for control. Coming out on top is Optic. That is 4 dead for Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, even though it was Shotzi was kind of that first death that maybe allowed for the opening, the fact he comes back and gets 2, almost 3, doesn't allow Royal Ravens to stabilize. It stays real messy, and now...
Bro, of course he doesn't, Travis. You
point.
already hate losing, but you don't want to lose to someone that is your friend. Because they are... It's not even about the record. It's your friend, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Pred, though, right behind him. Game tied up.
Yeah, I mean, the difference so far is really just that P3 break is... What was that? Pred with some insane shots onto Fellow.
He had to stop his
imagine that was a rival. I don't know. Maybe Pred picked up an MCW for this P5, but great shots on the Fellow on that rotation. Again, you're hoping to win rotation.
The Pred over chat is definitely locking in. You got it locked. You probably are about to cash out any moment now, man.
That'll make a bit more sense, but still a tight one. Waiting for the dust to clear. And you will maybe get some time on the point now. Trying to wrap in behind, it's TJ. Looking for openings, he'll be able to find one. You've almost got 2 minutes off of the play clock, and it's I mean, it's kind of like map 1.
That's
just early.
Messy.
It's very messy, not a lot of big hold, lots of time where the hard point's white or contested. If it's anything like map 1, though, it'll start to clean up the deeper we get.
You know, I mean, Optic, yeah, it's just on some of these rotations, they have broke Carolina so early. Behind a multi-kill. We just had Shotzi on 5 in a row. The subs didn't lose. 15 for Shotzi, 19 for Pred. 17-point lead throughout that first set.
See who can find maybe a little bit of separation first. Still just this tug of war, but
no separation.
Into the second set.
Damn.
Where Gwyn kind of opened with that haymaker to start things off. There's one streak in. Gwyn earned it early. He finally used it now at the beginning of this rotation, but you're still on the point if you are Optic, so maybe this will be the swing. It was 5 in a row again for Shotzi, up to 18. He's been so
Kenny's
good
low
in these
game,
hard
though.
points.
If Kenny tees up, is over.
Carolina at bay.
I mean, you call in that cruise, and then Shotzi finds 3.
That's tough.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see when you jump out of that cruise. And while Shotzi continues, but it's gonna be Gwyn. Finally, someone shoots back, able to take him down.
But what happened to everybody else? Everybody was shooting on Carolina. What the fuck happened to him?
Gwyn as he continues.
Yeah, no, he's been that individual playmaker for Royal Ravens, where
without some of his plays, this might be another ugly one.
Well, it's like for Optic Texas, everyone's had their moment, right? Like everyone's erupted or earned a streak or had these just takeover moments. The one struggling right now, Kenny. 8 and 16, but guess what? You're up 40, you're in control, you've got the point, you're looking to close out this series, but everybody just dropped off a spawn. Let's hop to a listen in with Optic Texas.
Go ahead,
that was kind of a big break.
Half full clip now. I know where he went.
Shotzi's taking a really one of those pinches that like the game is tied or this is where we blow the game on. Let me see.
Whatever he is. I'm running a caution. I think caution. Watch, I guess. He's half out to the right. Half out to the right. Under half out. Honest it. Alright, under half out. Go, shit on. Under half out.
Watch out. Really weak.
Yeah, Yeah, that's nice. Nice trap. Really good time. Play through it. Play through it. I got a right. Okay, I got time. There you go. Close right. I don't see him ramp.
You play the right side. I'm bumping you guys on hold.
I don't see him. Man. He's just playing boxes.
You guys see him. Go. Dive in.
Yo, one's on your plate. Or team.
Box to the... Nice, that's two. I couldn't do fast.
Chad, I'm not gonna lie, Chad. If I watch LEG Seattle, I might knock out. I'm not gonna lie. So please, like you said, if I knock out, just keep the chat alive. Wow, what the fuck? Clay gets two? Wait, AG was not weak.
I spawned out. Stay alive.
That shit just blocked the back. Just stay alive.
1 HP in the back. Back bus. All the way in the back.
Repeat it.
Hold in the back end.
Back three. Last guy.
Back right, maybe.
No. He spawned out. Middle.
Staircase.
I have a trophy AJ in a second.
Nice, ants.
One soda.
I have left time.
Soda. Could be boxes. Yeah, I'll get boxes. You're good. Boxes, Clay, guys.
I'm
Really good time.
I have box.
I have the back right. He can't
Box is Clay dead.
Nice, that's it.
I'm cutting box.
One on you.
We get back and Pred is absolutely twisted, mate.
That's a great Pred accent right there. But yeah, I mean, as soon as we go to listen, it's the end of P2 into P3. Last time at P3, it was an early break for Optic. Same thing happens here. Carolina fought on that, but Shotzi flies through 6 in a row. An early rotation of P4 doesn't matter either for Carolina. Carolina have had chances to find some time, but they just have not found the kills in those moments.
Shotzi, I don't know if I've ever watched a player that it's like every timing and like gunfight's going his way, or like it's the total opposite and like nothing's going his way. It's just kind of the way he plays, but like when he's in his bag, bro, it is so fun to watch. Like there is a rhythm and a rhyme to his gameplay, and it's a blast.
Well, he's gonna call it a cruise right away, flies on down, hits the speed boost to help his teammate trying to get onto this hill. Fellow, though, locking down the white van, trying to play his life, has a trophy. Gwyn watching the cross. Not the easiest shots to hit, but able to connect. Is Carolina trying to stay alive in this map?
I just fucking hit
kind of
my
similar
mic
to that map one. Like, you know, it was 2 minutes off the play clock, like an 80-80 game. As crazy as the fights have been, it's stabilized a bit.
It's 30 points.
You got a chance to push this to a map 5 if you're Carolina. So reminiscent in the scoreline of map 1. You've stayed tight, you fought tough. Can you bring it back this time though if you're Royal Ravens, or do you get shut down? It was Optic Texas in the clutch in the map 1. They're doing it here in the hard point over the 200 point mark. Looking to close it out. The pinch started to develop though for Royal Ravens. Can they get him out?
What stats are looking like from the first 3 maps?
Kill and get him out for now, but some damage done there from Optic.
Well, I mean, that's just the spawns, right? You have 2 players on Optic, and Shotzi and Pred, I think, just getting loose middle of the map, and they actually spawned Clay behind them. So it kind of sets up a pinch for free for Carolina, which turns into maybe the final 20 seconds of this hill going the way of the Ravens, which keeps them in the game. That 20 seconds, that would have shut them out.
And that's with the kind of a mid hard point, right? A central hard point. It's just
this
so
is low-key still doable. It just really depends on these like rotation gunfights.
Get some time to Carolina. Nice tracking as one goes over the top for Clay, and then you get another Clay doing his thing.
Well, now this gives them a chance maybe to win rotation to P1 behind that double. Instead of rotating all the way through, you fight through bridge as Optic, but Clay shuts you down.
The multi-kills coming again though for Optic. Kenny was able to get 2 shots. He Pred through for the final ones, and you're into the point again. Can you be heroic now if you're Royal Ravens in battle through? Do you seal the deal if you are Texas? They've got the point unlocked for now.
Get us to the next series, man. People falling asleep to one.
From the point, soaking up time.
It's over.
And finding the kills as well. Just holding for the next one. Stun hits though, and help them back away for now. He's just been stunned up for 10 seconds. Now contested, 15 to go for Optic.
Kenny though on a big pinch. Kenny on the pinch might be able to shut this down. Well, numbers-wise over to Carolina, it comes down to a 1v1, 10 seconds left. They'll take this scrap time, but I mean, we know how difficult it is really to hold P2 cleanly. Optic should be able to close out this series.
We'll see. Or do you have some insane hold? If you are Royal Ravens,
bro,
Gwyn, with the opening gunny,
everywhere on the map.
Shotzi has been terrific. Looking for number 40 as he puts it up. 40 on the map for Shotzi.
Shotzi 40 and 25.
Well, trying to clear him out of the point. 6 points needed. Finessing his life, it'll finally drop. Pred though there with the help. Into the point go Optic. This should end up sealing the deal. This is highlighting what you said. It's so scrappy. You just need a couple of seconds. You can't quite get it done yet. You stabilize. but
pretty
one
much, this
point
pretty much
needed.
Summarizes this series.
Yeah, yeah.
What are the chances? What are the chances, chat, that we see?
Staying alive. You hear the nades.
We see them make this comeback, bro.
Now they gotta rotate.
0%,
1% left. Optic still throwing bodies at this. You have Kenny getting aggressive. Someone's right behind him. That's gonna be Fred. Dashy looking over him. Not there yet, though, is another double, but on rotation, you're going to have number 6 in Shotzi finding a second.
Clay's running, can't quite get there to maybe contest. I thought just for a second.
42 for Shotzi. Is that the hardpoint kill record?
It won't happen. Shotzi drops 40 plus. He had a series because his map 1 was nutty as well.
Last match of the day, man. Last match of the day.
Optic get the win. They do it through the respawns. Maybe the one bright note for Royal Ravens where the search and destroy struggles have come. Maybe High Rise starts to be a map for you, but you get bodied up, especially just from a slaying standpoint. The respawns,
for
like
the
it
first
was
time
in
the CDL history,
here when we
Fred
the scoreboard,
has
right?
beaten TJ Halley.
When we were hopping on board with Clay. I mean, fellow struggles. On the other side, yeah, 43 from Shotzi, 36 from Pred. This is,
damage.
yeah, this duo on Rio didn't go crazy. On the other side of it, if you're Carolina, I think you look at both hard points, like, there were chances for us to win.
There were.
2 P3s on
Seven,
this match
almost 7
specifically
kill with
where
a sub.
Carolina is there. And, I mean, you just have someone fly through and piece them up. Can't happen.
Cardi, I love you, bro.
Yeah,
You always
it
sponsor
just
them,
felt
man.
like
Cardi, you moron.
I don't know. Optic just through
so
some
glad to be a
individual
part of the
moments
same
or
org as
the
Shotzi.
entry kills from Shotzi and Pred all series, like they were just making the game hard for
Sometimes,
Carolina. You could say it's
hey,
the other way, but
Travis,
like,
I might need to stop. I'm not gonna lie.
they were just too
I
comfortable.
tried
Like, when
hyping up
Shotzi's playing like that, when his POV looks
Rocker
like that, you
and
know what I mean?
Face.
You're just like,
fucking
uh-oh, like have fun dealing with that.
I
He's just
tried
gonna be
hyping up Optic Carolina.
Here's just a recap of the
backfired.
series. Close hard points.
Oh no, gang.
The other two modes
gang.
not close. Carolina able to win that high-rise S&D, but the invasion control, one to watch there for Optic.
No, yeah, that was the most impressive part probably of this series. I mean, maybe you could say the search was definitely great for a positive on the other side, but for Optic, yeah, that invasion was insane. 2 of the most one-sided offensive rounds we've ever seen. Absolute dominance. Yeah, the boys were shooting.
Give us
Optic,
I'm
get
finna get
the
Shotzi
win.
interview, guys.
Smiles
Anyone
everywhere.
agree?
As we get
Or we
back
feeling
to the
something
desk
else?
to Christopher, big sexy puck.
I'm finna get Shotzi interview.
Thanks, Maven. All right, guys. We
And now Arsenal's about to take the
deserving
stage.
all-
It is the battle of the burgers in the qualifiers. Both teams have yet to win a match. Somebody is due a W. If you thought Miami versus LA Thieves was a good game last weekend between 2 teams that have yet to win a match, Seattle versus LAG might be even better. It could be a game 5, round 11, 1v1.
Shotzi is going, it is very, very hard to get him to stop. He just starts getting some of these most insane timings, and he knows exactly what to do with them. Unfortunately for like Carolina Royal Ravens, they started calling out he was missing a little bit too late into this respawn because he was constantly behind them and shooting them in their back.
Yeah, that was also the hardpoint kill record set by Shotzi in that game number 4. Just absolutely
Hardpoint kill record set by the Mexican Prince.
Despite
Mexican.
Carolina, they were in this game. I got to shout out Optic Texas and like they're just prioritizing the right thing.
He looks
Spawn
full
knowledge
Mexican,
is
though.
not
I'm
right.
being
When you
dead
think
ass.
about
He
the end
looks
of that
full.
invasion, how close it actually was, and the spawn outs are happening left and right. You have players spawning blue, players spawning Palace. It's Kenny who picks up a huge kill. Like the timings are on point. Goes to hill, finds one, backs up, secures the spawn once again, and then they proceed to get the majority of that time. And then even at the end of this game, like granted, yeah, they're about to win, but like they're prioritizing the right things, pressuring that P2, creating so many layers so they know that they're going to ensure that rotation.
layers.
These are things that you need to do in HP to perform at a high level. and Optic does that.
Layers.
I want to play devil's advocate a little bit here just for the simple fact that when we were heading into this match, Optic Texas is already a top 4 team. They're already one of the top teams in respawn. So honestly, they are expected to win both hard points in this series. It wasn't expressive at number 3, but their search and destroy still has a lot of work that needs to be done.
But Allie, it's time for your scuff play of the game, and there's not many better than a 3-0 in control. It was close, but we talked about it coming in. Optic is just clutch.
Yeah, no, it was those 2 offenses, right? I mean, especially on a map like Invasion, this was extremely impressive, even from a team like Optic
Oh my
Texas.
God.
Like I said, that is good at.
And listen, guys, I don't know Dante too well. We've spoken a few times. I will consider him a real one. But one thing I will say is he always tweets out what he feels like as long as is not against politically correct, aka the new woke movement. You know what I'm saying? Which I fuck with, because a lot of players see this like, and they'll be like, "Yeah, bro, because pentagram is gonna make a difference, right?" They think that in their head, but none of them want to tweet that. You know what I'm saying? Like he replied, "I'm sure he'll save them." Like, respectfully, ASIM over a pentagram, I got ASIM. Snoop over pentagram, I got Snoop. You know, respectfully, of course.
You could just fly on the map, and I mean that's obviously what I enjoy, just flying, doing your thing as a solo player, being annoying, and yeah, I feel like that map definitely suits me for sure.
Now everyone sees the KD, but damage is what I look at. I always find that so impressive to see how many bullets you were actually landing. You and Pred combined for 13,000 damage in that final hard point.
13K?
What is it like playing with this guy? Are you guys running together? Are you dividing and conquering? How would you describe your play style?
I mean, personally, I've always played just fast and annoying. That's kind of my play style. I try to do what's easy for the team, and I mean, AG's just annoying to play against as well. The guy's literally camping in the corner, just laying down. So I feel like that dynamic is really good, just because we're constantly just being annoying around the map. And yeah, especially that map. Rio, we're just being annoying. I haven't seen his pop, but like, I can only imagine.
Yeah, no, especially Respawn in general, right? I feel like, I mean, not feel like, you guys are one of the top Respawn teams right now. So that then leads me to Search and Destroy. Where have you guys kind of had the conversation of what's going wrong?
Yeah, I think we all like that map too. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we don't play high rise, and that's one thing that we're trying to expand. Yeah, like I said, we lagged out that second map. We obviously had to play it more, get used to it. But yeah,
map.
This series we're kind of just expanding our map pool.
Shotzi, I know, big team change coming into this season. You guys had to figure some things out. I feel like you were due for a takeover series, and this was your best performance this year so far. What clicked for you recently? Why were you able to play so well today as opposed to the weeks prior?
This guy just tried to throw a basketball head. Honestly, I honestly don't even know. I feel like now I'm like slowly comfortable into like the way this team this team plays. I feel like I'm more comfortable.
Dude, Travis,
now.
I'm one of the people that is Mexican.
Back then I was kind of just forcing everyone to, or I was forcing plays to make everyone feel comfortable instead of just playing my game.
Really crazy because
I feel like that's one thing that I did differently the last month. I'd say like just focus on myself, and everything will just come smoother, and we'll all just work together as well.
It's working.
Hey, Shotzi, you play Atlanta March 3rd. How do we feel about that? Actually, producer in my ear, new question for you. Where can I watch your stream?
Wait, what was it?
Yeah, he switched up on him.
Where can we watch your content, Shotzi?
Oh, you can watch on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shotzi, YouTube as well, TikTok. Honestly, you can find out Facebook too. But yeah.
He's everywhere.
Twitch.tv/Shotzi.
So open up your phone. Shotzi's probably on it. Thank you for joining us live. That's Shotzi. That is Optic with our winner spotlight. And we have one more match to go.
We're already here. Wow, one more?
Are you excited?
I am excited.
I'm getting excited. And you ready for this one?
I'm ready. I want to see if Seattle actually shows some life today, because they got smoked yesterday.
They got
Optic is done. We come back.
Smoked in every other match they play.
Desperate for a dub, but
just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck, name it. They got smoked in every match they play.
Stay tuned. Match 3 up next.
And here comes Seattle surge shot. Eli is back. I'm just kidding. No, I'm trying to hype up some bullshit. All right, back to the Dante tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, people trying to clown him too. Like this guy. Shit, maybe Cammy and Pentagram. I'm not, bro. Cammy, like, man, I fuck with Cam. But how the fuck, like, Cammy was struggling bad. I'm talking bad on Thieves. Weird comment for sure though. Like, he's trying to call him weird. Like, we speak our minds, we weird. We keep on the low, we like, motherfucker. Hey, yo, motherfucker. I think that's a real ass comment. You keep it a buck. What you think you gotta say sometimes. Let me see. Box, of course, throwing it up for the Optic game, so. I should watch the CDL TV.
Share your life. They actually went for the challenges and gave us an opportunity, which is something I hate.
Bring back
seeing.
All-Star matches,
Oh,
Shaq.
what?
Bring
the
back All-Star
hell was
matches.
That? Then he just got
That's the best gun in the game. That is the best gun in the game.
That's what would you rather stack a point and just
Bring
get that
back All-Star
extension?
matches, man.
They don't even have 2 ticks done yet. Now they will, as Formal, he gets pushed up into wood, and they're just playing around these spawn kills. They're looking everywhere. Only 1 death in this round for Optic.
Oh yeah, this has been a
they are
clinic,
pigs.
an absolute
fucking
clinic.
back shot right here. Bring back
Picking up
Cold War,
Zig.
bro.
As you watch the white arrow start to funnel out,
Trying to make
Simp
it
and
sad
RCs
watching
have
this
that
game, bro. Like, this game was
crossfire.
so good.
It's a lot for Simp to deal with, and he is dealing with it. 4-0 start. Just sensational. Hey, he gets stuck. That was directly to his forehead, I think.
Yeah, Toronto Ultra trying to get water side to, flip spawns for the second hill. We're going to head towards the left side of your mini-map, dude. Over towards Kitchen. All right, but at least they're sticking them.
Was that deja vu? It's like 4 in a row.
But early in our 7th circle here, there's still 30 teams left. You don't have any resources. Get to the zone if you can. Win your gunfight. Maze somehow sneaks through. You see a lone
This is
Nubu
like the
Spartan
worst
running
shit to
around like
watch,
a
like-
chicken with his head cut off. There were so
Imagine
many
you're a
squads.
dad
This
and you're
is
watching your
unprecedented.
son
Being
play,
able to
and you
see
and
this
this
from
is
the
this is what you're watching right here.
is so special.
You gotta watch the game, bro. I'm playing like.
Moving zone.
You know, we knew we were going to come in and handle business. You know, they're a pretty team. I don't know what all the hype is about around this match. I mean, look at the scores.
I did.
Harm, trust me, Harm. We'll be back, Harm. Trust me.
Oh, take a look at this rush. Take a look at this aggressive play.
Trust me, I'll
from
be fucking
Minnesota.
back. I
They
promise
make
you.
their way
Son.
in
I
through
fucking
middle.
promise
They
you.
instantly hop into this B zone. Standing with a nice little angle.
Showing Vanguard spots, bro. Like, yo, I don't remember this fucking study being that energetic.
My goal here is to win champs. I think it's gonna be very difficult, but if we put the time and we just work hard, it's just everything is possible, I think.
Reinforcements are here now. Attached. Here we go. Flies on now. Able to find a second one. Progress being made. All of the Rocker members here now. They can stack this, and it's going to go quickly. Ultra have to fly, but Brisa already there on the cuts. Fans, he's going to die to a trophy. It could be the Major 5 trophy that just blew him up, but Attached trying to hold on. 3 points over 4 as well. As well, Attached with the pistol. Standing follows it up, and there.
Fern, I don't know why lately I started feeling guilty every time I eat, but I only eat healthy. As basically because you're lying. You literally said to me a few hours ago, I'm gonna be fasting all day today. I'm on day 2. It's gonna be you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be, I'm Fast City right now. Next thing you know, you're talking about eating this and that. Like it's basically you are lying about eating. Just eat, bro. You don't gotta fast every day, boy. It's not good. A fast only hits if you're doing it from time to time, Twin.
Just 2 weeks from now, Seattle Surge will be flying across the
get an
country
apple.
to Miami for Major 2. Tonight,
Run that
though,
and
they
get apple.
enter this match with an 0-3 record, and they're taking on a West Coast rival here in LAG. Both of these teams are winless in our standings, but this is LAG's just 3rd match here in Major 2.
If Seattle Surge want even a crumb of a chance of trying to make it into winners so they don't fly to Miami and have to just get booty bopped and sent back home after that long flight, then they have to get a win here versus LAG, which isn't impossible. These are obviously 2 teams extremely on the struggle bus, and for the fact of Seattle Surge is that they're good at search and destroy. That is the one edge that they have in this series versus LAG.
Nameless, I'm looking at these faces. They are intimidating. They are scary. But is there a leader on this roster when things are going wrong?
That's a really good question because, you want to say it'd be like our cities, but it just feels like there's been no leadership on this team, Chris. I'll be honest. I mean, watching them play, especially in some of the control. I mean, they had some fight yesterday, but for the most part, they look like they're pretty clueless and that there's going to be an imminent roster change ahead. But they are going up against LAG, who have been struggling. So if there's any opportunity, it would be in this series. And you can see winless in Hardpoint in Major 2 qualifiers, an 0-4 record with minus 92.
Yeah, I was going to say almost 100-point difference every time you play Hardpoint. That is just unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, they do have their best Hardpoint here in map number 1 in this series, so there's some life. The problem is it's also LAG's best Hardpoint. And then Control has to show life again. 2 and 9 in round count control in the M2 qualifiers, 2.6 ticks capped per attack, 5.2 ticks allowed per defense. I mean, there's been some high rises that they've just given up an entire point in the first 10 seconds of the map. So clearly it's a preparation thing as well. I think they need to just play a little bit more free on the map.
Ali, if Surge gets the win today, who's your player to watch?
Ooh, player to watch. I would say RC just because he
Abuza.
solo carried them through that search and destroy, but Abuza is a good call out since he is technically the rookie on this team.
Both of those have been able to drop numbers, but inconsistently. And on the other side of this matchup, same thing can be said for DiamondCon. He dropped 32 kills at his first hard point, but then was kind of silenced as that respawn match went on. For LAG to be on top of their game, what do you need to see today, Nameless?
Yeah, I mean, like, LAG is a really exciting team because they have players who can, like, pop off, take over games. I mean, you're talking about a team that's been top 3 in First Bloods in SNE all year long, just haven't been able to convert them, and Fame gets a ton of those, right? Like, Estrio has his moments where he gets inside and behind enemy lines making plays, and then DiamondCon can take over a respawn. The problem with this team is that, like, their hardpoint map pool is just basically non-existent. And then in Search and Destroy, the fundamentals have not been on point. It's just similar things like what Optic was going through in their S&Ds, like man-up situations, they haven't been able to convert bombs down, they're losing the round. So LAG, I mean, go back, watch some VOD and try to fix your Search because they're middle-of-the-pack HP team.
Ali, we got the maps and modes. What do you see?
I see nothing because neither of these teams really have a map pool or a deep one at that. Again, I would say the only situation is maybe Seattle Surge and that invasion Search and Destroy. And
yeah, I mean, I see in the series, like, between the two Search and Destroy, Seattle they're 5-0, so they feel very confident in Invasion and High Rise, and they're just gonna have to steal their hardpoint map pick, which is gonna be that #1 Karachi. See if they can do it.
Could come down to who's better at Karachi. It's games 1 and 3. It's time to get our pick'ems in, and I'm going first. LAG is in the 9th seed. Surge is in the 10th seed. I think 9 is better today. I'm going with purple.
I like your logic there. I'm also going to go with Purple Squad today, LAG. I just think this squad as a whole has a lot of opportunity and a higher ceiling than Seattle Surge.
Ooh. Dang, yo.
Someone pick, come on, man. Somebody pick Seattle, man.
You can.
No way.
You can.
I'm going with Seattle. To put the Seattle logo up. I think Seattle's going to take it. LAG have been
What?
addressing Seattle are going to come out, say screw it, and take over.
All right, and the fans also went with LAG. It is time to get this battle started. It's going with Surge last minute. Nameless. He's got some confidence. Let's see if our casters do too.
Is it confidence? I don't know. Is he just going against you two guys? I think that might be it. I think that might be it. I don't know. Look, I'm not feeling confident for Seattle, but at the same time, I mean, it's one of those matchups. You're not going great at this moment in time. Is it the time for the bounce back, trying to get some confidence underneath them?
I mean, again, the one good sign we really have from the side of Seattle is like the way they played against Toronto. First half, not too great, but like by the time the Karachi control rolled around, they were playing good Call of Duty. And obviously, like, I like where Nameless, small amount of the structure you might be trying to bring to the table.
It's gonna be back shots.
Like Hook is like perfect for that.
I'm kidding. It's gonna be a good match. This is actually gonna be probably the best match of the day.
Is best
because they're both so both can be so criminal.
He is unleashed. So I think there's always that potential just to have a takeover sort of performance. Of course, Karachi Hardpoint, as noted, Seattle's best map. The record not great, but obviously Karachi from the side of LAG a little bit better. Might not be on point with the rotations, but even if you remember just a week ago when they played against Optic on this map, pretty much fried. Like, played the map incredibly well start to finish. So LAG, I think, certainly a team really from the start of the year have a very effective game plan of how they want to play these maps, and if they execute it, it can be near flawless.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to rotate if you're going to break them every single time, right? I mean, I suppose it's down to the fundamentals. If you can find either one of those, that's a good thing to do. But over towards the LAG side, maybe just a little bit more. I think, you know, it has been a bit of a struggle for them, but starting to potentially step things up. And again, you know, we talk about Seattle wanting to try and find some confidence for the side of LAG. It's
Fucking
the same thing, right? You're not looking too great at this moment in time. Starting to get maybe things going a little bit better, but realistically speaking, same seat as where Seattle is sitting right now.
Yes, you are just trying to stop sort of that.
Yo,
you know,
when I eat an apple, bro, is it loud? Like, I
of a
don't want to be chewing like a
downward
fucking cow.
spiral. But for LAG, again, when it's good, it is fantastic. However, when it's bad, 0-5 round count in Major 2 on the attacking rounds.
Damn.
Not exactly ideal. Granted, if it's invasion, that's one thing, but it's not always that. This team likes to play a lot of high rise. We got a Karachi control for the map 3 as well. You can't afford to just get straight up bullied out on the offensive rounds. We're still on the search and destroy front. First Bloods out of control. 70% plus is pretty nutty. Granted, a slightly small sample size, but nonetheless, they've been incredibly effective in not just the First Bloods, but getting the bomb down as well. So around the objective, these guys have been on point. And again, it's a game plan thing. They do have a strong game plan. They know what they want to do in these situations. Yes, there are a couple mishaps on the execution of it, but it's a fairly young team they have across the board, not counting Adam Assault. So it's certainly something you're expecting them to improve on over time.
100%. And I think, you know, if you could put those fundamentals together, getting the first bloods is one thing. That's the hard part, right? It's converting that.
I hate watching Seattle because I hate seeing my brother's side, and for some reason Alex has been like
doing that, then all of a sudden things are looking a lot better for the Sunny Seattle Surge.
LAG, my brother looks so sad.
I just want to see some confidence out of them, just to maybe get a map under their belts, get rolling. Because I mean, yesterday it was not fun for them or anybody, to be honest with you. Ultra just played with them over the entire series, so they'll want to be coming into this and just get a bit of a better feeling going. We've seen a couple of decent plays though coming out here and there. You know, the control, as was alluded to from the desk, was pretty decent. And yourself, you know, it was getting there, but again, it just feels like there is no momentum heading their way. It's only going the opposite direction right now for Seattle Surge, but this is a winnable game for them. And if they can find this, you never know what their season is going to look like. But yeah, things have been a real struggle since Brezzy came into this roster. And you know, as a big EU man, as you like to point out quite a lot, in my bias, I really want to see Brezzy do well. Look, he's had a good amount of time on the challenger side. I think he's done great things over there. It's nice to see him and Abuza in on the roster, but things are just not working right now.
Again, yeah, I mean, it was pointed out. It's the sort of classic thing in Seattle at this point. They've just been put in a very difficult position, like, throughout this stage, but yeah, they're working on those improvements. This, of course, throughout the Major 2 qualifiers as well. Well, the records overall, those are super interesting stats. That's a lot of maps played there, but either way, you can certainly see sort of an indication. Struggles on both sides. I know certainly keys to success for LAG. Their breaks have been certainly more on point, 32 or 33%. Pretty solid, especially on Karachi. Breaks are going to be key because you very much trade hills on this map. You win one hill, you're going to lose the rotation and X more often than not. But I would just say for the side of Surge, like, it's like the pop-off potential. Like, the one sort of good S&D map when they had on Terminal this past week was in RC, just sort of had that takeover performance. I think that's exactly what I'm looking for Seattle on the flip side. Again, Hook always going to be a very strong candidate for it, but you never know. Maybe a Brezzy or the rookie Abuza can step up to the plate as well. Certainly Abuza has had quite a few very strong maps this year.
Yeah, 100%. I think there was a lot of excitement coming with him over into the Seattle Surge roster. I think especially, you know, a lot of the guys from the Challengers have been picking this guy up. Abuza is somebody who really came flying onto the scene, hadn't even really been around the EU Challenger side of things for too long. I mean, put it this way, when I was there during Cold War, I can't remember casting over him, and all of a sudden, bang, he's in there. So, you know, the talent is 100% there. There'll be somebody from the Challengers community be like, you casted Abuza 15 times, and I'll be like, well, I didn't remember. And if I didn't remember, then he wasn't doing too hot. So at the same time, him coming through with this very, very quick rise, that whole squad last year, actually, I think it's only Cobra who's left in Challengers right now.
I'm going to put sugar-free jelly on an apple, brother.
Just went and did so many good things last year in the Challenger side. So very interesting to see if he can continue. Look, I mean, he has somewhat been the shining light for them. If he can continue that, maybe get something going, he can be the catalyst. Brezzy just needs to get things going. It hasn't been the easiest start though. Look, some of the games that they've had have just been really, really tough. So I don't want to make any judgments yet, but definitely needs to step it up on a few different levels.
No, absolutely. And of course, you know, leadership is always something that the desk was talking about as well. Brezzy is like, it depends on how you want to define veteran in a sense, but Brezzy has been around for quite some time. I mean, he was in the pro scene back in Black Ops 4 as well. We had 16 teams in the
bro,
league, and
if I like
maybe,
eat shit
some
that
mixed
is like
results on the actual success at the time, but
like that, bro.
this
Like I
man
feel
has been on the
sluggish, bro,
grind
and like I'm
for
already
years,
tired right
so
now watching
good
these
deal of experiments,
motherfuckers.
or
These
good
motherfuckers
deal
are
of
criminal for some
experience,
reason
but
today.
it came between the
But the matches have been criminal. I'm
Speaking
getting
of
dope
Kevin,
watching. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get
Fistbump's out
energy.
and about, which means
Oh,
good news.
not down.
That
To
one
win.
was certainly going to be loaded.
And Apple has a
in.
lot, quite a bit of
Karachi
fibers,
is
so
where we're
that
getting
way
started.
the cards don't
Honestly,
hit
the
me
best
like
hardpoint
sluggy
map
wise.
for
You know what
both
I'm
of
saying?
these teams as well. So nice little square up map to kick off on the series. And again, these are bubble teams when it comes to champs as well. So these are the matches you
Honey
are
doesn't
playing
do
against.
anything bad to me.
It's one thing to
It's
lose
low
a
on
match
the
and not
fucking-
get CDL points, but
on
if
the
you are
glycemic-
giving
glycemic,
CDL
whatever it's
points
called.
to a team you are actively competing
But like if I had like
against
some mac and
that are
cheese
right
right now,
next to you in the standings,
I'm falling
it
asleep on
could be a dagger. So very close to a must win rather for both.
As Biscuit, remember you lying
these
to Alex,
squads, and
one of your friends,
these
somebody
all
that
stats, Don
would
Khan,
care for you
absolute
and stuff?
shooter. He's been
Remember that?
fantastic this year. Always got to keep in the back of your mind. You said pop-off potential a few times. He's a candidate for sure.
We say 6-pointers quite a lot in the UK. I'm not too sure if you'd get that reference, but this is one of them. Absolute must-win for both of these two teams.
Did I cry?
And
Did
for
I
Diamond
climb
Con,
a
yeah,
tree
look,
to
I
get
mean,
that?
he has been a real standout. I'm interested to see what Los Angeles Guerrillas can bring to the table here. Seattle Surge, can you find the bounce back from what has been a torrid time? Looking over towards P1, LA Guerrillas looking over for the P2 side. It's all trying to get some control. Over towards top 3, gonna get gunned down to his stocks. Couple of kills coming on through. Brezzy can't quite make it over towards this P2 side. Gonna be fighting for that control over these spawns very, very quickly. 10 seconds to go over towards P1.
Yeah, plenty of time as well to start to work the break. You actually had Hook taking a route, maybe to run straight towards P2 and repositioning, thinking about a flank, or maybe wants to be on point with his teammate. So Surge going to be coordinating at least 3 players together, but Estriel might just be the guy to break it down late to the action, but it's because he's waiting for the kills to be free, getting told where to go, and really right now just chasing those red dots. Can't get the cleanup, but either way, strong start on P2 there for LAG. They know now with the spawn coming through, no flanks are going to be in.
Wow, I hit him.
Can they hold tight? Big gun win from Brezzy. Finds Assault, and all of a sudden the push can start to come through. Estriel with some really good shots on the cross. And at what stage do you give this off a few Seattle? My word, the snap on Velocities might just be a case of, yeah, let's choke this one up. 25 seconds to go. Close spawn does come in for a
This
boost.
might be a
There's
banger, bro. I'm
potential for
telling
him
you,
to maybe
they're
have a
both
little
so
stab at
criminal,
it,
man.
but looking like a rotation over towards P3 is going to come through, and we're going to see if that breaking potential for LA Guerrillas is going to be on the cards here. They're going to need it if they want to try and get through a P3.
Quite literally the setup, right? Again, if you win the rotation at One Old Hill on Karachi, it means the rotation in New going to be a bit more difficult. Great news, though, potentially. Hook just spawned so far out of the action that Hook is doing the rank play classic. He just chowed time for 0 seconds at ult and gets traded. Maybe good news, though. He's going to spawn a lot closer to the time. His teammates win the gunfights around the hill.
I can't believe he just said Hugh made a rank play in a match, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he did.
He'll be there at
He
some
genuinely
stage.
did
He's
make a
not
bad,
just
like a
going out,
really
actually,
bad
so that
play.
might just help Seattle Surge.
Chaz is gonna help for that
Potential
call
pinch
out
on the
though. That
card.
is
If he
funny.
can hold on just while Hook is on his way, then great
Bro,
job.
Kyler is
Moves the
just
ball
so
forward,
far
all
out
of
of
a
the
sudden
play,
control of the
Twin
point
him.
does go over towards LEG for just a second, but here comes the pinch
Number
there.
32
Hook,
piece.
and it's down to Austin. He's left all on his own, finds that final kill. But the pressure's now starting to come in a little bit closer for LAG. Spawns up towards Junk side. One more go at it. Arcity's trying to lock it down. 25 seconds or so to play for here. LA Guerrillas tightening their grip, and there you go. The break comes through for about 20 seconds.
Yeah, overwhelming, at least towards the end, but not worst case scenario for the fact that Hook died basically twice before the hill even really popped. Not too shabby. Yes, LAG have the lead, but now Hook is in prime position behind enemy lines. Get these guys out of top 3, away from the power positions, and maybe make it a bit easier to hold that time. Estriel, though, you see, swapping weapons as well. Has the MCW out and about when the new hill pops, so they're making plays as well. But uncontested for the moment on the hill. It's kind of a situation. If you set foot on it, you're going to die first.
The old Mexican standoff over towards P4.
Up Mexican, yes sir. W,
Listen
shout
up.
out, trying to shout me
Try to
out,
soak up
yes
some
sir.
time if you
My
possibly
dog.
can. It is realistically LA Guerrillas in the better spots if they do want to try and find a rotation over towards the next hill, which is ultimately what you're fighting for. And trying to pick up whatever time you can. Just keep them off it, if at all possible. Brezzy trying to stay alive. If you can find the second, that might open things up. And there needs to be a third if they do want to get some time. But now thinking about the rotation, who's going to get gunned? Diamond Con and himself. Well, actually just trading lives there over towards the backside. But LAG going to be the first ones there over towards the next hill. There's a couple of seconds available now for the side of CL Surge. It's going to be about a 10-point game by the time we get over towards the next hill.
Blackout.
Full setup though from LAG, right? Diamond Con is going to be watching the full flank. He can watch over Fame towards the middle of the map, so Fame gets traded, but he actually trades out his own life. And of course, off spawn right there to pick up the lane that he just let go. So Diamond Con gets picked up, but next man in line, Fame back in the action. And as long as he's alive, you have a little bit of hope. Seattle actually win gunfights on the players outside of the hill, though. So LAG. You
think Alec has lost confidence, motivation? Yeah,
time. And pretty much on the past
I think it'd be really nice if Alec had somebody there. Kind of like with your mentality.
Time, but the
not kind of, actually exactly with your mentality.
Hook delivers the 2. Seattle get the
Seattle's
third
not going to win
well,
this.
and that
I mean, if they don't win this hard point, I don't think they win 0.
Big second. Surge likely going to take the lead at the end of this.
Or if they don't win all hard point.
As you said, you know, you are trying to play keep away to a certain degree, especially if you don't
think
win
they win
that
the
rotation.
Surge. It's the problem, though. Like, they kind of got to win this map.
You yourself getting points to a certain degree. You're going to soak up the final 15 and
they
we're
can
back
win
over
the
towards
control
P1. It's going to be an ever so slight lead for the side of Seattle Surge.
LG's not the best
start from
control
both
team.
these two teams. It definitely feels like Hook is there or thereabouts, isn't it? 14 and 11 interactions off the chain. But it is going to be Seattle with the lead as we head back in towards P1. P2 control currently with the side of Seattle Surge. Can they keep a hold of it? Astriel trying to get some kills going down over towards the red side. See what he can do with this, but he's being hunted right now. Yeah, Seattle Surge definitely want to keep a hold of those P2 spots.
And it was 2 players at least that he was dragging their attention that direction. Makes his teammates' job a little bit easier, at least for the initial few seconds. But back towards that square up. Nice shots with Rival 9 out of Estriel. And those good shots continue. Ripping heads. Boo's going to be forced to back down. Him and Hook.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of faith in him, bro. It's just really tough. Alec's never been somebody. I've always been really close to Alec.
Win to say the least.
But
I mean, Diamond Con's
it's always been really hard to talk to Alec about anything like.
Well, and that is a phenomenal hold. Might be the best still for LAG.
Like to try to help him.
It comes from a
he
P1
he doesn't.
and getting kills on the flip side. Maybe
he's always been really to himself. Like he'll kind of shut you out if you try to do that.
Themselves up for another break again.
Hook only knows forward.
It's really always been on Preston. Like his twin brother, obviously.
You can already see Fame's going to try.
I don't really talk to Preston anymore, so I can't really talk to Alec like that.
No. So dangerous situation.
But I know that I know that Alec could be really, really good again. He has to take the things out of the game
to that gunfight. Oh my word! It's just a breakdown. Seattle
help himself in the game
far too easily. Really nice break coming through from LAG though. Works out perfectly in every single different angle. That's a massive break at P2.
And if you notice, Fame as well on the 5 spree, 1 away from the cruise. Those kills started, by the way, on P1. So he has played his life fantastically. He's got the cruise. He's got the extra kills. He's got the feed. And his team has the time because Fame is doing everything else on the map. Finally, he's going to fall. But does that death even matter? 20 seconds left on hold. And you actually have Hook sprinting at it. So, well, he's just going to fall. Bonus time from LAG, who the past 2 hills, they've blown the game wide open.
Absolutely.
Gerald, I just don't see them winning a hard point, bro.
Whatever weapon he wants, whatever gunfight odds you want to give him as well, doesn't matter.
Wombo, I mean, that's always going to play into effect, right? So, like,
but irrelevant of that cruise missile incoming.
But there's no such thing as like an ideal situation whenever you get dropped off a great team, right? Like Hugh off of Dallas Empire.
Things were looking very, very good for LAG over the last 2 hills. That should be a hold down for Surge. Diamond come towards the back door.
Slasher after.
Yeah, that was a hilarious minimap, honestly.
After 100 thieves split up,
players on Seattle that were just chasing a guy.
It's really tough. You gotta make sure that you take care of yourself and be ready for.
Just gotta read the flank.
You know, to keep on pushing forward.
Gunny there as well. Brezzy and
Hook
are able to get it done. So Surge may be working on the comeback. I think LA Guerrillas not gonna let that happen. Let's go to a listen in and see how they orchestrate it.
Fine. I spawned right on the top trips, Alex.
Look at those guys.
There's Tony trip bundle.
Trips to third. And top trip.
I spawned jungle too.
One's bridge. And one's low P4, bridge.
Can't go time bed.
I can't believe I'm just calming into a microphone, bro.
I'm no AC first.
Yeah, he's good. I'm good. Okay. Bricks flat, slow playing it.
I someone
Alex losing to LAG,
Yo, in top P4.
Top Brezzy, he's still third.
I'm gonna go shop. Maybe double side up.
I'll see time.
I'm going through big cover. I'm going through big cover now.
Maybe then.
Say one's scaff. I gotta wait for you to kill us. Get on time.
Yo, nothing third. Yo, I'm out middle.
We're missing Alex.
I'm pitching trips. Gap. I'll kill. Bottom south.
Top Brezzy points. Top two last one.
Top two bit, one's on scaff.
Last one down. The shit was point.
He jumped down.
He's one shot now. Nice, good trade.
I spawned you.
Okay.
25 on this, yep. Alec, I have my bottom. Go on your top. I have my bottom. Got you. Bottom, I'm staying third step.
Alec has 25 engagements.
I need to top that.
Easy as damage.
Alec, I need him.
I know he's playing a lot slower now, and that's okay, but like...
Alec hit with an 8, that was him. I spawn here. I'll play P3. Don't miss P5. He mid.
They're in the game, though. They're in the game. If you could get somebody to play ahead here, it'd be nice. Position themselves properly to set up a break, obviously. No, I don't look at the timer about that.
You get time.
There's a good situation. If number 6 goes fast, he should be able to read the splits.
What's third?
6 go fast. 6 needs to go fast, like full sprint.
Yeah, top.
Yeah, he's not gonna get that. He's not gonna get a two-piece.
Let's get back to that.
You get time? I'll shut down.
Back graffiti.
Hold it back.
That's the best spot in the game.
I'm stunning your low. I don't see anything though.
Dumpster Kyler.
I do.
Oh, shit.
Right side bros.
Oh, he gets 3. Yo, Kyler just saved the game.
Yo, one gets me fire. I'm gonna hit this whole time. I'm with you right here.
Kyler just saved the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go live immediately after Cardi.
Well, LAG still in the lead and do a little bit better over towards the junk time than they did last time, but still get broken. Seattle Surge very much in this game. Abuza finding those 2 kills. The second one disgraceful. As we set up over towards P1 again. It's all kind of transpired over the last 60 seconds or so, chance that we now have a close game, but Seattle Surge, they absolutely cannot let LAG get the amount of time they did at P1 last time.
Well, that is the most painful way to start the P1. If you don't want that to happen, Abuza on the bridge just gets gone. You lose the power position. Hook gets abandoned on the time in the swarm around P1. I mean, that's just overwhelming. 20 seconds away, they win this game. The rotation might be easy as well. Hook going on the flank, trying to find the perfect pinch, but it's just getting red. LAG orchestrating this hill to perfection.
Working out so well for them. Abuza does find a way through via a 2-piece from himself. Brezzy will be able to get a bit of control over towards top 3, but is it too little too late? 10 seconds away. They're trying to hold this down, can find one, won't find the second. Reinforcements in for the side of Seattle Surge, but Astral from up top may well just rain hell down from the heavens. Can't quite find the second kill. Abuza is there to shut it down, but this is the problem. Rotation is in now for the side of LAG. You gotta leave that scrap. You gotta go fast, Seattle Surge. You need to find a break quick.
And it's
that's a really big entry because
he's
he's not
right now from LAG. You don't even have time to check the corners. Who checks in, but a player falls in the meantime. Manages to contest, and the break might be in. Abuza finds the extra one as well. Who can Abuza piercing the setup, and DiamondCon last
just kind of breaking down the way they just approach those gunfights right there.
Turn this into a game.
DiamondCon does well.
LAG can break down here, man, and no one's taking a long run. Number 3's taking it now. Here we go. Let's see.
Moment for Seattle Surge. They're 30 seconds away. There's 40 seconds to play for Hook. Trying to hold this down as LAG just trying to form
chowed out a bedroom with a sub. Yeah, he scammed.
Here they go, but they get flanked in. Hook is there again. Abuza with another 2-piece. One player left from LAG.
Yeah, one more, like a half try.
Easiest hold as well. Watch the dumpsters, watch the alley. Those are the only avenues of attack. There isn't enough of a trophy, but it doesn't matter. The dumpster spot, you just can't get past. 4 seconds away.
Wow.
No one can get through in Surge.
The fucking breakdown of hell.
Karachi is in.
And they win their first hard point. And what I said, my stick chat, if Seattle can win a hard point, they can win this series. LAG just broke the fuck down. And Enable is somewhere smiling right now.
Chilling at P2. Everybody dies. Seattle Surge 1-0 after a phenomenal break at P2. Great hold to lock it down. And there's life of the old dogs yet.
And Surge had, like, quite a bit of pressure on them all game. Not just the fact that they've been playing off of a deficit, basically off the opening break, and we'll get that in a second in the stats.
I got 31. I mean, that's not bad. Some good team shots. 8 assists. Wait, Assault was lagging out. Adam was lagging the fuck out.
Fantastic stuff by the end of the game. But
takeover game on a huge, big 3-piece in the game. That's what was able to keep them in the game. That 3-piece on P5.
All 4 players nearby. Everybody watching the cuts. You can hear even in the comms and the listening what they were able to do, but Surge maybe not necessarily getting completely clean breaks on those hills, but instead of being a money hill at all, they just turned it into a distraction. So you just had Surge fighting in the right moments at the right times, and again, just that coordination, the break in the end was completely on point. But this is one of those examples. We're going to a junkyard hill, and you just see those purple arrows, at least on the initial time we're swarming it, just not able to execute on the gunfights to really lock that down for a substantial amount of time. So 2 attempts at it, no success, and I mean, a hell of a game in the end by Surge.
Yeah, really good game. And it does make you wonder back towards LAG for the side of that Junk Hill, how well they are able to lock it down over towards P1. It's very different. You're thinking about height, etc., etc. But it's not as hard to lock down Junk Hill as it is to lock down some decent time at P1. They were doing that pretty flawlessly over the entire map. And, well, they only really let things go at that very final hill. I think Seattle Surge were maybe in the lead by a couple of points at one stage during that game, but they were behind.
Uza is talking
99%
fucking
of it.
crazy.
And LAG crumble at the final hurdle. The player cam's looking very, very different towards the end. Yeah, Seattle Surge got what?
93-point lead. Yo, that's crazy.
With the lead over towards P5. After that, behind for quite a substantial amount of time. There's nearly 100 points at one stage chance, and LAG let that one slip.
That is brutal to look at. I mean, even just like the P1 and P2 on the second set of rotations where LAG just go on a massive tear to just build that lead. They got to 193 after like the second P2, and I mean, then they were just struggling to get points after the fact. So the slow chip away, the big breaks when you need it, and you cross the finish line barely in the nick of time. That's even a situation where, like, on the P1 as well, you had LAG players that were in the power positions, top third, top AC, insurgents.
I swear I knew this was gonna be a banger, bro. Both don't got no wins. Both have been looking criminal. It's gonna be a banger.
They got the breakdown. They timed it perfectly as well. Those gritty moments are a difference maker, and, well, that is at least advantage now in the series, but certainly a long series to go. Invasion, Search, and Destroy up next, and I know this is a map that LAG have played a good amount across this year. I mean, at the Boston Major, they were grinding it. At the same time, though, overall, their record 2-4, so this is a map where they haven't had a great deal of success in the wins department. I know they've had a ton of tight maps, so a lot of round 10s, a lot of round 11. So they're close on Invasion, but they are beatable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for Seattle, though, it's so important that they got that map #1. I think it feels like there will be a bit of
Thugs Lair. I love that, bro. Thugs Lair. Wait, Thugs Lair. Besides the thing you had, what else did you have for today?
Now heading into the second map. But Major 2 tickets available now. If you hit that QR code, I might, you know what? Because I actually think I need one, mate. I think I might have to actually get on my phone and have a little look. But yeah, that's for another day, and we'll need to stop making that joke, as I will just depress myself. Here we are, though. Map #2 coming up very, very shortly. Any thoughts, particular? I mean, look, for LAG, you absolutely need a bounce back. But where your mind's going to be at, if you are the team in the top of your screen, there, you've got to be feeling pretty bad after pretty much leading the dance the entire map #1, and all of a sudden you lose it off one break. You've got to be in a tough spot.
Just about the bounce back, though. I mean, you see in the player cams a great deal of frustration on their faces, but you're just looking for the quick one.
You could do with finding it. Arcity's 1.3 KD over the Major 2 qualifiers, not bad at all. I think that
Toronto
versus Face tomorrow is gonna be a
fucking banger. I can't fucking wait, bro.
When they
what do we got? Things Rocker.
There we go.
And the Miami NYSL
3-0 record overall. Seattle Surge on this map, but that was, I believe.
Yes. But like, what does Miami do though? Like, do they wait for Real to come back? Do they drop Eric? Do they drop?
I think the stats don't tell the whole story for Surge. However, very aggressive at the start of the round. Already checking out P1. You see Brescia on the cross, able to spot maybe 2 players out. But if there's only 2, that means some player's going to be nearby a street. Who gets the first blood? Traded out. We got a 3v3.
Rossi set up over towards the middle, trying to find another pick just to slow this push down, but a nice line across the map here from Seattle. And it's going to force him out, though. The stun's definitely not going to help things as well. Just about gets the win, turns and finds Estral. A really big kill coming in from Brezzy. A lot invested to get him out from that tank position. They managed to do so, but they can't take him down after these good shots on the Diamond Cone. Assault will even the odds to a certain degree, but now it's a 1 versus 2. Tough position for the MVP. A chance to try and find something here. Has the capabilities, but not an easy situation.
And the only thing that was open on the map was the mid lane. He does not choose it.
Yes, I did. I predicted Boston to win, which I was very. I mean, we were both very
in
wrong,
the dark.
honestly.
Ellie gets the seals the deal in the end. So big round, and again, just a turn and burn in that little cut lane. The big difference maker without question. So
I really did think they were going to win. I don't know what the I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah,
they were able to beat Rocker. Like I don't know. It's so weird, bro. COD is so day to day. I feel like.
We stunned him. I'll chase him down, get him.
I don't know if it's COD or like they're just like a really inconsistent team or the players. I don't even know.
Down and just
Snoop played amazing though. I'm glad that Snoop played really good.
Honestly, at that stage, works out for him now. 1-0 now for Seattle Surge. Now onto the attacking side for them. Pushing over towards the B side by the looks of things. LA Guerrillas should potentially have a trophy on the go, but yet to find anything at this moment in time. Pretty much good control down the B street, but need to find a way to get through this defense.
And taking their time to work it as well, right? Stun clear out, top broken, and maybe make a bit of noise and throw a fake. Brezzy toying with the idea of wrapping back and forth. I think Assault is able to spot out some of this information, though, so I think he's got the intel. When he sees players cross over to A, the two players from LAG working the B site start to get active, so LAG taking a bit of map control. Smokes out for confusion. Hook thrives in it. Another first blood, and Surge following up as well. A quick 3v2. The pressure that LAG had at the B street gonna be successful. Estriel, I don't know how he gets that gunfight win, but RCDs doesn't even get a bullet.
Bomb down the road.
Yo, why you saying that, though, gang? Oh, shit, good shots.
From Estriel makes it a 1 versus 1.
Who should be in the thumbnail for Face for Ultra? Do Kleenex and do a BZ.
Towards the site.
Thug Slayer. Make him a little bit bigger than today, Thug Slayer. Make him a little bit bigger.
Up close and personal, spots him. Hook makes his move, offers the information over towards Estriel, and oh my word, just doesn't get the time of the shots with the Renetti are solid, but the MCW ones need to be good, and they need to be good very, very quickly. Hook's just going to jink away around, goes for the kill, and Estriel wins it. How on earth is he able to find that gunfight? And to be honest with you, I think Hook just gave him a little bit too much.
I mean, I think even for Hook, you saw the reaction. He got ripped by that headshot multiplier. I think Estriel might have just had like one of the higher gunning rounds we've seen, because we saw him rip a Booza shooting at a pixel, headshot multiplier out in full force. And again, I was looking at the mini map. I thought Arcides had a free kill down that like B street. Estriel guns him, didn't even get shot once. So Estriel just simply brought the beamer in that round. That is a clutch against a world champ as well. Maybe a top 5 play of the week as well. Estriel saving his team in that moment, all tied up 1-1.
3 kills in the round. 2 of them, he was very much on his own. Now finding his way over towards the B side. Not as much of an investment from Surge over towards this side of the map this time around. The reinforcements will be there rather quickly. Starts toward mid, will do nothing but find a trophy. Los Angeles Guerrillas just putting the feelers out right now, trying to find some information and see what we can do with it.
Again, in terms of map control, Seattle
that was a really big
aggressive.
Round.
This time Hook does not get the first blood. Brezzy does win a 1 though, so it is even up the odds at 3-3, and he's just going to continue. He does get traded out 2v2. It's going to be the AR players for Surge on the wings of the map, converging towards that mid lane. You get Intel 1 guys in Freezer. RCD is going to be taking a bit of a route. And Boozer right now just waiting for RCDs to make that play. His job is just to not die.
Edgero, Seattle 1, bro. I'm actually really, I'm like
waiting
super
for the right
impressed.
moment. LA Guerrillas, do you have any information? Well, they have gone behind the bomb, and RCDs can't see what's going on, so it is going to go down. Fame will find a Boozer. 1 versus 1 again. RCDs. Oh, goes for the challenge, gets ripped from Fame. It's 2 clutches in a row from LAG.
He wasn't weak.
2-1 up.
Alec didn't miss. He wasn't weak.
LAG, they care a lot of things, or care about a lot of things, but that tank is not one
bro.
of them.
Shit's so.
I never win those gunfights. I can't rip people on that tank at all.
I think Alec wins that if he gets a headshot.
Consistent with it in Fame, Chaling as well. Doesn't want to play off the clock. He wants to play off the intel. You know where RCDs is. Take the free gunny if you can get it. Big back-to-back rounds on the clutch factor. And again, Estriel, 1 hit against the world champ. Fame does the exact same thing. So over here going against some rings, clutching up with the ice, and well, just to another round we go. Aggression from LAG, but yeah, they run into main AR Booza in this moment.
This guy loves playing this spot, bro. Like, come on, where's the bread and butter spot, bro?
Shots are crispy, needed to be. Estriel's gonna get cold here. He might find one before he does go down. Gets out.
Beautiful.
I don't think he's gonna know that Hook's behind him, but that should get traded. Does so. Opens up the B site. This is the round. This time Diamond can keep him off it. That nade's solid. Not good enough. Hook made of tougher things. That bomb will go down and just makes Diamond Con's job the hardest.
I knew this match was going to be a banger. Thank God, man. Yes, sir.
I mean,
this is a banger series, man.
Goes over towards Surge irrelevant.
Series.
Good plays coming in. And that first gunfight, I think
it's a banger match. Banger match.
They're feeling confident after the 1 versus 1.
Low Q was good. Low Q, how we doing today, my brother?
That side of the map and just gets beamed immediately.
Yeah, just a deep off angle there from Abuza, who ended up collecting.
How we doing, Hero? How we doing, my dog? How you been?
So, a couple world champs.
Is it Hero or is it Hiro?
Rookie steps up and make sure to get some momentum back on your side, and Hook doing a nice job of getting that trade as well. Estriel does more or less make the perfect play, but Hook, he's a flyer. He will be running at you full speed. So, Trades efficient. Again, tied up 2-2, and a little bounce back as well for the offensive and defensive rounds. Couple trades. As you see LAG firmly playing for picks. It is Hook for his third first blood on the map. Surge have dominated the first blood category. Now you got Hook and Brudgy basically cornered up, ready to go for each other's trades. As long as they don't get two-piece, they're fine, but they get help from Abuza on the A Street lane, so Surge right now, it is the perfect setup with the man advantage.
This one's under lock and key. At least you would think so. We'll take some sort of gunfight to get this Seattle Surge defense not looking that great. Awesome, good utility.
He is dead as fuck.
Stun goes out, but Brezzy has yet to potentially trade this one. Goes for it, finds one. Knows that Fame is there. He was the one that found Hook. Now all of a sudden, a 2 versus 3. LA Guerrillas with less players to deal with, but with less resources to deal with those 3 players. Still push over towards A is looking more than likely. Seattle Surge here in numbers.
Thank you.
This could be interesting timing. RC has been going back and forth, and I was going to say the mid lane briefly left open, but Abuza feels that pressure, rotates over, gets the tag.
Drop us up, Howard. Drop us up. It's for the free skis. You know what I say, Chad? If it's free, it is for me.
Hook's first blood. Perfect setup. Hook and Brezzy are there for the trades on each other, so Hook might fall after the stun grenade and wall bang comes through, but the setup 2 on point. No mistakes being made in that round from Surge. They're keeping it clean.
Very clean. Enjoyed that. Send Hook in, finds first blood, just dips back. And always the problem is with that, you know, we talk about it so much about just being a nuisance and having that presence. I think if you're on LAG, Hook's just found a kill on DVD. He's either going to still be in DVD or he's moved forward. No, he's backed up, but you have to clear those corners. It just makes things so much more difficult on that attacking round. Eventually do find a way up the map, and it's too little too late. The setup was there. Hook again, another first blood. Really getting the work done here for the Seattle Surge side. Well, back on down as well. The rest of the team are here to back him up. Hook doing mad things for Seattle right now.
Number 6 got through though. All I gotta do is wait for 6.
Down that B Street. Might have been some weird
Number 6 is in behind, bro.
You also have Abuza behind all of them. So Abuza has a potential opportunity because nobody is looking his direction.
They're not peeking because
everybody is barely out of frame. And there's the freebie, but
the problem is that they died though. They were looking. They weren't looking at him, but they were in the open. They just can't die, bro.
Can clutch this 1 versus 2.
Awkward little spot. Over towards the tank again. That's not a gunfight you want to take up against a rival 9.
The choke round, scam round.
Goes over towards LAG. It was the first blood that's been wasted this time from Seattle Surge. There has been a couple of them, but that one will sting. I mean, they got a bit of control over towards the B side. Rotate over towards A, and it felt like the players from Seattle were just still sitting tight. Always going to win the gunfights. They get presented nicely. I mean, even if Abuza finds his way back around, I think that's what entices them.
They both haven't won for a reason,
it's quite literally, if these guys are not just laying down in the spots that they are in towards the middle of the map, Abuza's getting free kills left and right in intel, but it is just because mainly the guy over by Dark Alley laying down just barely out of frame. It works out perfectly. So I don't know if that's like intel on the possibility, if it's 100 IQ or a little bit of luck, but LAG absolutely gonna take it because they're having a problem, and the problem is getting first blooded by Hook again. I think that's 5. I think that might have already tied the record for most first bloods in a search and destroy, and we're tied up 3-3.
It's criminal.
We'll get it confirmed, but irrelevant. He's found a lot of them. Doing a really good job, and if you're always in the advantage, if you Seattle Surge, I would hate to see what the rounds are looking like if you don't find those first bloods. 3-3 now. But Seattle with the commanding position, 4 versus 3. You're on defense. You gotta hold this one down.
And it's, you know, Brezzy has a MCW rather than the rival 9 this time, but it's more or less the exact same setups. The ARs just on the wings of the map. Brezzy and Hook working together, and they just have to trade out whatever kill comes their way, and they're good to go. And if you just win the first gunfight, even better.
Oh, Hook now's made the play again. He's causing so many problems to LAG. On for the ace now as well. Fame will fall, but Diamond Con, while he's on the wrong end of the map for the Hook ace, Hostilities is maybe waiting just to help his teammate out. Not gonna happen. He will find the kill rather than Seattle Surge. Hook is just flowing like water around the map right now. It's looking so
Seattle
good.
3-0 LAG. I think I might jump out the window, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, bro.
He plays like a wild man. I mean, there's players that are like first blood menaces, but I feel like the impact Hook has, he's running at you in ways that you just don't think are possible. Or like, what kind of crazy person would go for this? Chow, Hook does, and he wins it consistently. And I know he's gotten traded out for at least one of his first blood sort of things, so occasionally the trades are there. But he's been efficient at getting the kills and getting out. So Hook has been a monster, and, well, I know that he has nothing but speed in his heart. He's going to be going right back down the street. Finally, someone is able to catch him. Maybe awkward timing off the jump, a slightly weird route, buys Fame just enough time to get there a little bit quicker. A big shutdown there for Guerrillas.
Speed can sometimes kill, though. This time around, he does get caught out. As they're trying to make a move over towards the hotel side, they are without those first bloods. They are without Hook. Let's try and make this work. Clearing our pantry, and now all of a sudden you can maybe make a push over towards the tank and find something from there, but nothing to speak of for Seattle Surge here. No information at all.
It's just painful. You burn the utility hoping to get a freebie, but instead you got nothing. Now Fame actually spots this player out. Timing just doesn't go Brezzy's way, and I think Diamond Con in the middle of the map could have helped the trade anyway, who of course, there for the errant kills. In a bit of a calamity at the start of the round, has really just faltered. Surge and a 1 versus 4 now for Arcitys. Really nothing you can do.
I get some kills when it's still a good, you know what I'm saying?
We'll
Like,
get the
what the
first
fuck
blood.
they doing this round, gang?
All of a sudden, a lot of map presence for LAG. Arcitys will just walk through the middle of the map, though, and find the first, find the second.
Ooh.
Great shots. If you found the third, then, well, fair play, but the
Those
name
were
was
actually
on its
really
way.
good shots, I can't
It was
lie.
always looking like an LAG round. Irrelevant of Arcitys finding those 2 kills towards the end. The second shot, phenomenal, as you would expect from Alec, but irrelevant of that. LAG, really nice round. You find the first blood on the Hook, you're chilling. No need to worry about it. LAG find themselves back in the lead once more.
And in the meantime, of course, we've talked a lot about the first bloods. Fame, 10 and 5, already double-digit kills. So there's a lot of good going on both sides of the screen right
They
now.
seem to have a lot of faith in each other.
For what
I don't know
it's
what would have
worth,
to happen
5
for
is
them
the first
to make
blood
a change.
record. Accuracy, Afro, and Shotzi all tied in that top spot. I think Hook is already added his name, and if he gets one more, might be the king of the first blood, at least for an individual map. And LAG maybe not working mid anymore. That has been Hook and Brezzy's playground. Arcitys right now the lone defender on B.
I like this snap the trophy on himself, by the way.
Always
So
just
he
keeping
can
an eye
down
on
here.
number 5 on the minimap. See what play he's going to be making. Arcitys.
Oh, he's
Confidence not going to
trapping
bother him a
himself.
little bit
Okay,
too
let's see.
far away. Might have just tagged him up a little
Alex's
bit.
job is here just to get one, nothing else.
Push now coming in here for LAG. Brezzy, is he going to read this cross? Yes, he is. Watching it from dark. And Boozer will find another. Arcitys not going to be able to quite clean that one up, but Brezzy is there to pick up the pieces. Assault left all on his own. It should be dead to rights. I've seen some 1v4s in my time. This one doesn't look like one whatsoever. Retreats back up, tries to get something going, but it's Seattle Surge said, boys, let's just get on with the next round.
And that's an interesting round as well, just for the fact
Seattle
that
Surge
Arcitys
might
is
be up
defending the
2-0
B side by himself
now
with
at
no
fucking
trophy.
game
LAG
point in the
just
map
do
number
not
2.
attack it at all. They take so long that Abuza, who's always
He's
watching the
teabagging!
A side, is back
Oh,
in the
no.
mix, and instead of just trying
By
to
the way, Chad, that is
overwhelm
his
the lone
ex-teammate
defender
Assault,
out of
by the
sight,
way.
Surge able to
We
get
saw him
back
talking
in
a
the
little bit
action
of
fast
crazy
enough
about
to
each other
take
in
it
the
as a full
offseason.
team, get
Whose
Brezzy
fault
watching
was
the
it?
cross
Was
as
Alec
well. So
horrible?
a moment where LAG, if they
Oh,
had been
oh, look at
aggressive,
that, all
what
this
could have
shit.
been, but instead find themselves down 5-4, already down 1-0 in the series. Pressure very much on.
Looking for another Hook first blood to solidify the win. Doesn't necessarily have the weight of the team on his shoulders, but definitely feels like he has been the catalyst on this map specifically. Really helping Surge out, and for the fact that he has found these first
You don't
bloods.
check the spot the Fame's in,
Seattle Surge
respectfully. I
are
don't
there
think
to
you do.
thank him for it. Push over towards A is looking very, very likely here. A lot of pressure. LAG sitting tight.
Oh, that is lucky as fuck.
Wow. How on earth? He wouldn't even expect it, surely, for him to be there without getting the cross. He is now eventually going to make his way over towards the bomb site. Bomb was going down momentarily.
shit,
Has to be
oh,
careful
shit.
because Assault is
Oh,
there
brother.
to find one. Hook gets taken down by Diamond Con, and Boozer is there to be able to find another 2 versus 2. Astro versus Diamond Con is not going to be able to do anything there, but Boozer and Arcitys now left in a 2 versus 1. They know exactly where he is. Shots coming in from both angles. They're surely just going to pinch this one. Here comes a Boozer. There goes the S&D. Seattle Surge.
Seattle
2
Surge
to
just
the
gave out
good.
fucking back
Another
shots.
first blood coming in from Hook. And the round
It's a good
falls
match,
their
good match out of the brothers right
monstrous
there.
performance from Hook, which we believe is record-breaking. LAG, finding yourself 2 down.
Yeah, absolutely the record breaker. Hoop doing it on that map. You have Fame, the connoisseur of electric creddy spots. You have Hook, connoisseur of the first blood. Yeah, no, the absolute reaper on map 2. Godlike performance there from Hook, and That's a little insane as well for how some of those clutches started, right? Estrio clutches, I mean, I don't know if it's an effective 1v3. I think a 1 versus 2 where he kills 3 in the round.
18 out of Kyler, 9 and 7. Even I like T-Dub. Everybody T-Dub well.
Clutch by Fame, killing Arceus.
I know, Haro.
Well,
I was hoping like if I wrong, I let him right there.
Overwhelming force.
It's not too snoozy though. It's not too snoozy, bro.
Again, Hook, 6 first bloods. Him and Breji always on point for the trades towards the middle of the map, and maybe any opportunity that LAG had in any given round, just not able to execute. And an interesting point as well, I mean, I know the player that reacted the most in the player cams, I love being an armchair psychologist, after the map 1 loss was DiamondCon, not able to regain and bounce back for map number 2. So we're talking about a bounce back front. LAG, bit of a pain point now. Karachi Control, not the strongest map for either team. And Surge, maybe the only optimistic thing we had for them going into the series was this map, was how well they played against Toronto. Granted, still for a loss, but they're feeling good now.
Gotta be feeling really good. Map number 1 and map number 2, very, very close. But realistically speaking, you find yourself up if you are 2-0 for Seattle Surge.
Wait,
things are looking good. Can they
main
maybe
card
get
already
a
started?
win on
What
the board
the
after
fuck?
yesterday wasn't too hot? Things that turn around. A battle at the bottom. A 6-pointer may well just be 3 maps long. We've got map number 3 coming
Wait,
up right after this.
what the fuck? Wait, the main card's about to start. Oh, yo, hey, yo, 1 second, chat. I gotta pull up the fights, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pull up the fights. ESPN. Damn, they start hella early today. What the fuck? I mean, I don't mind. I just can't show them on stream, obviously. I apologize if you want to watch. My sensor, my motherfucking sensor, my sensor. Dude, Thugs, like, your account went so clutch on fucking UFC Mexico, bro. You need to watch. I was like, yo, hold on, I need an account game.
Parts of the game to come together. And with that open guard, you see Jarzinho still haven't worked as much on that part of his game.
All right, nice takedown late in the round for Shamil Gaziv. Back to Vegas in about 30 seconds.
Good round. Sit down, bud. Good round.
Don't make me get up on my feet.
Fucking ads, man. Fucking ads, man. Skrrr. Skrrr.
All right, there's King Mola Wall, DC, the legend, imparting some of advice alongside Steve Bruno. Some pictures from round 1.
Right here, you see Biggie Boy on that jab. That's what busted up the nose of Gaziv. Right hand from Biggie Boy lands. Another jab. You can hear the corner screaming for that jab. And then Gaziv gets to the single. Watch him kick the front leg. You see a lot of times guys expecting to take him backwards. That was beautiful by Gaziv, mixing it up and kicking him forward.
Hey, Zbisky, send a picture in Discord, Zbisky. I do not believe you. Send a picture in Discord of that food. I know you. I know you lying again. You lying.
Fast jabs. And we are commercial free the rest of the way as Rosenstrike lands an inside leg kick.
Heavyweight chat, heavyweight fight. One fucking
at all. He's gonna move up.
One good hit, it's a fucking knockout.
Himself to get pinned here.
Yep.
Does that by circling. Does that by going forward. Does that by striking first.
Well, he's faster, right? He is faster than Gaziv. But he's got to be first if he wants that speed to really play a part.
Good to have you with us. UFC Fight Night. John Anik, Michael Bisping, Daniel Cormier, Octagon side. And we are winding it down with the heavyweights, Jarzinho Rosenstrike and Shamil Gaziv. Another heavyweight main event in this building 2 weeks from tonight with Tai Tuivasa and Marcin Tybura.
I mean, they are screaming for the Rosenstrike jab. And when he throws it and he commits to it, it is landed. Look at that.
Gazib trying to close distance, but not doing much else. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the right hand when Rosenstrike throws it, I mean, it's super dangerous. So far, hasn't connected flush with it. The jabs have done all the damage so far.
Damn, they're big as fuck. Pause.
That's a nice jab by Gazib. See, Gazib needs to throw that jab, a 1-2, and then shoot.
Cool, come on, bro. That's our brother, bro.
Because he's clearly got a big advantage.
He's your brother, more than my brother.
Well, in order for him to get a takedown, he's got to push Biggie Boy to the octagon side. Now, Biggie Boy's in danger. He should have a alert in his mind when he gets here to circle, circle.
He's got to move. Get on his bike. Lateral movement. Go forward. Nice knee.
It's one guy?
Punishing knee to the body by Gazib. Rosenstrike counters with a jab, nothing behind it.
Oh, that was a clubbing right hand.
Anytime we show like the production behind the scenes, there would always be like one joke on one like screen. It was always Fight
Gazib breathing, mouth open, perhaps some fatigue settling in. There's that jab again.
He better have something good. That was perfect. That was absolutely fantastic. But Fike amongst a very large team of observers, John Prosper, Q, and Josh doing a fantastic job, as those guys always have. So it's been a very interesting year on the front from the observing crew, but through thick and thin, these guys very professional, getting the job done, as is Seattle Surge, up 2-0, defying all odds, a massive clutch in the map 1, and I mean, really, I don't know if you call it necessarily a massive clutch in map 2. They were getting clutched on, but overall, they just took over and dominated.
These big boys be wrestling crazy.
Hook monster on the first blood front as well. So Surge right now on point, looking to deliver. They just need their
too big, bro. Too big to be all that.
A little bit of momentum seems to be helping them out, and we're heading into a map. Well, I mean, the records speak for themselves.
Not great, you know, it's been better.
Yeah, no, it has been better. But Seattle said yesterday will take some positivity. Trick shots off top 3 are not from Scrap.
It's ESPN,
They had to looking forward at one stage Ultra, and that will give Seattle
I'm
some confidence heading into
Guatemalan
this
homies
one,
account.
as will the previous 2 maps. To head over towards being pretty much.
Here we go, chat. Map number 3, Seattle Surge, up 2-0.
I feel like round number 1's big. If they can find an attack to get things kicking, then all of a sudden, we're staring at a 3-0 potentially chance.
Oh, well, that is not a good start, right? RC's incredibly slow on that trade attempt, so Adam Assault able to gun you down, and really no map pressure or control, and now you're getting spawn killed. So as far as bad starts go, this is about the worst it can be. Assault's already getting damage in you off spawn. You can't even make it to a power position. Who's trying to clear house? Can't get it done. Assault 3-0 off the rib, winning massive gunfights.
I may have cursed them.
Wow, he just soundboarded the fuck out of him.
Okay, well then here we go. They find 3 kills out of
four, that's four. Could be.
It just makes absolutely no sense, but here we are. Brezzy now finding his way over towards the back alley, and well, LA Guerrillas are gonna know exactly what's going on here. One of them jumps over, the second one should find the trade. Abuza's there for a good 2 though. Break coming through. B now completely free. It's going to be at least a 2-stack coming on through. LA Guerrillas need to make a choice here, and it looks like the choice is to give it up.
Chalking it. All you need is number 7 here to try to cut or get some gunfights. Be cut or just settle
a 1-5 control team on Karachi. That was the best start from LAG, that they got bodied immediately. They had, like, I think 3 different clean 4 downs just about working the way up. So, I mean, they're down on lives, they're down on zone, and now they have to defend the A zone for the next minute and 15 seconds. Not a massive amount of time right now for Surge to work with, but it is the easier zone. You imagine they can get it done. Kills like that are going to go a long way. No power position from LAG. Everybody coming off spawn.
Booster on a 6 spray as well. That's definitely going to help things out. Seattle Surge just seem to have the wind in their sails right now. Assault's going to get caught by Brezzy, would like to think. Yep, just about finishes off that gunfight, and all of a sudden you can start to find some presence into that A point. Hook's in here, he will be hard to get rid of. You got somebody over towards top 3 side, but Diamond Con's going to gun Arcades, and all of a sudden Hook has to be on a swivel for up top. The push going to start coming
I told you they could win the control, Jerome, but I really didn't see a world where they'd win the hard point after how much they were down. They were down by 93 at one point.
15 versus 11 in terms of the lives. Seattle Surge do have that buffer, and they still have time to find a push over towards it, but 2 ticks already in.
And those 2 ticks, I mean, again, there was like a minute and 17 on the clock before they started that progress. So maybe 30 seconds of game clock burned, and they're 2/3 of the way there. Adam Assault actually right now on the point in a bit of a mixy spot, but still decent on the defensive setup. I mean, you've kind of flipped the map like halfway on its head. Kills getting traded back and forth, but right now for Surge, they just want to keep the pressure on. They have just cornered up Adam Assault stuck on his zone.
Just looking in multiple different directions. Investment
what's
coming
like
through
the play
from
here?
Abuza. Thinking that it's the right time to use
what
it.
is,
Assault inside the point will find one. Is there to find the trade. Fam gonna be back down. That first tick. Or final tick, I should say, is starting to come on through, and no lives remaining now for the side of LAG. You've got to be absolutely perfect to snap from Fame. Is anything but that. Seattle Surge, big round number one to find the attack.
Big number one.
LAG couldn't quite get it done towards the end as well. Set themselves up, but Fame maybe backing down.
Size number one right there.
Where the guys in the hill are laying, but couldn't quite execute, and that is a big moment for Surge. Again, that was the worst possible opening break on offense that you could have. You were stuck in your spawn. And I think if DiamondCon honestly has covert sneakers on, maybe it goes different, but why would you on the opening break? You're not expecting to be sneaky, but what was originally perfection, absolute collapse, and that's around. That's almost been sort of the way the series has gone.
I genuinely have no idea. Like, I'm so confused.
Abuza on point as well in that round, but frankly, just across the board on Surge, everybody doing their job.
It's Biscuit, brother. How is right there?
It's been very, very good over the entire 3 maps that we have seen so far, though. Looking good for Seattle Surge to maybe try and find themselves a win here.
Yeah, we can't compare the champ to
we were discussing the 6-pointer carry on in the middle of the break there, but we'll maybe save that for maybe another time when Estrel is inside a B all on his own. Does have a little bit of backup maybe coming, but the distraction tactic will work. It will now be getting work done from the side of DiamondCon and Fame. Hook putting some shots in, but I don't know how much Seattle Surge are going to be able to do about this without any kills. They're going to have to try and find some progress and find some positioning over towards the red side. Top 3, not going to happen. 8.
Kind of pissed off that John. Everyone's just waiting on John Jones.
On the zone I want to watch Tom so there's no break opportunities in that direction, and that is off the back of Vestrial. Again, making that play over towards B, dragging the pressure, making the 8 cap nice and secure. So might be a long grueler of a defensive round. Surge very pushed up though, so LAG. Sort of a lot of players have been able to almost like walk through to get near the time, but it is an uncomfortable situation thinking you're free and clear. So yeah, LAG, everybody's scattered right now. It is a chaotic moment on this map. Fame the first one to strike and going to start the capture. So clock is going to be stopped. Surge for the moment out of the picture because LAG were allowed to walk straight through.
Okay, well here we are. One gunfight had happened before 2 players over from the LAG side got themselves into Diner, and all of a sudden this round has completely collapsed from Seattle Surge. It's going to be at least a 3-stack coming on through. One player does go down though, and Busa is able to find something.
This might be a hot take, but I think Seattle has pretty good
sprinting forward right now.
In regards to like the way he moves,
somebody gets inside
like he doesn't really move like a heavyweight.
That was such a weird round. I briefly forgot who was on offense and who was on defense because I was looking at it. I was like, well, LAG, they could just walk right to the zone, right? Like, that's how it's set up. And I was like, maybe they're on defense because the way the arrows look. No, that's not what happened. Seattle Surge, again, we're talking about things they're connoisseurs of. Hook, First Blood, and Search and Destroy, and just weird defensive control rounds. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird and it's consistent.
Motherfucker in the heavyweight division.
I don't like
the heavyweight division.
It's happened every time I've watched these guys play control for the past 4 control maps, yes.
It's strange because, I mean, what they're doing on that defensive side, you know, getting a bit more presence over towards front ready, you know, being aggressive with the defense is great, but, I mean, you have to make sure that you have all bases covered. And then you win your gunfights if somebody does slip by, which they just are not able to do. Seattle Surge now pushing over towards this A side. Already one tick about to go through.
Where the casters go, hello? And back in the cast, we go. Astro here from the back side of the point, able to find 1-2. Go down out for Seattle. It is a great situation out for LA.
There, I might be lagging out. What's going on?
I think it might be our feed that we currently have right now. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'll just make it. I didn't know if that was me, if that was you. I can sort of see this stuff is going on right now, but I don't know. We can try to commentate this. I don't know what you're working with, but I got 3.5 pixels. I do know that LAG have a ton of presence on the map. I'm seeing Fame win gunfights, potential flanks going through to stop this A zone, but I know it's a bit of a distant route Fame is going to be taken. Not easy to work up the stairs. he's getting it done and really keeping that pressure on. Son, are you with me here? Should I just?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think our communications were just bugging out for a certain degree. Yeah, I'm also with you on a couple of pixels, but we can get a general gist. Look, Seattle point is secured. We can see that. No problem whatsoever. Looking like it is going to be LAG with plenty of control over towards that B side. Should be able to lock this in on the defensive front at least anyway. Can Seattle Surge maybe find something
round 4, bro.
here?
Round 4 with these big motherfuckers, bro.
Plenty of control over towards the mid-map though, but not a bad setup from LAG from what I can tell.
I mean, no, look good. Number 2 on the mini-map, still being incredibly annoying over by, like, Chicken Coop side of the map as well, picking up kills on Hook. So, absolute nuisance on the map. LAG, just a firm spread. I mean, Brezzy
oh, shit, Brezzy.
To try to hunt these players down. And Estriel, not making it easy for anybody.
Back
he does get the trade and maybe open up a little bit of pressure over towards the B zone, but not all of it. Diamond on that back line. Able to make sure you keep things under lock and key. Maybe a hook flank coming through as well, but everything for the moment getting red. LAG nice and stable, under control.
For now, in a prime spot. Lives in their favor by about 4 or 5. Push going to start coming through. Estriel's going to win that one. Not be able to find the second. Estriel will fall down. Diamond Con trying to walk down from his side. The point can't seem to find it. The shot's starting to come through for him. Trying to stay alive over towards the red side. If you're Estriel, you need to find something here. Seattle Surge do have bodies inside the point. The next couple of gunfights are going to be absolutely massive. Contest comes through. Shots in from a solid. We'll start to slow this down. Seattle Surge, though, starting to posture, starting to find a bit more map control.
What an angle, too. Yeah, good timing on, like, the little belly crawl. Brezzy might be the guy making the play on the dumpster as well. Fries him. Slam. Back alley. Chow is there. Brezzy making plays. The floodgates are open.
You can't curse. You can curse. You just
zone. The kills are
it's
flowing
not
their way. They got the bodies on point. Everything
you can't do it
going
consistently.
Right. LAG only one
yes, sir, Seattle. Ali, get your streaks. Ali, get your streaks, big bro.
The zone nearly done.
Very big, bro. John Orbis, bro.
Is it gonna be enough? Players on
oh
the back
my
line.
God, Seattle Surge 1 round away
making plays
from winning their first
Fantastic
series
work
in the
coming
major
from
2
Brezzy.
qualifiers.
Breaks it open with the help of his teammates. Finds the 3 inside the point though, and that makes the difference. Big players coming in from Brezzy. Seattle Surge 1 round away from finding themselves a 3-0 win against LAG, but plenty of Call of Duty to potentially left to be played here.
That's a takedown. That might be a takedown.
Not sure which way
Sweep that big
LAG.
boy. About to break
you
the fucking.
to find something. Over towards the attacking side for them. They were able to find it last time. Seattle Surge, if they can be tighter on these defenses, they will win this series. It's as simple as that.
Well, they certainly have extra help.
Seattle Surge,
right?
guys, now at game point and series point. Can they close it out?
Arcides knocks it down, so a cruise missile on this map could be utterly devastating. You do have to be on point with when you want a timeout to call. You don't want to lose a 3v14. That would be awkward, so Arcides needs to stay on top of things.
Can he find a second any moment now? Let's see.
First blood towards the middle of the map, get him off the zone, and just continue to be annoying on the defensive end. LAG, more or less, are going to be stuck in their spawn.
Tricky spot now for LAG. Can they turn it around here? Because look, realistically, they would have been coming into this game thinking to themselves.
The problem, Chris, is that listen, I agree with you, Chris.
To try and find a win.
Same with Salvation Invasion.
Same can be said for them, and they have taken the opportunity with both hands.
We don't have enough to get rid of too many maps, sadly.
He's not going to be able to find anything, but I don't mind the fact that he's dipping out just to try.
I really wish we got more like real like maps.
Like towards the point, Hook's going to try and do something. He can do a lot. Arcides streak coming in.
Like that real map is a really good map in my opinion.
Good job from Seattle Surge. That was 3 dead momentarily, and all of a sudden, LA Guerrillas back to square one.
And it's just like successful annoyance, right? You're just fighting off spawn and fighting off spawn, running into Hook. Power positions, you don't got them. If you want to go through junk, you're going to get picked apart. Surge right now, the stranglehold on the map is in. Fame in the meantime. Can't remember when he even got this cruise. Might have been round 1.
Oh, he's trying to end. He's trying to
here, takes down Arcides and opens
up
a bit of pressure
Crazy
on
counter.
The map, but LAG
oh my God.
to execute off of this. I mean, 20 seconds left on the game clock, but looks like that A zone is going to be secure. So use the investment of the cruise. You at least buy yourself a little bit of a lifeline.
That's how Alex been playing these past 2 days. He's
right now
explained to me that he's trying to be more of a default.
3 kills just fly through again though, out of absolutely nothing.
Who's
left alive and kick him for Seattle.
Come on, turn, baby, turn. Yeah, you're just gonna.
LA Guerrillas can potentially smell blood here.
There you
like now dealt with everybody coming in off the respawn.
You kill her while living though, like you know what I'm saying? Or like you play a one.
I don't think you
played the cut. You played the guarantee one.
Working in their favor. Seattle Surge do have bodies over towards this point, they're going to find the gunfights as well. Brezzy, Abuza combining well, but assault from behind is never going to be a good thing. Oh, Hook turns at the right time.
Blocking the spawns. Good play.
He was able to find the kill. Seattle Surge do have some numbers.
You need some big gunfights here. Switch to number 7, please. Switch to number 7, please.
They just about shut the attack down.
Ooh, that could be the round right there from Brezzy.
Brezzy will find 2 though, so no reinforcements just yet.
I mean, he's the guy you want in this position. He's got 28 kills, but he just does not have any help. He's calling everybody out, but the reinforcements never there. RCD's through explosions finding extra kills, and right now LAG just desperate to find any opening on.
Bro, come on, man.
Square one, and just 12 seconds left on the game clock. You got to flood straight through. This is looking like
Honeymoon's over. House number 2 got through the chat. Number 2, keep it on the
LA Guerrillas,
number 2 is still here. Oh, it's over.
But Hook up top just shutting a
3-0. Yes, sir, Alec.
Nobody there from LAG. Seattle Surge
3-0
against LAG. A monumental win for them in their season. Can they get things up and running? It's a good start from the Seattle Surge on the win column. 3-0 against LAG.
Getting the job done. 2 teams maybe on a downward spiral.
And Buzz Lightyear is now playing with Woody.
Surge execute. And honestly, predictions
like this Toy Story, buddy.
I think that might have been one of the more lopsided LAG sort of picked wins. I know Nameless literally threw in a last-second change to switch the pick, so it was a great call in those final moments. But I mean, Surge, gotta tip the cap. They were down bad in that first hard point. It was a long 100%
tonight. Now a big shot from Rosenstrike.
That's just a...
Oh! Round 5! Round 5! God.
No water. Water, no water. Water? Huh? What do you want to do?
So, teamwork right there from Surge.
Yeah, LAG need to make a change. I think it's about to get real hot, Craze. I think it's about to get real hot, buddy.
I mean, it raises the question.
And you know exactly what I mean, boy.
LAG after that first map felt like they were in control the majority of the time, and all of a sudden they lose it. Alpha 1 break over towards P2, and then from there the series just did not go their way. Back to the drawing board for the side of LAG, but a very good performance coming in from Seattle Surge. And Ant was right. The quick last second change up working out for Ant. Love to see it for Nameless.
Yeah.
Sound
you like that? Staying 2 in front of me. I'm catching up tomorrow, but that was wild out of you. How did you see this coming?
I mean, well, we were talking about the match, like the map pull for LAG. LAG's been regressing like crazy, and honestly, Seattle's match that they had versus Toronto, they did play them pretty tight in a couple of the respawns. So I just feel like there was some opportunity in this one, and if Seattle came out playing free,
yeah, he looked a little disheartened.
Perhaps they're going to call in the ringside physician here.
I don't understand what's happening.
Check his vision, please. He's not telling me what he's saying to that corner. I want to know. I want to know what he said to that corner. Look at me.
Where's the
translator? Do the right thing. What did he say?
He's saying he can't see, but from what? The punches?
That's it. That's it.
They stopped the fight.
All right, that's the fight.
That's it.
Mark Goddard not going to take anything.
The fight.
He told the corner he could not see out of one eye, and that is it. Jarzinho Rosenstrike is your winner by TKO. Nicely handled by Mark Goddard.
Absolutely. Great job by Mark Goddard. Just going up to him and saying, I want to know exactly what this guy said. I want to know what he said to his corner.
Yeah,
he argued the entire corner.
In between rounds, his body language was terrible. The look on his face, he looked like he didn't want to be there, if I'm honest. I'm not trying to kick the man while he's down. It was a great performance from Rosenstrike.
Yeah, it was.
Let's celebrate that. The improved takedown defense, that phenomenal job. Some of those combinations in round 4, I mean...
Fighting for a top 8 spot, LAG at the bottom of the leaderboard for now. Right now, though, we have our Monster Winner Spotlight, and this is going to make our executive producer, John Fenton, very excited, because Brezzy is joining the show for the first time live. My guy, how are we feeling? You got the dub.
The best haircut in the CDL.
Just it's an amazing feeling, first win, and just amazing, guys.
Brezzy, I want to ask you, obviously, this is our first time getting to talk to you since you've, joined the league. I want to know a little bit about you as a player, what your play style is like, and what you're hoping to bring to Seattle, who obviously, when you were added into this camp, was already struggling.
Yes, I mean, obviously with this move, Jordan was a flex before with Early, and now he switched to an AR, second AR with Alec. And me, I'm just playing my role, so flex. I'm the second sub with Skyler, and I try just to fit them on the map. If I need to switch with an AR, I do it, and pretty much that's it.
Brezzy, I know it's probably been a bit difficult to block out the noise, but how has practice been? I know there's so much that you guys feel like you probably had to work on after these last few matches. What have you guys been focusing on?
Because they've been getting back shots.
Whilst also blocking out the noise from the critics.
They've been getting fucking back shots.
Obviously, our practice looked pretty good. Maybe it surprised some people, but just in match, we are playing slower. I guess that's maybe normal. As a team in a match with pressure, to play slower. Obviously, it was not the best stat. We started this in our N3. But we try to just look forward and to learn from every loss. And I'm really glad we took every loss in a good way as a team. And I'm just really glad we won that and we showed what we are capable of.
That's really great to hear, man. You guys are staying positive. You need this because this is just Major 2 coming up. We're here for 5 of them. We could be in for a long season. Brezzy, could I ask you a question about in-game and your teammates? If you had a race on the map Karachi, who can contend with Hook for that first place?
What do you mean, the race?
He's very fast.
Use just another one?
Who is the second fastest on your team?
I mean, that's probably me, just because I'm the second sub. It just looks normal, probably me. Or maybe Jordan is he's a fast AR, so him or Jordan.
Fair enough.
We have Antoine asking, are you French? And Sam Tactical wants to know, what's your favorite game mode?
Probably R points, because there's a lot of things to learn about it. There's so many situations, so many holds, so many breaks. It's a game mode you literally learn from it every day, and it's just so interesting for me. So I'd say R point.
Final question for you. This is for everybody back overseas watching you. What is it about France? Why are they starting to put out some Call of Duty's best players on the planet?
I don't know. I don't know. We were always good in gunfights in the past, but our team play wasn't great. Maybe you probably know his name Gotaga. And
legend, by the way.
I mean, yeah, I cannot tell you. I don't know, but yeah, we look great. Lanes, Hydra, and probably some more maybe in the future.
It's good to see, man. Hopefully we get even more coming over. Congratulations on your first win with Seattle Surge.
Thanks, guys.
Great to talk with the man. He's been around since Black Ops 4 in the competitive scene at a pro level, gets his chance with Surge, and today he shows his worth.
Crazy. If someone had to race you on Karachi, who's winning? It's a crazy question. Listen, chat. I'm about to hop off YouTube. I'm going live on Twitch. I'll be live on Twitch immediately, man. Thank you all so much for coming through and showing love. Thank you all so much for subbing, just coming through and watching. If you want to drop a like on the video or the VOD, I'd appreciate it. If not, it's all G. You still came through and watched. You guys have an amazing rest of your afternoon if you're not watching on Twitch. But if not, I will see you guys on the Purple app. Just out. I love you all. Have a good night if you're outie. Peace, man. See you guys on Twitch, bro.